Today we have an 80-pound wheel of Parmesan cheese straight from Italy. I just wanted to cut right to the chase, but it's still sitting in the lobby of my apartment, so let's go down and grab it.
What are you doing?
The wheel of Parmesan cheese.
Okay, why are you in my room?
Can I just open it here?
Can you open it? Yeah, no, you're gonna invade my privacy. I got it. And open it. Oh, you're prepared.
No. Vinny, you always like to see the packages.
I mean, this is true. You normally do have some fun stuff.
Oh, man.
Oh, this looks pretty legit.
Seriously legit.
He's so good at this. Pretty damn cool. Ah. Come on, Nick.
Come on.
You know, they don't teach
Use
you
those
that
muscles.
flying day. Oh my God. Get there.
This is so heavy.
All right.
Look at that.
Look at that thing.
Look at...
There's a barcode on it.
This is crazy.
Well, since you invaded my privacy, I think it's only fair that I get a piece.
Can I just wheel this to the elevator?
I would say that's probably best.
Thanks, Vinny.
Oh, you're welcome, Nick.
Now let me just tell you, this thing was not easy to bring in. What you're looking at right here is a Parmigiano Reggiano straight from my homeland of Italy. And you know, it's funny, I've been trying to get this thing in for weeks, months even, but the first time around it was damaged in transit and I have no idea what that means. All I know is I got a notification as it was on its way that something had happened halfway through its path. Maybe someone decided they love cheese and just dropped it on purpose so they could take it home. But the important thing is, it's here now. Now I want to talk a little bit about this before we go and cut into it. But the first thing I want to say, because I have to say it, is that it smells amazing. Now there's something really cool about a Parmesan wheel like this. The first thing that we see all around the side is Parmigiano Reggiano, but there are more specifics that we can get into, which are quite cool. This large stamp right here is just a quality stamp, where the number right above it tells us the farm that it came from in Italy. I love that you can trace it right down to that very spot. Over here is a seal from the producer itself that we can actually just wedge out with one of our little Parmesan knives. Now if I spin the wheel, there's a little something right here you'll see that says DOP. This stands for Denominazione di Origine Protetta, which means protected designation of origin. The Italians don't mess around with their cheese, so what DOP tells us is actually from Italian law. Sort of like champagne coming only from Champagne, France. This shows that this is legitimate Parmesan, i.e. it's either from Parma, Reggio Emilia, or Bologna. The last thing you can see as I spin it around is February 19th. Just like fine wine, the longer Parmesan is aged, the nicer it typically is. This wheel right here is 24-month aged, and you can actually sell Parmesan before it's been aged at least 12 months. So this is a pretty good wheel of Parmesan cheese right here. Let me put it this way. I don't have anything left in my piggy bank after this one. All right, so here's how it's gonna go down. We're making pasta inside this wheel, but first we have to cut it in half. So we're gonna cut it like this. I wanna show you these two knives, because this will be the first knife that I use. And I just thought I'd show this in comparison to this, the knife I typically use in videos. We actually don't need my regular chef's knife, so I can toss this aside. Now to start, we're gonna take this cute little knife right here and score around the entire wheel of Parmesan. What's actually really cool is that they pretty much give us a line right down the middle to perfectly do this scoring. For right now, I'm just trying to get that initial line. I'm gonna come back around it again to get a deeper line, but for now, this is all I need. Once I've gotten this nice line around the cheese, I'm actually gonna take the back corner of the knife instead of the top, which will allow me to dig in a little bit here and slowly go back to further solidify that line. Now I'm basically starting to dig into the actual cheese itself to get into that rind, which we need to cut through. Because this is such a beautiful piece of cheese, I'm really trying to do it justice here with nice, clean cuts. Now we've got another knife that we're gonna use here. If you can see up close, it's a very weird shape, very specific to a cheese like this. And it has this extremely sharp knife tip here. I'm basically gonna punch that into my cheese and then pull really hard to start cutting that rind. This thing goes through like a breeze. And you can see that when I leverage it like this, the rind comes right out just a bit. Now we have these tools, which are basically wedges that go into the side of the cheese to leverage it open. This to me is the part I'm most looking forward to. I think it's gonna be satisfying to finally have that cheese pop. We're gonna pick an area right on the side of the cheese and wedge this all the way in. And as we go, we'll go back and forth a bit to start to break the cheese apart. Once that's in, I'll wedge it just a little bit back, turn my wheel of cheese, and go to a space just a little bit over. Same thing here, I wedge it all the way in there, moving that around to break apart that cheese, and then bring it back again. Now, I'll spin my cheese around to the other side and wedge another one in, shifting back and forth to break that cheese open. Then I'll remove that first wedge, spin our wheel again, and go in on the opposite end. This right here is an arm workout that I could have never imagined. And I'll repeat this process until the wheel starts to feel a little bit looser, at which point it's basically just gonna crack. I'm not kidding when I say that this is actually a legitimately really good arm workout. And I used to go to the gym quite a lot, but I pretty much haven't been since COVID started. Now to try to finish things up here and open this wheel up, I'm gonna wedge all those levers somewhat close to each other and start kind of lifting and pushing up to see if it's gonna give. The fact that it's still not willing to go tells me that there's probably a few spots that still haven't been touched over here. So I'm gonna put in just a little bit more work with some of these wedges over on the edges. Now I've gone around the entire wheel with these wedges and I think we're ready to pop. Oh, whoa! All of that hard work has paid off. When it cracks open like that, you get these beautiful flakes of cheese. This gorgeous, almost crystal-like hunk that you've gotten here, you simply can't get that any other way. Opening a Parmesan wheel by hand is truly something special. I know I've already taken a few bites, but I have to try this cheese while it's so fresh like this, because I don't know how many times in my life I'm gonna get cheese this fresh. That cheese has more Parmesan flavor than I even knew Parmesan could have. There's almost these tiny little crunchy crystal flakes when you bite into it. And it's so smooth, cheesy, and creamy. Without a doubt, the most mind-blowing Parmesan I've ever tasted. But of course, we're gonna fill this whole thing with pasta, so let's make that dough. To start our pasta dough, this one is special. So I wanna make a 12 yolk pasta dough. Yolks only. In my bowl where I'm gonna put the yolks, I'm gonna add in a little bit of olive oil, because I don't want those yolks sticking to the bowl. I want them all staying nice and whole. In this bowl here, I'll crack my eggs, then gently drop the whites in with the shells, which I can save for later. Those will make a nice tasty omelet. As for these gorgeous little yolks, I'll gently place them all into the bowl with the olive oil. I'll repeat this process very carefully with all 12 of my egg yolks, trying to keep them all whole and intact. There's nothing like making a beautiful handmade pasta dough with all fresh, intact egg yolks. All of you who subscribe to our channel probably remember the time that we made cured egg yolks and only had 12 yolks left, but broke one of them, leaving us with 11. This time around, I'm gonna try to make sure every single egg yolk stays fresh and unbroken. Now on our cutting board, we'll put down a little over 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Into the middle of the flour, we'll make a nice little well, and then into that well will go our 12 beautiful egg yolks. If we want, we can add just a little bit of olive oil here, and then we break those egg yolks. Such a satisfying thing to do. Slowly bring in that flour from the outside to incorporate that into your yolks, gently and gradually mixing until everything is nice and well combined. At this point in the process, I usually like to bring in my bench scraper, which lets me easily bring everything all together. Now we work through our dough. And after some pretty solid elbow grease, but nothing quite as bad as opening up that Parmesan wheel, we have a beautiful disc of pasta dough. At this point in time, I'll take my ridiculously oversized plastic wrap and rest this in the fridge for half an hour. First, we're gonna carve out that Parmesan wheel, because we wanna make sure that we have a nice bowl. I may actually be able to use some of these wedges, which will allow me to get some nice hunks of Parmesan cheese out of here. I absolutely love these rustic looking hunks that are coming out of the cheese. Just look at how gorgeous these are. I feel like I'm handling gold. Once I've wedged out lots of this cheese, I think I'm actually ready to start digging it into a bowl shape. I'll start by scooping out the remaining bits that are here, and then gradually starting to carve the shape with my spoon. If I can get this in a perfect bowl shape, it'll look absolutely gorgeous. Because of how compact this cheese is, you don't realize how much will actually come out of such a small portion of your entire wheel. I'd guess that you can get hundreds and hundreds of portions of cheese out of this entire wheel. And when I say portion, I mean those massive hunks. Could be in the 1,000 range with how big this thing is. And once we've created a nice bowl, we can set our wheel aside. Now that our dough's been resting in the fridge for a while, I first want to show you how bright and yellow this thing is. That's what you get when you use all egg yolks. Now first, we're gonna hit this dough with some nice flour, really making sure that that's not gonna stick to a bunch of stuff. Then we'll take that same bench scraper we used earlier and cut this in half. Press out your dough until it's nice and thin, flouring a little bit as you go and optionally using a rolling pin to push it out even further. Once you're ready to go, push it through your pasta maker. We should get a gorgeous, beautiful, and smooth yellow dough. And as I think I've discussed before, I always like to fold it together and put it through a second time to get out any air bubbles. Once your dough is rolled out the first time, turn up the dial and start to roll it through on a thinner setting until you're ready to make your fettuccine. Once it's finished, we can roll out our fettuccine. Now we roll out the fettuccine, creating these beautiful strands of pasta. Now we're gonna make a really fast garlic cream sauce, and then we're just about ready to fill that Parmesan cheese, so don't go anywhere. Chop off each of the heads of the garlic. For our garlic cream sauce, I'll add about a stick of butter and let that melt down. Once that butter is melted, I'm gonna take a few cloves of my fresh garlic and press this right in here. Oh! I prefer a garlic press to mincing garlic any day because it really just saves you from all those nasty smelling cutting boards and dishes. Now into this butter, I'm gonna slowly sprinkle in a few tablespoons of flour while still whisking. And this will make us a nice garlic roux. Those clumps that you see in there aren't the flour, it's actually just that minced garlic. Once we've stirred this around a short bit and let it thicken, I'll add in about 2 cups of heavy cream. And then once I've let this start to heat up, I'll start grating in some of the Parmesan right out of my wheel. Can you imagine if I had the nerve to use pre-grated Parmesan right now from the store? Think about it this way. You can buy fresh Parmesan that's at least somewhat recently been taken out of a full Parmesan wheel like I've shown you, or you can buy pre-grated Parmesan, which has probably been sitting on the shelf a few years, but not exactly aging in the good way. Just think about that next time you make that choice. It's gonna be on your conscience, not mine. Once this thickens up into a really beautiful buttery cream sauce, we can set this whole thing aside, and we're ready to cook our pasta. Once our water's boiling, we'll salt our water like the ocean, because we really want that salty flavor in our pasta. And once the salt has had a minute to settle and dissolve into the water, we'll toss in our pasta. Now before we put in that pasta, we'll pour in a bit of white wine and light it on fire. You might not be able to see the flame right now, but you can probably hear it. And there's tons of heat coming off this wheel of Parmesan right now. You can probably start to see some of these flames of the fire, which is kind of faint, but still definitely there. What it's allowing me to do is sort of make a cheese sauce out of this before we even add any of the pasta to that. And because it's so hot in there, the cheese is starting to melt in the base of my wheel. Now that my eyes are tearing up again and crying a little bit because of all that alcohol that's just come off, we have this really warm cheese paste at the base that we can now use to make the rest of our pasta. We'll pour in that pasta, which of course we need to break apart a little bit here. Then we'll come in with that
Thick cream sauce.
letting it go all over that pasta. And at this point, I'll take my forks and mix this all in together to make our beautiful pasta inside that wheel of Parmesan. I have to say, this is one of the most beautiful, coolest, most rustic things I have ever seen in the kitchen. And I have cooked a lot of things in my life. Just listen to that pasta sound. Just for some color, I'm gonna finish this off with a few chives. Before I dive in, I'm just gonna add a little bit more Parmesan right on top of this because you can never have too much Parmesan cheese. It's time to take a little bite.
Hey,
Yeah.
dude, you still have my cart? I can't go home until I get this back. What are you doing? Why are you laughing? What are you doing?
You want some pasta?
Oh, wow.
All right, you know what? Vinny's gonna try before me.
You know what? I'm in. Hopefully this is good.
It's nice, like fresh pasta.
Wow. I think my taste buds are on Dancing with the Stars.
Is it good?
What? Yeah. That is damn good, sir.
Pretty
Yeah.
good?
Yeah. No.
So am I good on the cart?
No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, that's fucking fire.
Now we can't eat anything with cheese before letting our furry little friend try it himself. So I'm gonna put pesto down, and don't worry, this is gonna be sanitary enough. I'm gonna scrape off this part of the cheese after. The funny thing is here, I think he's just gonna eat the cheese and not actually go for the pasta. And that's okay, because there's too much garlic in the pasta. But this is probably one of the best days of Pesto's life. Pesto, say bye to everybody, okay? But now, I think it's time to dive in. Let's give this a try. That right there is some good pasta. Honestly, I'm even having a little bit of a hard time describing it. All of it is so fresh. I just feel like you can't get much fresher than this. I mean, sure, I can take a trip to Italy next time and get the wheel right from the cheesemaker in some beautiful old basement where they've been aging it for a while. And that would be a little bit fresher. But I mean, this is pretty darn fresh. One thing you may be able to see when I hold the pasta up close is how well our beautiful cream sauce holds to our pasta. What's great about that is that we've nailed the consistency of that cream sauce. That garlic in there is perfectly there, yet nice and subtle. The pasta is perfectly soft and has that light egg yolk flavor with that fatty, rich, and creamy texture that we look for in a pasta. While the entire experience of eating it out of the Parmesan wheel elevates everything in every single way. So much about tasting and enjoying food comes from your smell. And sitting in front of a Parmesan wheel like this means you're smelling all of that cheese on the outside of the wheel. Seriously, this thing is cheesy. Just looking at this gorgeous half wheel is so special. Now, before I finish, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. You are all the reason that I can get things like this and make videos like this. And there's lots more coming where that came from. All you have to do is make sure you toss the video a like and a comment there, which helps so much. Let's try to get this one past 100,000 likes, why don't we? And in the meantime, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notifications icon. I have a lot of cheese to finish. McDonald's has some crazy menu items from around the world. Spaghetti in the Philippines, chicken parm in Australia, nori dusted seaweed fries from Japan, McShrimp in Germany, Micaloo tiki burger in India. McDonald's is actually pretty creative. Good job, Ronald. Today I'll be visiting the McDonald's global headquarters to taste some menu items from around the globe. And I'll be tasting with a special guest. Do what Remy says and smack that like button. It's time to go.
All right, we are here at McDonald's global headquarters with my buddy Dental Digest.
Thanks for having me.
He's normally reviewing toothbrushes and toothpaste, but today I'm gonna show him
want something a little bit more exciting.
What do you mean? Bro, everyone brushes their teeth.
Manny
What do we
doesn't
got?
brush.
Oh, that's nasty, bro. Come on.
I kind of wish I went here instead of my regular college. It would have been more fitting for me.
They probably got some delicious meals for lunch.
First things first, we got this special envelope from McDonald's. I mean, look at that seal right there.
So official.
I don't want to even touch it. This is intense. What is that?
Handwritten note.
Look at that. It's beautiful. We can't wait to see the world of creations you unlock at MHQ. These arch cards should have you set on an international taste bud adventure. And we can't wait to see what you create. Enjoy your friends at McDonald's.
Yum. Is there anything else in the packet? Oh, let's go. We got some McDonald's gift cards.
Let's go eat. No toothbrushes today. This is the entrance to the international menu. The only one I know of in the world.
Let's go.
So first things first, they have no in-person ordering. You have to use these kiosks. Already you can see there's crazy things on this menu. Look at this McFlurry. I can't wait to eat it. So first things first, global favorites. And look at all the crazy things they have.
I want one of these. Let me get one of those. Let's see what else they got. Got some crazy menu hacks. They got some land, air, and sea. Don't know what that is, but we're getting it.
We are now ready to order, and our grand total is not looking so hot. Anthony, I forgot my credit card today.
I think you got them gift cards, right? McDonald's plugged us. Thank you for watching. You want to take a picture?
You like toothbrushes better than food? Can't believe they like toothbrushes better than
Did they
food.
fall
That's just
out?
ridiculous. What? So basically, we used so many gift cards that we fully broke the machine over there. Thank you so much.
That's how much.
Yeah.
Wow, what do we got here? This looks so good. Where do we even start off, Nick? Oh, you're already going. What are you? All right, Nick, what country do you want to fly to first?
I said we go across the globe to Hong Kong.
Let's do it.
What is this thing? It doesn't look like the most appetizing drink on the menu, but this is called the McFloat.
Pretty good. It's pretty simple. It's basically a root beer float but with Coca-Cola instead of root beer. I give it a 6 out of 10.
I'm getting pretty hungry. Let's head on over to Korea for the triple onion burger.
Let's see what it looks like.
This has 3 different types of onions on it. Some are crispy, some are caramelized, and some are regular. Let's dive in.
I don't really like onions. All right, let's do it.
Ooh, I kind of like this. I might stay in Korea for a while.
After the aftertaste is pretty good.
Some of the onion on the bottom actually gets pretty bitter with this one. And this thing is fully loaded with just tons and tons of onions. So it's a little bit sharp. I give this a 6 out of 10.
I'm with you on that. 6 out of 10?
That's it? Exactly my rating?
No, actually, I don't like it that much. I'm gonna give it a 4. Aren't you Italian? We should head over to Italy.
Pistachio McFlurry.
This thing is what I've been waiting for.
This is thick.
Yeah, this is thick. Look at that.
Oh, wait a second.
This is good.
Man, bring your mouth over here. Take a big bite.
really good. That's delectable.
This is a solid 9.2 out of 10 for me. It's creamy. It tastes really natural. It tastes real for McDonald's. What do you think?
I'm gonna give it a 9.8.
You're giving this a 9.8 out of 10?
I've never been to Ireland before. Let's see what they got.
The Shamrock Shake is actually a very evasive menu item at McDonald's.
It's iconic.
This is the Shamrock Shake. Ooh. Cheers. Whoa.
That's great.
It's pretty simply a minty vanilla milkshake.
It's a little too sweet after a couple sips, so I'm gonna give it like a 7.2, but other than that, it's really good.
I'm going with a 6.9.
6.9, saucy. I don't see you dipping any french fries in your milkshake. What's wrong
That's
with you, bro?
Man, you ever do that?
Yeah, I do.
Get out.
Oh.
You're fired. Tell us in the comments below if you should be doing that or
You
if you should
have
not.
to.
Next, we are popping a quick flight over to the Netherlands.
We're trying the home-style chicken sandwich.
This has crispy chicken, bacon, onions, and 2 sauces combined into one. Let's dive in.
Cheers.
Whoa.
Mmm, so good.
That sauce is mind-blowing. Man, look at that sauce up close. It's like a caramelized onion, spicy, a little smoky.
I got sweetness also.
Sweet, smoky, spicy, it's hitting at all the flavors.
My taste buds are going wild on this one.
I'm gonna have another menu item from the Netherlands, the sweet potato fry.
The Netherlands are crushing.
Manny, what's in there?
Uh-oh.
Look at that. Pull that out, Manny. What does that look like to you?
That's a normal fry.
Honestly, these are like really good sweet potato fries. They're crispy, they taste super fresh. I'm like kind of shocked at the Netherlands right now. I wish we could rip through some more Dutch cuisine right now.
All right, let's give Netherlands as a whole a review. Right now, for me, they're the top tier country.
I'm gonna give them a 7.4. It didn't quite have enough pop.
I'm gonna give it an 8.2. I enjoyed the chicken sandwich. All right, let's head over to France and grab some pastries. Whoa.
This is a blueberry
Whoa.
and cream strudel. McDonald's has some crazy menu items from around the world. Spaghetti in the Philippines, chicken parm in Australia, nori dusted seaweed fries from Japan, McShrimp in Germany, Michelou tiki burger in India. McDonald's is actually pretty creative. Good job, Ronald. Today I'll be visiting the McDonald's global headquarters to taste some menu items from around the globe. And I'll be tasting with a special guest. Do what Remy says and smack that like button. It's time to go. All right, we are here at McDonald's global headquarters with my buddy Dental Digest.
Thanks for having me.
He's normally reviewing using toothbrushes and toothpaste, but today I'm gonna show him something a little bit more exciting.
What do you mean? Bro, everyone brushes their teeth.
Manny
What do we
doesn't
got?
brush.
Oh, that's nasty, bro. Come on.
I kind of wish I went here instead of my regular car. It would have been more fitting for me.
They probably got some delicious meals for lunch.
First things first, we got this special envelope from McDonald's. I mean, look at that seal right there.
So official.
I don't want to even touch it. This is intense. What is that?
Handwritten note.
Look at that. It's beautiful. We can't wait to see the world of creations you unlock at MHQ. These arch cards should have you set on an international taste bud adventure. And we can't wait to see what you create. Enjoy your friends at McDonald's.
Yum. Is there anything else in the packet? Oh, let's go. We got some McDonald's gift cards.
Let's go eat. No toothbrushes today. This is the entrance to the international menu. The only one I know of in the world.
Let's go.
So first things first, they have no in-person ordering. You have to use these kiosks. Already you can see there's crazy things on this menu. Look at this McFlurry. I can't wait to eat it. So first things first, global favorites. And look at all the crazy things they have.
I want one of these. Let me get one of those. Let's see what else they got. Got some crazy menu hacks. They got some land, air, and sea. Don't know what that is, but we're getting it.
We are now ready to order, and our grand total is not looking so hot. Anthony, I forgot my credit card today.
I think you got them gift cards, right? McDonald's plugged us. Thank you for watching. You want to take a picture?
You like toothbrushes better than food? Can't believe they like toothbrushes better than food. That's just ridiculous. What? So basically we used so many gift cards that we fully broke the machine over there. Thank you so much.
That's so much. Yeah. Wow, what do we got here? This looks so good. Where do we even start off, Nick? Oh, you're already going. What are you? All right, Nick, what country do you want to fly to first?
I said we go across the globe to Hong Kong.
Let's do it.
What is this thing? It doesn't look like the most appetizing drink on the menu, but this is called the McFloat.
Pretty good. It's pretty simple. So basically a root beer float with Coca-Cola instead of root beer. I give it a 6 out of 10.
I'm getting pretty hungry. Let's head on over to Korea for the triple onion burger.
Let's see what it looks like.
This has 3 different types of onions on it. Some are crispy, some are caramelized, and some are regular. Let's dive in.
I don't really like onions. All right, let's do it.
Ooh, I kind of like this. I might stay in Korea for a while.
After the aftertaste is pretty good.
Some of the onion on the bottom actually gets pretty bitter with this one. And this thing is fully loaded with just tons and tons of onions. So it's a little bit sharp. I give this a 6 out of 10.
I'm with you on that. 6 out of 10?
That's it? Exactly my rating?
No, actually, I don't like it that much. I'm gonna give it a 4. Aren't you Italian? We should head over to Italy.
Pistachio McFlurry.
This thing is what I've been waiting for.
This is thick.
Yeah, this is thick. Look at that.
Whoa, wait a second.
This is good.
Man, bring your mouth over here. Take a big bite.
It's
really good.
That's delectable.
This is a solid 9.2 out of 10 for me. It's creamy. It tastes really natural. It tastes real for McDonald's. What do you think?
I'm gonna give it a 9.8.
You're giving this a 9.8 out of 10?
I've never been to Ireland before. Let's see what they got.
The Shamrock Shake is actually a very evasive menu item at McDonald's.
It's iconic.
This is the Shamrock Shake.
Ooh. Cheers.
Whoa.
That's great.
It's pretty simply a minty vanilla milkshake.
It's a little too sweet after a couple sips, so I'm gonna give it like a 7.2, but other than that, it's really good.
I'm going with a 6.9.
6.9, saucy. I don't see you dipping any french fries in your milkshake. What's wrong
That's
with you, bro?
Man, you ever do that?
Yeah, I do.
Get out.
Oh.
You're fired. Tell us in the comments below if you should be doing that or
You
if
have
you're not.
to.
Next, we are popping a quick flight over to the Netherlands.
We're trying the home-style chicken sandwich.
This has crispy chicken, bacon, onions, and 2 sauces combined into one. Let's dive in.
Cheers.
Whoa.
They're good.
That sauce is mind-blowing. Man, look at that sauce up close. It's like a caramelized onion, spicy, a little smoky.
I got sweetness also.
Sweet, smoky, spicy, it's hitting at all the flavors.
My taste buds are going wild on this one.
I'm gonna have another menu item from the Netherlands, this sweet potato fry.
The Netherlands are crushing.
Manny, what's in there?
Uh-oh.
Look at that. Pull that out, Manny. What does that look like to you?
That's a normal fry.
Honestly, these are like really good sweet potato fries. They're crispy, they taste super fresh. I'm really kind of shocked at the Netherlands right now. I wish we could rip through some more Dutch cuisine right now.
All right, let's give Netherlands as a whole a review. Right now, for me, they're the top tier country.
I'm gonna give them a 7.4. It didn't quite have enough pop.
I'm gonna give it an 8.2. I enjoyed the chicken sandwich. All right, let's head over to France and grab some pastries. Whoa.
This is a blueberry and cream strudel. It's really, really good.
You want some, Eddie?
Yeah.
No, don't feed him.
This makes me comfy inside.
What?
Comfy, cozy. That was pretty good. I'm gonna give it a 7.6.
I'm going with a flat 6 because I thought it was too sweet.
I like sugar. And I'm a dentist. Not yet, I'm a dental student, actually. Still.
To finish off our international tour, we're hopping right next door to Spain. They basically copy Dunkin' Donuts with these. These are called McPops. It's basically just a little donut hole or munchkin, and it is not to be confused with a cake pop.
Cake pop. Whoop. Oh, yours looks good, It's got like what, Nutella in the middle?
I had white cream.
I don't want to eat the white cream.
I don't like those at all. I'm a donut guy. I like a good donut. That's not very good.
Nah, it's kind of weak.
I give it 3.
I give it a 1.2.
Just didn't have anything that made me excited. Spain, I still love you. You guys got the best paella out there, but
yeah,
this just wasn't it.
All right, now let's finish this meal with the menu hack. Air, land, and sea.
The Big Mac doesn't fly.
Why not?
We had never seen this before, but apparently there are menu hacks now.
Let's
and
do
they
it.
sell you all 3 things to build one giant mega sandwich. I think we start with the Big Mac on the bottom. Lift this up.
You're the chef.
Fillet of fish goes down. I think like this. Why do they have it so off-center? Chicken. So far we have land, sea, air. But chickens don't fly.
I think you should throw them high enough and they get the good gust of wind.
And then let's top it off with the last patty and the Big Mac. We have our land, air, and sea hack.
Actually looks kind of good.
We can have Manny eat it.
Yeah, we should have.
Manny, you wanna try?
He looked kind of hungry. All right, 1 bite challenge.
All right, let's see if I can get this in my mouth.
Looks good. Oh, yo, that's a mega bite. Good flavor?
There's a lot of bread going on. I don't really taste the burger. Taste the fish more and the chicken more. I give it like a 7.5 out of 10.
That's actually pretty good.
Kind of dry. There's too much bread.
Sheesh, man, I'm full after that meal. It was a pleasure. Thank you for inviting me to travel around the world and eat some delicious meals. My favorite has to go to the pistachio McFlurry.
Pistachio McFlurry all the way. And I wish we could have tried the Stroopwafel McFlurry.
Maybe next time.
Next time on our adventure around the world. In the meantime, don't forget to check out Dental Digest. I know I made fun of his toothbrushes, but it's actually really cool.
I enjoy food as much as I love brushing my teeth. Who doesn't? McDonald's is delicious. All right, guys, happy cooking.
We're gonna cook steak in 50 different ways, such as using hot molten glass, a laser pointer, and even cooking in the dishwasher.
We'll start off simple with a steak in a cast iron pan.
These experiments will get crazier and crazier throughout the whole video.
We're gonna be eating steaks for weeks after this one.
Because we're doing so many steaks today, we're not gonna be seasoning every single one. That would just be a waste of time.
But for symbolic purposes, we're gonna be cooking this one with garlic, rosemary, and butter.
He's Max the meat guy. Of course it's gonna be perfectly cooked. What'd I tell you? Something we all know and love, burgers. I think we already know this one's gonna work. But you know Max and I always grind our own meat.
Wink, wink. We're looking for a really nice ratio of fat and meat. And you wanna have your meat nice and cold. Roll it up into a ball and just gently form those beautiful patties.
If there's one thing Max and I know, it's how to make a good burger.
Down with the patty. We're just gonna give it a quick flip. Check out that crust.
A burger is a great way to cook a steak.
One of the most classic ways to cook a steak on the gas grill.
Do we really need to wait for this one? We've seen it a million times.
Seasoned everything up and got them on the grill.
Cook at 250 for 3 hours.
I got a nice skirt steak. It's longer than your sister's skirt last night, but it'll do.
If there's one thing we can all agree is that cooking the right steak at the perfect doneness is always the ultimate goal.
Another classic method, oven baked.
350 Fahrenheit. And just like that, she is good to go.
That looks amazing.
Honestly, really nice color on this.
So good. I must say, I'm excited to cut into this thing. It looks a little bit like a ham to me.
It could definitely use a sear, but overall not bad.
Well, we can't really know until we taste it. I call that a win.
This one we're gonna broil. Set to 550, and in we go. Whoa, that is smoky. Pretty nice looking color. We're just gonna flip it. Oh,
What do we do?
Open a window.
Do not broil your steak. Oh. Fail. Dry aged steak.
Whoa, 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 Nick. We're supposed to cut off the pellicle. What are you doing here? We're just gonna slice off the edges like so. This part is not really edible. Removing the fat as well, until we're left with the perfect dry aged steak. And now, back into the pan. Not the biggest steak in the world, but check out that sizzle.
There is nothing like a dry aged steak.
Especially when you don't rest it. Okay, another classic at-home method, we're gonna braise this steak. Start with a quick sear.
That is a nice sear.
That's a sear right there, boys. Now we're just gonna add in our braising liquid and cover it up.
Oh, that was good.
And our braised steak is, ooh, that's hot. Okay, and our braised steak is complete. It's been braising for about 2 hours. Let's slice into it. And really, we're just hoping for a nice pull-apart texture. Doesn't really feel braised. Just looks like a well-done steak. Yeah, you really shouldn't braise a steak like this.
One of my favorite ways to cook meat, a smoker. And of course, we have our hickory pellets.
Nick, we only use applewood here.
Low and slow.
Okay, and 20 minutes later, this is what we got.
We'll slice in, and it looks perfect. Max, that's pretty good.
Let me get a bite. Charcoal grill, and of course, we're using applewood.
I'm embarrassed to say this is my first time cooking on a charcoal grill.
We got our charcoal nice and hot. That applewood is lit. Technically, right now, we're cooking high and fast, which is illegal, but it's looking good.
Now we'll cover it up to let it finish up the cooking process.
All right, let's check this baby out. This steak looks absolutely incredible.
We're gonna slice through this thing, and not a real surprise, it looks fantastic.
And time for the taste test. A little bit of smoke in my eyes, but that is delicious.
A tried and true classic method, sous vide.
We're gonna be cooking this at 130 Fahrenheit for 1 hour.
Euro. Believe it or not, I've already done this one with the golden balance. Check it out.
I'm gonna carve some nice clean cuts of beef right into my holder here.
Bismillah.
That is good.
One of my favorite dinners out there, you get at Salt Bay's restaurant.
Honestly, this feels like a sin, but we're cooking this one in an air fryer.
I'm gonna look up on my phone how to cook steak in an air fryer. 400 degrees for 12 minutes.
Whoa.
Oh, that looks amazing.
That is some beautiful color. We're just gonna slice right down the middle. And let's take a look at that interior. Super juicy, but potentially raw.
Rotisserie. The only rotisserie I know is for chicken.
Today we're gonna do it with steak.
This is the gizmo.
Jesus.
Oh,
Ow. Everything about this is wrong.
this is our steak rotisserie. I will place it into the rotisserie machine.
Close it up.
Max temperature.
Say 350.
Turn it to rotisserie mode and turn my Crocs into sport mode. There it goes.
Nice.
Whoa.
She's beautiful.
This has been going for about 20 minutes. Time to check it out. Ow. I mean, the crust on this thing is incredible.
Nice golden brown. Looks delicious.
First things first, we'll take out the skewer, and then it's time to slice. And what I like to call the moment of truth.
It's perfect.
It was perfect. Perfect.
I'm actually surprised how well that worked. Actually,
Came
really
out
good.
fantastic.
Do we need to save this one for turkey, or can I save it for later?
Okay, for this one, ceviche. The only thing I'm missing are some limes. I'm just gonna remove the fat.
And while he does that, I'm gonna chop up a bunch of lime. As I'm sure lots of you already know, ceviche is actually cooked.
Essentially what happens is the acidity of those limes break down the meat. We're just gonna add in that beef.
And then go over it with a bunch of lime. This is basically just gonna be a steak tartare that's actually cooked. We'll finish it for now with just a pinch of salt.
And once it's mixed, we're just gonna refrigerate for a few hours.
All right. Smells amazing. It sort of looks cooked. I wouldn't make this at home. It's now time to boil a steak. I've heard Gordon Ramsay yell about this all too many times.
What in the is going on there?
Max, you and I both know this is something we can never be proud of.
I'm with you.
Oh, it's horrible.
Please promise me it's the first and last time for this.
All right, our steak has supposedly finished boiling. It looks awful. It's almost starting to flop over like a brisket.
It's gray. It does not look good.
Do you want to do the honors?
I guess so. Do not try this at home. Zero rendering on that fat, would not recommend.
Gordon Ramsay hates this.
That dish would have stood up 10 years ago at the age of 12 in MasterChef Junior.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, the microwave.
You might remember this microwave from the time we put an egg in here. Manny and I almost died.
We're gonna add our steak to the microwave. This just feels so wrong.
But it might work.
We'll see.
That's why we're testing. We're about 3.5 minutes in. I hear sizzling.
Let's check it.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Oh. Completely gray on the bottom, but still red on top. I think we should flip it,
Okay.
right? Let's flip
Yeah.
it. That's how you cook stuff.
Oh, that's bad. Oh, no.
All right. Okay, I think we're done. Oh no. It's just so wet in there. That is not looking good.
Slice in. It's so strange that it cooked from top to bottom.
Doesn't look terrible though. Doesn't look good. That is absolutely gross.
Panini press. This one happens to be a George Foreman.
You burned your foot on a Foreman grill.
I like waking up to the smell of bacon. Sue me.
And in we go. We're just gonna let that do its thing. Time to see if George Foreman has done it again. It does look like we have some fantastic grill marks, but the real question, how is it cooked?
George, that is quite possibly the worst steak I've ever seen in my life.
I'm not treating you to lunch anymore!
This is the one I'm most excited about. We're making steak waffles. Hey kids, breakfast is ready.
Dad, you made steak waffles again?
Your favorite. Just check out that waffle pattern. It's perfect.
That has to be one of the coolest steaks I've ever seen.
Both the sides are completely raw, but the inside absolutely perfect. Steak waffles for the win.
Rice cooker. I will say I use a rice cooker basically every night for dinner. I love rice. Never use it for this. First we'll go in with a little bit of oil.
And we're just gonna stuff in our steak.
Oh, in it goes.
Okay, long grain rice.
You should be ashamed of yourself. It's funny. You should be ashamed of yourself.
We just let this go for a full cycle that you would cook rice on. Oh my. Immediate no. Probably one of the least smart ideas of the day, toaster. This one's quite simple. Drop them in. Now we wait.
Cranking it all the way up for a nice sear.
Yeah.
Well, actually, the fat on this one actually looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Like, I think the cook's
Oh my God.
I've always wanted to know if we can cook a steak in a hotel room. Let's iron. I mean, this seems to be working. Amazing. 0 wrinkles on this.
We're treating this steak like we would a nice dress shirt. It's gonna be wrinkle-free. Time to steam a steak. About 15, 20 minutes later, here's what we're looking at. And if you don't feel like it's quite finished, we can continue steaming it. It's all about that attention to detail. Ah, God. That was hot. This entire steak is extremely gray. I'll slice in, and actually, the results aren't too bad.
But again, who wants to eat a gray steak? Honestly, this steak looks amazing.
It's time to find out how amazing it really is.
Not bad.
It's still moving.
Nick, if you're too scared to eat it, I will. Pretty good. The verdict, this thing works extremely well.
Next up, confit.
We're cooking beef in its own fat.
We'll pour in all this beef fat.
And slowly let it cook.
You've probably seen this before with duck confit, but never with beef. This steak looks a little overcooked, but we never judge a steak by its crust. That actually looks fantastic.
Cooked in beef fat definitely works. We're cooking this one in 10 pounds of butter. Oh.
This right here is 10 pounds of mayonnaise. Butter. It looks exactly like mayonnaise.
Our butter's melted and in she goes.
Oh. We've both done this with lobster, by the way. And while we don't know the results of this one yet, when it came to the results for the lobster,
it did absolutely nothing.
That did absolutely nothing.
Oh, whoa. Man, I feel like it's like nearing. Oh! Yummy. We essentially just boiled this in butter.
It looks pretty good.
That's one of the best looking steaks on the inside that we've had today.
That outside though.
This could be the best bite of meat we have ever had in our lives.
Anything's possible.
Once again, I'd say the butter is Popeye's like crust. I would say by looking at this thing that we sort of did.
Pretty nice golden brown, nice and crunchy.
You gotta love the sound of that.
This has gotta be one easy bake oven. Now this one's actually my personal favorite. We've done it a few times and it most definitely works.
I call that a success.
Next up, we have a device called the Searzall. Seems like it might be taking a while.
Get out of the way, Nate. This is a real torch. This is actually working great.
Get out of the way, Max.
Just listen to that thing.
We made that steak sing.
Flamethrower.
Whoa, 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 you're gonna light
It's
my
fine.
studio on fire. Next up, we're gonna roast this steak over fire. First, I'm gonna add in a bunch of ethanol.
That is so much. Where's the fire extinguisher? We'll take some slices of our steak.
And then, with my tongs, here we go. Why is it taking so long?
Nick, is this fire even real?
It's real, but it's definitely not as hot as I thought it would be right now.
Like very not hot fire.
I love that we can just play with the fire with our hands. Oh, looks like I just burned off all the hairs on my hand.
Nick, you gotta know when to give up. This one's a fail.
Tong hulu. And because you all asked me to do it so many times, I've already done it.
I want to love it, but I hate it.
Freeze-dried steak.
This steak has a 25-year shelf life.
I'll be eating this when I'm 55 years old. Pretty nifty. You sure it's doing anything?
I hope so.
Wow.
Did it?
It didn't do anything.
My can opener is too weak for this.
That's gross.
That's disgusting.
It doesn't smell as bad as it looks.
It says to just add water, so. Whoa. They turn steak colored right away.
It's like steak cereal.
Wait, that's amazing.
I don't know if amazing's the word there, Nick.
Are you gonna eat one?
Of course.
It just tastes like steak.
Really?
I think it does. This was really expensive, and now I kind of understand why.
Wow.
Right?
It's actually not bad.
Freeze-dried steak. This is gonna be the best treat in the world for my puppy Pepper.
This steak right here, we're taking outside and cooking in a car. Hey Nick, your car's outside, right?
I'll grab the keys.
All right, we're here at the car, and I've heard that you can literally cook a steak in the engine. Nick, where is the engine?
It's electric.
And now we're cooking this one completely covered in salt. We want a nice wet sand type consistency, and we're just gonna mix it all together. Kind of feels like snow. Okay, we're just gonna lay down our first layer of salt. We're just gonna spread it out nice and evenly and just place down that beautiful steak, and we're just gonna completely cover it with salt.
Pack that baby in nice and tight, in we go.
What? Oh, because that roller's gone. Dude, what is going on with this? It's my first time using an oven. And
Baking in clay. I actually used to do a lot of pottery back in the day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, never did I think I'd be cooking steaks.
First, we're gonna treat this like a nice loaf of bread. Just take some slices.
And I'll be on this side layering these down to make a nice foundation for our steak. At this point, we're gonna take a piece of parchment, wrap one of our steaks nicely and tightly inside the parchment.
And we're just gonna ever so gently wrap up our present. And in she goes. All right, let's see what we got.
Looks good. Oh, nice. Oh, the steak is so mushy. Oh, it looks like it's been sous vide.
Yeah, sous vide or steamed.
It's actually not bad.
Looks pretty good.
It's really soft and flimsy, and if we could sear it, I feel like it'd be the perfect steak.
I agree.
But unfortunately, each method must stand alone. This is a fail.
Cooking underground. Now our good friend Guga's already done this before, so I'm pretty sure it works.
It is tender. It's tender. It's really tender.
We're gonna cook this one over a bonfire. And we're treating this just like a marshmallow. We want a perfect golden brown exterior. There's a reason they call me Max the Meat Guy, not Max the Marshmallow Guy. Just getting a nice crust on either side. Oh my God, Nick, we got a problem here. Our steak is on fire.
And this is why you don't cook over a bonfire. We're gonna cook this steak caveman style.
All this means is that we're literally cooking the steak directly on the coals.
I do not have high hopes for this steak, but it actually has some really interesting looking grill marks, and the fat cap ended up getting a really nice crust too. We'll slice into our steak.
And it is burnt on the outside, raw on the inside. Let's go for a bite. That is sandy. This one's going in the dishwasher.
The cycle has just finished.
She's looking good. And we're just opening up our bag, and there's our steak. And just check out how much juice got released. I have a feeling this is gonna be perfect. Just slice into it. I'd say not bad.
It's like
for a dishwasher.
Dead on. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but this dishwasher might be a better cook than all of us. Once again, this was an exact normal cycle of my dishwasher.
My first dishwasher cooked steak. Probably one of the best steaks we've cooked all day.
Yeah, it's perfect. She's a 2-for-1, dishwasher and oven. What we have here is called a curling iron, and girls use it for their hair. We have it on turbo mode right now, so it is extremely hot. I'm just gonna hang out here for a little bit and let it cook. I mean, it smells good, but the question is, what happens when I click this lever? 3, 2, 2.5. Oh wait, I went up instead of down. It should have been 1.5. Open. Oh, God.
That is horrible, Nick.
That
Why?
looks like a fingernail, but the sear.
I mean, it's cooked all the way through both sides. Are you gonna eat that?
I'm not eating that.
You gotta eat it.
I'm not eating
You gotta
that.
eat it.
I can't. You want it, Manny?
You're not gonna waste
Try
food.
a piece. Try a bite. Smacking it. This isn't gonna work, but my friend Lewis actually did it on a chicken a while back. It's done! It's cooked! Oh my God! And if it works with the chicken, why wouldn't it work with steak?
Laser pointer. I'm wearing these goggles because this laser is so powerful it can make you go blind. Nick, why are you wearing a gas mask?
For safety.
Now, typically this is used for camping to light fires. Let's see how it does on a steak. Doing my best not to stare at it. Oh, listen, it is sizzling the fat. The steak is currently cooking, so this might take some time, but it's currently cooking. So as you can see, it's actually starting to render that fat on the steak. But as cool as this is, it would probably take us over a week to cook this thing. So unfortunately, it's a no. Cooking with dry ice.
This is called cryogenic cooking. Theoretically, you can cook with really hot temperatures, and they say you can also cook with really cold temperatures.
Keyword, theoretically.
If you listen really carefully.
It's sizzling away.
It's my hope that those little crackling sounds you're hearing are the sounds of this steak cooking.
It's been 15 minutes, let's check it out. It's either a nice crust or it's completely frozen, and I have no idea which.
Don't try this at home. We're gonna cook our final steak over hot molten glass. Oh my God. That is so much more smoke and fire than I thought we were gonna have.
Smells great. Whoa.
Holy sh.
This glass is 2100 degrees, which is literally twice as hot as a normal grill, if not 3 times.
We're already done rendering off the fat. Don't forget to go check out Max's channel and go subscribe. Maybe we were a little bit too harsh about the fire alarm steak. I feel like that's got some nice color to it.
Well done, bud.
Be our craziest video yet. Because, well, today we've spent quite a lot of money. But let me start from the beginning. Who here likes charcuterie boards? Don't raise your hand. What do you? Well, I know I do, and today we're taking charcuterie boards to the next level. I don't know why, but I feel like online I've seen charcuterie board this, charcuterie board that, charcuterie. People call them all sorts of stuff, but I want to really take a deep dive today into charcuterie boards. It all depends on how seriously you want to take them, and if you know me, you know that I take food very seriously. But I really wanted to think outside the box today, so we're gonna do something really fun. We're gonna start out simple by making a $1 charcuterie board. That's right. $1. Now come on, please don't come after me if you calculate it out to the exact gram and it's $1.01, but you get the idea. We are going to try to nail that $1 board. And after that, can you guess what's gonna happen? Once we've completed that, we are going to add a 0, which will move us on up to a $10 charcuterie board. And you know, you can start getting a little bit more creative there, but again, you're pretty limited because you're dealing with a lot of pretty expensive things in a charcuterie board. Think cheese, meats, nice crackers, maybe some berries or fresh fruit. Things can get pricey. But can you guess what's gonna happen next? We're gonna add another 0 and doing a $100 charcuterie board. And yeah, I know that might sound crazy, and it's gonna give us some good flexibility to really start putting in some unique ingredients. But we are not stopping there because we're gonna add another 0 after that and go to an $1,000 charcuterie board. Boom. Yes, it sounds crazy, but we're gonna do it. We have to. Because don't you want to know, what can a $1,000 charcuterie board look like? I mean, come on, the possibilities are probably endless. But here's the kicker. We're not gonna stop there. Can you guess what we're gonna do? Yeah. We're gonna add another 0 because today we're making a $10,000 charcuterie board. Boom. Okay, so I know that sounds crazy, but to start, let's go do that $1 charcuterie board because out of all of them, maybe besides the $10,000 one, that's actually the one I'm most excited about. Let's head on over to 7-Eleven. So we are off to 7-Eleven right now, and I just can't think of any better place to get that $1 charcuterie board. Now, I don't know what we're gonna find there. I really don't. But I just feel like if there's gonna be a place we can build a decent charcuterie board, it's gonna be there. They got the cheapest slice of pizza around, and it's actually not a terribly bad slice. You know, it's not great, but it's okay. But the reality is that 7-Eleven has pretty much everything. So let's go see what we can find. You guys, we made it. 7-Eleven has arrived. So the key here is gonna be finding stuff that we could actually use in a charcuterie board. So what exactly the heck can we use from 7-Eleven? Look at all those noodles. I'm a big noodle guy myself. Huge noodle guy right here. I think we maybe go with some sliced pepper jack. This is gonna go on our $10 charcuterie board though. This is a little more pricey, okay? We're looking for lower budget stuff for the $1 board. For our $1 board, this is an absolute must. Jack Slinks, baby. This is it. All right, so now we need saltines, which obviously, these are our low budget cracker right here, okay? This is our $1 cracker. Also, I have something really special I wanna show you with Oreos. It's one of the coolest hacks I've ever learned, so I'm gonna bring these back too. Last thing we need is our meat for the $1 board. I think we're gonna take it out of a Lunchable. I just feel like that's a pro move right there. This is a good spread right here, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the one.
This is a fully empty saltines box?
Yeah.
They sent you this?
Yeah.
You better have gotten a refund.
I don't know. Maybe I will.
Huge success there at 7-Eleven. Now we are back to the kitchen to make all these boards. Wa-boom! Now, as you can see, we got some pretty great things that we're gonna start out on that first board with. There's nothing like some good pepper jack cheese, a couple of premium saltines. Now, what I will say is that guy in that store, what a sweet guy. We didn't catch this on video, but this guy was chilling behind the counter, waiting for people to check out or ask questions when we asked him about the saltines. He quite literally got up and started running around the corner as if he was doing the Boston Marathon. I personally appreciated the hustle, and I actually told him to stop running. But he also was just obsessed with telling us the story about how they dropped off a box of saltines to him last week that was fully sealed but completely empty.
Yeah, that's the one.
This is a fully empty saltines box?
Yeah.
So I guess just know that there's a really good story behind these saltines. Now, honestly, I wasn't gonna do a $1 charcuterie board without some beef jerky, and I almost went for a Slim Jim, but Jack Slinks was just a little step up, and I felt like we could splurge a little bit. As long as we can work it into the budget, right? And last but not least, something we actually couldn't find at 7-Eleven, but found somewhere else, we got easy cheese. Because isn't this what dreams are made of? You might have seen me pick up some Oreos at 7-Eleven, so to start off, I got a little trick here for you. To start, we're gonna take out one of our Oreos and put just a little bit of that easy cheese on top. I know this is fully unrelated to a charcuterie board, but believe it or not, this tastes exactly like a cheesecake. I know, it sounds completely insane, but it's actually shockingly good. Well, let's get focused again and start building this $1 board. Let's break down that $1 board. Now, we probably all loved Lunchables back in the day, and I just figured we could get some good stuff out of this thing right here. But I haven't had a Capri Sun in so long. Out of here, I think the real main thing we're gonna get is these pieces of pepperoni that are really only a couple cents and can help us get a nice beefy, meaty foundation. So let's just lay a few of those down on our cutting board in a nice little formation here. Keep in mind, all these boards are gonna be really nice and abstract, so here's a nice start. Now, second is we're gonna go ahead and open up our cheese stick and jerky, which, let's face it, aren't the best quality in the world, and we can't use all of it because we'll go over budget here. But I'm gonna cut some really nice bits of this beef here, which will give another texture to our meat section. And then I'll cut the cheese into nice little cubes that you can pick up and eat by hand. But again, not all of it, because we can't go over budget here. That's looking pretty good to me for now. Next, of course, are saltines. When you think about it, saltines are pretty much the cheapest cracker out there. So to hit that $1 mark, I'm gonna lay a few of these out across the board, and we're not gonna break the bank. Let's just get these in a really nice formation right around our board to make things start looking a little bit pretty. Now our charcuterie board's starting to look professional. But what is a charcuterie board without a few olives? Especially ones that you can't even get out of the can. That's not the nicest looking selection of olives I've ever seen, but it's gonna do the job here. I'm gonna take my tweezers and lay just a few of my olives out on the board here, because each individual one we put down is probably a little less than a cent. So again, that's why I couldn't splurge for full olives. They just brought us slightly over budget. Now to finish things off, we want a little bit of easy cheese to really make it nice and easy to dip those crackers in. I'll put a nice little mound on my board and maybe just do a couple of those to spice things up a little bit. Whenever you're plating, always remember, plate in odd numbers. So I'm happy with those 3 splotches of easy cheese, which bring us to right around $1. Take a look at this board before we dive in. All right, well, to dive in, here's what I would do. I'd probably take one of these saltines, put a little bit of easy cheese on there and spread it nice and around so that we get that evenly covered. Then I'd add a few olives, just for a little bit of extra salt here, with 1 or 2 cubes of cheese. I'd top it off with a nice piece of pepperoni, and I'd call it a day. Keep in mind, you don't want to be one of those people that takes all of one certain thing and puts them on your cracker, and then there's none of that left in the charcuterie board. That's basic, simple charcuterie etiquette. Let's give this a try. I'm not gonna recommend the $1 charcuterie board to anybody out there. It simply just isn't good. But you know what is good is the saltines challenge. And hey, I just wanna show you these superpowers, so here we go. I can eat these for days. Oh, it's not even difficult for me. I can just eat them for days. Now for our $10 charcuterie board, we're gonna step it up a little bit so you can see we're kind of upping our cracker game here, right? Now I know, Ritz don't seem like the most luxurious cracker out there, but I actually don't think they're all that bad. They have a lot of those qualities that you'd be looking for in a cracker. They got just the right amount of salt, they're light and airy while also very crispy and have that crunch every time, and perhaps most importantly when it comes to cheese, they're the perfect vehicle for putting a nice piece of cheese on. I'm not really sure why they have those holes through them, but I kind of dig it. So to start, let's lay down our Ritz crackers. We can definitely give it a little pizzazz and make a few little shapes with our cracker layers here. Why not keep things interesting, right? Next, we're gonna go with a fresh stack of saltines because again, I know saltines are a pretty dry cracker, but they're cost effective and can really buff up this charcuterie board if we want them to. Watch me give it a little pizzazz again. Now, of course, our cheese. I'm sure you all remember these really cute wax-shaped cheese things. And I know that I was absolutely obsessed with them during my childhood. And I always thought it was cool that they opened up and looked like Pac-Man. Well, let's toss down a few of these things. And we can even make a little tower and leave some in the packaging if we want to. Sometimes that's kind of nice in a charcuterie board. Now, the next thing we're gonna do is open up a couple olives from a bag because we've graduated from those pre-cut half olives. And we're now moving on to the big leagues. That's right, we got whole olives. So let's add a couple of those nice and spaced out on our charcuterie board. As you can see, we've rearranged just a tad bit here to make things a little bit nicer looking. But now it's time for a little bit of our pepper jack cheese. Now cheese is where things can start to get really expensive really fast. So we can't go overboard with the cheese here. But to make things look nice, I'm gonna start layering it out on my board, just nice and evenly so that you can easily grab a piece and make a nice cracker out of it. And again, maybe get a little bit of a stack there. Some nice height to buff things up a little bit, right? Now, of course, not everyone loves pepper jack, so I'm also gonna do a little bit of regular cheese, which will be cut from this nice, beautiful block of cheddar. You'll notice that as our charcuterie boards step up in value, they'll get closer and closer to the source. Hence this nice block of cheese that hasn't been cut yet. But I want to start making it more rustic. So I'm gonna break off nice clumps of this cheese, laying those across my board and getting things really nice and beautiful. You want your guests to see this charcuterie board and be blown away immediately. So make sure you don't hold back when it comes to being creative. But alas, this wouldn't be complete without a nice little spread because we have enough budget now to play around with a bit of a jam. And that's why I have this nice fig spread that evidently has been already dug into and eaten from the store. The $10 charcuterie board, what do you expect? Maybe it's just melted?
Yeah, it's melted.
you think? And last but not least, to finish off that $10, we can't forget to put a little bit of meat in here, though we can't afford too much because we really balled out on the cheese there. So I have these nice little petite salamis, which I absolutely love, and I'm gonna lay them right in the middle of my board to finish this $10 charcuterie board off. Take a little bit of our fig spread, because why not? And then I'll take a nice little chunk off of my cheddar cheese, place that right in the middle. This time I'm gonna eat my olive on the side because it didn't taste so good last time on the cracker. And I think that's gonna complete it. First, just a little nibble of my Baby Bell cheese. As to really get in the spirit of the $10 charcuterie board, followed of course by a nice rich cracker, very crispy and buttery, topped with a little bit of the fig spread and a tad bit of cheddar cheese. It's a harmony in my mouth. Now for our $100 charcuterie board, this is when we step things up a little bit. This is when we get more outside the box, we get nicer meats, nicer cheeses. This is when things really can start to get spicy. We graduated now from Ritz and we can move on to Triscuits. You get what I mean. But here's one thing that I wanna say. I feel like a good charcuterie board always has some sort of highlight, some sort of centerpiece, let's just say. Well, at least the one I'm about to make is going to. What I have here is a beautiful rabbit and pork cheek terrine from Regalis Foods. You've definitely heard me say their name before and they send me a lot of my higher end, more unique foods. But my point here is that this is gonna be kind of the centerpiece for our $100 charcuterie board. Yes, this bad boy right here is gonna run you about 15 bucks, which is a nice chunk, but not too much of the overall price of your charcuterie board. So of course, to start, I'm just gonna gently break this baby open and rest it right down in the center of my board. To start, I'm gonna go in with some dry aged Iberico pork. It's a chorizo sausage that looks amazing. Chorizo is how I should properly say it. I'm gonna chop this bad boy in half and just show you how incredible the inside of this looks like. Now, if we use the whole tube, I can tell you right now, we're gonna go over budget. So I'm gonna go ahead here and just slice some nice, perfect bits of this. Just enough to give us a nice spread on our board. Next, we have some bread that I've flown in from Spain. It smells incredible. I want to chop it in nice thin little strips here to be able to grab a piece of it and put whatever you'd like on the bread. But I like the idea of leaving it in this whole beautiful baguette. So I'm going to let this sit right along the outside. Now, in my opinion, when you have a nice charcuterie board, you must have some good salmon. And to keep things nice and fancy, why don't we just leave it on the gold tray and let people grab it however they want. Actually, let's make it prettier and place it down in a nice little rustic shredded pile here. Next, I have some spicy Italian salami that I'm gonna lay right up against our chorizo. Layering the salami up against itself like this is always a very simple way to make something look nice and beautiful. Before we put down the rest of that sausage, let's come in with a few bowls that we're eventually gonna fill with some beautiful different things. These will be different little landmarks that we can build around as we finish the rest of our board. And it gives us something good to nestle things up against, giving our board a very full feeling. Next, we're gonna take some cornichons, which are those cute little mini pickles that you've seen, and we'll pile a few of these into one of our bowls, as those will really help to elevate just about any charcuterie board out there. They're also pretty cute too. And they come with these nice little sweet onion bulbs. Next, some soprasetta salami, because we really gotta go full Italian for a little bit here. This is a much more meat-centric charcuterie board, but we'll get to the other things in just a moment. Nestled right in the back here, I'm gonna add a little bit of sliced cheddar cheese, and then I'm gonna break this beautiful blue cheese and rest it down somewhere in the back of my board. Now, I don't know if you heard me before, but like I said, we've graduated now from Ritz crackers. So here's when I'm gonna start the spread of our crackers. I'm sure everybody who's ever been to a party, like I said, guys, I party, so I've been to a party or two, has probably seen these crackers. And the thing is, they're not actually half bad. So we'll spread them all around our board, really making sure that we take up some of that extra blank space. Now, the next thing we're gonna work on is prosciutto. And trust me, what we're gonna have in a bit is gonna be a heck of a lot nicer. But this is imported from Italy, and it's pretty dang good stuff. To step it up, however, we're gonna be wrapping a few nice pieces of melon in this prosciutto and dropping those down on our charcuterie board. It's time now to put down some of our nice breadsticks shipped straight from Italy. And I'm not gonna lie, those actually took a shocking ding to the wallet, given that you'd think they're just bread, but they are after all from Italy, so here you have them. Now, another unique thing I'm gonna add here is some chocolate, which, yeah, I'm sure you've seen people add chocolate to a charcuterie board before, but I just think this makes a nice little touch if you add this to the board. Now next, I'm gonna go in with some olives.
I do this.
I got it. Finally got it open. We're stepping up our olive game a little bit here now with some marinated Spanish mixed olives. What's great about these is that they have pits inside them, so it makes it nice and super awkward for you when you're at a party and trying to eat an olive. And then you just have this terribly ugly pit in your hand and don't know what to do with it. Also, you can see there's some nice bay leaves inside here to really kind of marinate them and make them taste fantastic. Now, to finish things off a little bit, I figured our $100 board deserved a little bit of fruit. Not a lot, but a little bit of fruit. So I'll go in with a few of the main fruits. Nothing super crazy, but enough to just spice things up a little bit. And like I said, we graduated from Ritz and moved on to Triscuits with this one. Add a bunch of Triscuits to your $100 board and call it a day. Now, instead of just taking a bite out of our $100 charcuterie board and then putting that one away, we're now going to build on that to get a $10,000 charcuterie board. And next up is $1,000, which is honestly where things get a little bit crazy. And also when my credit card bill starts to get a little bit sketchy. Now to start, I'm gonna do something really cool. This beautiful piece of cheese right here is a triple creme brie shipped all the way from France. I actually wanna be really delicate with this thing because this bad boy right here is gonna run us about $100. I have pre-made puff pastry. And when I open this up, I should be able to gently roll it out and then put my brie right inside. I'm sure you've heard of baked brie before, and that's exactly what you're gonna be looking at with this. Now luckily, making a baked brie is actually quite simple. We're gonna rest this down on the bottom of our puff pastry, fold it up, trim around the pastry to make sure we don't have too much excess, and then very simply press and wrap up that brie. Once it's all wrapped up like this, we're gonna place our brie on a baking sheet and paint it in a nice layer of egg wash, just to get that beautiful golden brown crust and color that we're all looking for. And once it's been fully coated in that egg wash, we're simply gonna place this in the oven at about 375 Fahrenheit until golden brown. Now here's our next little thing. This is Ossetra caviar, and this bad boy right here is gonna run you about $200. It may be kind of hard to see, but what we have here are some beautiful, beautiful eggs. Typically you're not supposed to dig in with anything other than a mother of pearl spoon, but I'm just gonna take a slight dig out of here just to kind of show you how beautiful this is. Caviar can up any charcuterie board. It's salty, fatty, and can go with so many different things. So we'll place this right by our charcuterie board and know that this will be one of the stars of our $1,000 charcuterie board. Now what we have here is the butt of a prosciutto, which we've shaved a bunch off of to get some nice big pieces here. You can just see how absolutely gorgeous this is. And for an $1,000 charcuterie board, you can't just be going out and buying pre-sliced prosciutto. So I'm gonna rest this off to the side of our board just to really show where we got all this from. And then we can lay some beautifully sliced prosciutto all up against this leg. This gives off that really fresh aspect of everything. And it's something that I absolutely love when I see a charcuterie board. Now with our bread, I also wanna leave this nice and rustic. So let's leave the whole piece here this time. Next, I've got this gorgeous Scottish smoked salmon from iGourmet that I'm gonna go ahead and cut around with my knife, ultimately peeling back what is beautiful, beautiful salmon flown across the world. I'll layer some of these up right next to my prosciutto. And I can't help but salivate when looking at and smelling the fatty, delicious salmon in front of me. That's gonna be good. What I have right here is Iberico chorizo, pre-sliced and simply the best of the best. It's so delicate and fatty that it's almost breaking as I pull it out of its container here. And the very best way to describe this is that it's melt in your mouth salami. Now I know this may sound absurd, but what you're looking at right here is $300 honey, and that's why I'm not gonna use all of it. This is called Manuka honey, and I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but believe it or not, it's not even the most expensive honey out there. And just wait till you see what we have for that $10,000 board. Honey goes so incredibly well with something like a charcuterie board, so it excites me. Now again here from iGourmet, I have a Kerrygold aged cheddar, and it also has some Irish whiskey in there. Let's peel off that external wrapping and lay this down. Next, we're gonna color things up a little bit because you know how much I love color in anything with food. So I'll lay this wine cheese across the table right in the corner here. Now I got some olives from La Tienda. I think you probably remember when I used one of their full Cinco Hotas Jamón Ibérico legs. Cutting that thing was absolutely incredible. And I'll pour these Spanish olives into a nice bowl and let those sit right in the middle of my board. Now this might not look like it's open, but believe it or not, it actually is. And it has almost a jello-like top. This is a little foie gras pate that I'll place right in the back of my board here. Now of course, let's start laying down a few crackers. What you see here have apricot, pistachio, and sunflower inside them. Into our olives, I'm also gonna add a few chilies, calabrese chili peppers, to be precise. Then a nice beautiful hunk of focaccia right in the back of my board here. More crackers that we've sent straight from Italy. And you know what, you have to excuse them for breaking a few because they came from a long journey. And a nice little bowl of Marcona almonds, which I'll place just next to our caviar here. What we have here, also from La Tienda, is Iberico acorn-fed chorizo, which, when I pop off the cap, looks pretty incredible. To spice and color up the board, I'm gonna put a few tomatoes that have absolutely gorgeous colors and are heirloom tomatoes I got from a nearby farm. And I'll finish with this incredible looking cheese that's been coated in all sorts of gorgeous herbs. But again, I wanna break this hunk of cheese and make it nice and rustic. Keep things so incredibly beautiful across our charcuterie board. Now for the $10,000 board, let's step it up and build upon what we have around us. We've added in a third cutting board in the middle of this whole thing here. And to start, I'm gonna cut this first big thing open. This is from Regalis Foods, and I'll give you a little hint as to what it is. They always find me crazy things, but what's in here is very exciting. I'll slowly open it, and you can try to guess as I start to open it. But what I'll say is that what's in here will make any charcuterie board incredible. We have a full frame of black locust honeycomb. And this right here is the start of our $10,000 charcuterie board. This right here is a showstopper in and of itself. And I'll prop this up at the back of my cutting board as our little foundation for everything. Now, of course, I did not forget about that amazing bake brie that's in the oven. But since we're building on all the boards, it doesn't really matter at this point when this thing falls into everything. For now, I'm just gonna gently slide this off and place it in the middle of my cutting board. I can feel this on the edges and tell you right now that this thing is oozing with delicious cheese. Now next, I wanna do prosciutto and melon, but not just any prosciutto and not just any melon. Our quote-unquote prosciutto will be cinco jotas already carved ham. And again, if you've seen my cinco jotas jamón ibérico video, you know how incredible and amazing this acorn-fed ham is. La Tienda sends me all of this stuff straight from Spain, in these beautiful mountains where the pigs are raised and grown. But with every nice bite of this, you're often looking at something like $25, maybe even more. And lucky for you, we have quite a few of them. What we have right here is a Japanese melon, and when I cut into it, immediately I should smell that bright, vibrant deliciousness. I had to go to a pretty random store pretty much in the middle of nowhere to get this thing, so I truly hope I'll be able to tell the difference in flavor between this and a regular melon that I can buy up the road. This will be our version of prosciutto and melon. Next, we have a few of these incredible quail eggs, which I've already hard-boiled for 3.5 minutes and are quite delicious. I thought those would be a really nice touch for a charcuterie bowl. Now here, from iGourmet, we have white sturgeon caviar, which will run you about $250, but is quite delicious if you ask me. I know it seems like a lot for a pretty small amount, but I'm gonna rest this right up top near the corner near my melon. Now, I don't know how many of you have seen Mr. Beast's video, but these are little candied green peaches, each of which can run you up to $500. For that tiny little peach! It's sometimes kind of hard to believe. Now we'll go down with this shockingly expensive but really delicious looking baby corn, a bunch of cans of this Spanish octopus marinated in olive oil, which is wrapped nicer than any canned good I've ever seen. Let me just open it up to let you see what's inside. I've never seen octopus like this, but boy oh boy do I like it. Then of course I'll go on with some black truffle cheese, which I'll cut straight down the middle to get that rustic look yet again. But geez, we're running out of space here. Some gorgeous white truffle honey and black truffle pate. These crackers from Italy that are called air bread that just look so amazingly fancy and were so expensive that we had to get them for our charcuterie board. These sauteed Marcona almonds, which I'll sprinkle just around the board to get that nice rustic look again. You know almonds are expensive when they come in a jar like this. Some duck foie gras mousse, which I'll place here in the back. And of course, a beautiful nice baguette from a local Italian bakery, which we've almost entirely run out of space for. Some European blue cheese wrapped in the most unique setup I've ever seen. Boy oh boy is that pungent. And of course, now we need our berries. So why not sprinkle out a few things like huckleberries, these extraordinarily expensive strawberries called dreamberries, and an absolutely absurd selection of cheese, which I'll start to lay out for you now. All right, for my cheeses, what I have right here is an 100% manchega cheese. This right here you can see has been cut from a wheel, and it's entirely sheep's milk. So I'll rest that off right to the side here. Now right here I have a beautiful goat cheese that's been wrapped in grape leaves and tied up in this nice little bundle. You can see here that I can unwrap the cheese, take off a little piece, and then it's got this beautiful, delicate, delicious flavor. So this too will get placed down right here on the edge. Now here we have some beautiful, very, very fresh figs that I've shipped across the country. And you'll notice that when I split one of these open, they almost have this syrupy, honey-like interior. And when you taste them, your mind will be blown. Now I don't want to say anything weird about this cheese here, but let me just tell you that this is something special. Oh boy. Oh, I feel like I just have to taste it. Now this is yet another cheese from iGourmet called Humboldt Fog. It's got one of those almost sharp smells when you bring it up to your nose, and you can see how much mold is on the edge here. But this again is an extremely special cheese that I can't wait to cut into. What you're looking at right here is a really, really unique cheddar cheese. And I picked it because it's very interesting how it has these lines of mold that's completely edible, and this bark that's also apparently got quite a lot of flavor. You know, I just figured this would be a unique cheese to add to the mix. This right here is probably the most unique bit of cheese that I've got. And as I spin it around, you can see that it's almost got these grill marks on the bottom. But again, this bad boy made quite the dent into my bank account. Now what we have here again is from La Tienda, pretty much all my jamón ibérico typically is, and it's a cinco jotas 100% ibérico pork loin. Let me pop off the cap and see what this beautiful baby looks like. Wow, I have to say, this looks absolutely stunning. But be careful, because a couple of these bad boys and you don't have any more spending money for the year. Next, I have a bunch of amazing jams from Regalis Foods. The first is a Saskatoon berry jam. I've never even heard of that, but it smells just like blueberry. Next, I have a Haskap berry preserve, and I apologize if I'm pronouncing pronouncing that wrong. I'm not really sure how to describe the smell of this one, other than the fact that it smells incredible. Now I have a low bush blueberry preserve with the most incredible wild blueberry smell I have ever experienced. And next, a sea buckthorn preserve, something I've had in the past and is incredibly delicious. It's very tart and very, very unique. Then a cloudberry preserve, incredibly sweet and incredibly delicious. And last but not least, we have a wild huckleberry jam. And again, I don't know if any of you have seen that Mr. Beast video where he has an $100,000 sundae, but each spoonful of this is about $50. So I guess it's up to the person eating the charcuterie board of how much you actually consume. But this whole bowl right here is a few $100s. Next, what we have right here is a dry cured Muillard duck prosciutto. When I cut into this beautiful thing, you can see how incredible it looks, with that perfect balance of fat to duck. Let's lay that right down in the middle of our board. I know we haven't gotten to highlight many of these products up close, but let me show you how luxurious this honey is. Like I said, this honey will run you about 300 bucks, and even the box alone looks expensive. But that's why it goes on our $10,000 charcuterie board. This honey is so thick. Not quite as thick as me. It's unbelievable. Next, we have a Regalis Foods Black Truffle Balsamic. It's been barrel aged for 18 years in Modena, Italy. You can't get better than that. Now from iGourmet, I have all these dried limes, oranges, and lemons, which are absolutely beautiful, and which you can fully eat and crunch down on. Now, I'm sure you all remember when I opened an entire 82-pound Parmigiano Reggiano cheese wheel in my video recently. That was certainly a heck of a lot of fun. But of course, we still have lots of Parmesan cheese left, and we can't let it go to waste. So let's add this to our charcuterie board. This right here is a couple $100 worth of Parmesan, and we're gonna add a few more hunks as well. Now, we really have a lot more things. We have breadsticks straight from Italy, extremely nice mustards, more chorizo, all sorts of beautiful loaves of bread, and so much fruit. And let's not forget this absolutely incredible first day of harvest olive oil. I should also mention that a lot of the cheeses here have won massive awards. I mean, this table has easily $3,000 to $4,000 worth of cheese on it right here. And I'm not gonna sit you through every single one because we simply can't go through them all. But what's important is that we've officially reached a $10,000 table, and I actually might say a tad bit more than $10,000 since we stacked them on top of the boards behind them. It's truly incredible looking at this massive spread. Okay, so now that we've built out this crazy charcuterie board, I have something extra exciting for today. Now, believe it or not, I actually don't eat a lot of dairy, don't drink a lot of milk anymore. I used to, and who doesn't love chocolate milk? I guzzled through that stuff like crazy. But now that we've made this massive $10,000 charcuterie board, I need some help to eat it. So I've brought in 3 random subscribers off YouTube. I have never met these people before, and they're all really excited to just dive in and try whatever it is they want to try. I'm also really curious because we have a lot of foods here that not only I've never tried, but they're gonna have absolutely no idea what they are. So it's gonna be really cool to see those reactions. So let me introduce you to Felix, Sage, and Judah. Okay, so the first thing I want to say, we're wearing masks, all that stuff, but I do want to say that everyone is vaccinated. So just to be COVID safe, we are being very conscious of that. But with that said, we could not let this stop us from eating this charcuterie board. So what I'm gonna do is have each subscriber come up one by one, pick out a couple things, maybe try what they want to try, and then talk a little bit about it. Simple as that. We're gonna go ladies first here and let Sage jump in and try what she wants to try. So first of all, Sage, what do you think about this whole spread here?
This is like a work of art. I love just looking at everything. It's just like so much to take in.
It is, right? And what are your thoughts in general on like a $10,000 charcuterie board? Isn't that kind of nuts?
That's outrageous.
It's insane.
It's like food heaven.
It's food heaven. I really like that. It's food heaven. You can grab whatever you'd like. All right, so no pressure.
This is so much to choose from.
You guys are just like waiting patiently over here.
I think I want to try the Hamoni Burko.
Yeah, I feel like that's a good call. Okay, so I'll get you some of that. Go for it.
I will try the caviar.
Well,
not the whole thing.
The boys over here are really jealous, okay? I know you want the whole tin of caviar. You can't have the whole tin of caviar. I'll give you the whole tray of Hamoni Burko. How's that? Is that a good compromise? Okay, so we talked about these peaches, right? Each one of these peaches can be up to $500. It's crazy, right? Wow. Grab one of those peaches. When I scrape into the honeycomb, you can see that like immediately all the honey oozes out of there. All right, so dive in here, Sage, and see what's going down. Caviar. What you thinking?
It's like a flavor explosion.
It's a flavor explosion. A little fatty, right? A little salty. Have you had white sturgeon caviar before?
Never.
No? Do you like it? Or
it's really good.
It doesn't justify the price, obviously, right?
Yeah.
For that little thing to be that expensive. But all right, what do you want? What do you want to try next?
I definitely want to try the Japanese peach.
I feel like everyone's gonna want to try the peach.
It's super like sweet and like fruity, and the texture is like interesting.
Isn't it strange?
Yeah.
What do you think though? Like, do you like it?
I love it.
It's really good, right?
Yeah.
You love peaches? You want to just snag another one?
Yeah.
You might as well. I mean, you're here. You might as well, right? All right, so this is Cinco Hotas Hamoni Burko. It's all acorn fed.
Woo. It's really salty, but in a good way.
Yeah.
But the flavor is just super rich.
I find it to be like super addicting actually. I don't know why. You picked out the honey too.
Yeah.
Right?
I did.
The black locust honey from a full honeycomb, right? Which you've never had before.
Yeah. It smells almost like stronger than regular honey.
Do you get like more floral, like flowery notes to it all or no? That's what I usually kind of
Yeah.
like.
Whoa. So good.
So good. I want you to try this white truffle honey. Smell the cap and the.
That's
just,
insane.
just smell that.
Oh wow.
Ooh. Just go for it. White truffle honey.
That's amazing.
Is that the best?
That's like the best thing I ever like ate. Whoa.
Look at that. I didn't make it, so I'm not gonna take too much credit for it. Sage, I think it's time for the boys to have a turn.
Yeah.
We're gonna have them dive in. Thanks for trying everything. Maybe they'll try the same stuff, maybe they'll try different, but we'll find out. You can definitely grab a bunch of this. Thank you, Sage.
Thank you.
All right, so Judah's up here. He's got his plate, he's got the spread. Judah, what do you want?
Definitely gotta try some of this honey.
Okay, you're going right for the honey, okay? I like that. All right, beautiful.
Have to go with the caviar.
Pick your cracker though. You gotta pick a cracker too, obviously.
I'll try these.
Yeah, 2 of those. Look at that. That's a big bite of caviar.
Yeah.
Can you handle that? Okay, so Judah's also gonna get something extra special here, right? He's gonna get just a tad bit of edible gold here on his caviar because he was saying the caviar wasn't fancy enough for him, so we have to give him gold, right? What is going on here? But I mean, that looks pretty good.
That looks amazing.
That looks really good.
Yeah.
All right, you want gold on one and gold? Do you have to have gold on both?
No,
What are you
that's
feeling?
good.
Grab a couple, because Sage just went like nuts on the peaches. That's a homon sausage. Yep, it's a chorizo. Grab a cracker for it. Interesting cracker choice. Not what I would have picked, but that's fine. Let me just take a big hunk of that. That's awesome. Okay, I like that choice. Okay, so just like Sage, you're gonna get your own whole sleeve here.
Wow.
Okay, is that
incredible?
Cool? Is that all right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So take that in the
Okay,
other
so,
hand.
yeah.
Take that in the other hand. This one will be yours. How's that? It's very rustic, the presentation, right? Judah's going nuts, by the way. Judah's going crazy over here. Is that the white sturgeon caviar?
Mm-hmm. It's like pretty creamy, has a nice salinity to it.
Yeah.
I really like that.
This is all finger food, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You taste the gold?
No.
No,
I have
good.
no idea what gold tastes like.
That's the right answer. You should not taste the gold. How was that?
A little saltier, but has like a bit of a brininess to it, but I really like it. A little bright too.
Okay. He's a pro describing food. I think we should just sub out. Peaches.
Wow, that is incredible. That's
cool.
Like, it reminds me of like a lot of those like Asian candies, but if you made them like the real fruit that it was supposed to be.
It's super interesting. Really interesting combo that you're about to dive into here. Let's see.
That sausage is great.
Would you know that that's like nicer sausage, that's homon sausage, or not really?
I probably wouldn't know it's that nicer, but
I probably wouldn't either.
It tastes great.
Yeah, super good. You like octopus?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? And how is that?
I would not expect something this good from like a canned seafood, but I love the richness, the marinade that it's in.
The honeycomb. This is exciting, right?
Oh wow. A nice like floral, almost fruity aspect to it.
Super interesting choice, right? I'm really happy someone tried this because really, really unique, you know? See what you think. I don't know. I have no idea what that's gonna taste like.
It takes a while for the wine flavor to kick in, but it's definitely there. And
yeah,
I think it's like the wine and cheese pairing is right there.
Absolutely.
You don't need to go out and get two separate things.
Yeah, we are not letting him drive home. After that cheese, there's no way we're letting him touch his car and getting home like that. All right, amazing. You happy?
Yeah, that was wonderful.
Amazing. All right, well, thank you for trying. Looks like it's Felix's turn, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's do this. All right, Felix, you're up. You ready?
Yes, I am.
All right, so you're from France.
Yes, I am.
All right, so I like any of the cheese stuff. You're just gonna roast me on it anyway, right?
Of course.
Okay. All right, I'm not gonna say anything. You dive in.
Why is there chocolate here?
On the charcuterie board?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I don't have a good answer right now. But charcuterie boards I have seen before have chocolate. I like that everyone's getting different stuff here. This is really good. A few more cone almonds. What else?
I'll try the chorizo.
Okay.
How about the salmon?
The salmon. I would probably go for that. That's from Scotland. I would grab a few pieces of that if you want.
Alright. A cracker?
Good choice. I like that
salmon.
choice. Judah, that's the cracker that I would have probably picked. So
I feel like I just got roasted.
Yeah.
I'll probably get some prosciutto as well.
Prosciutto? Okay.
Yeah.
Come on.
I want to try these cheese.
Truffle cheese.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
See,
a French
you know
guy.
what? I feel like you're the first one to try the truffle cheese. So you know what? We're gonna give him the entire hunk. Okay.
All right. That's a lot. And a little peach.
Come on, Barry.
That's a lot.
Tray.
Look at that.
Look at that. That's amazing. Okay. For the honey, you want both the black locust and the white truffle.
Yeah, I want truffle.
Yeah. You want both. Okay.
Sure.
So let's give you both. So I'm gonna first dig into this honey. You're gonna see it just ooze out of there. And then let's give you a nice big spoon of that.
Good.
Right?
Yeah.
Give that a try.
Yeah, we got that floral.
You agree with Judah on like kind of the flowery floral aspect of thing, right?
Tastes really natural.
And then while you eat that, give you a little bit of white truffle honey, which is my personal favorite. If I were to go out and buy probably anything on this tray.
I smell more like the honey than the truffle actually.
Yeah.
You have like the strong flavor of the truffle that is coming first.
Yeah.
And then you have the sweet flavor of the honey.
Really good.
All right, so I'm gonna try the salmon cracker.
On the cracker.
Nice texture. I'm gonna take another bite.
Oh, okay.
Good flavor. The cracker is very good as well.
Yeah.
All right, let me try this sausage.
So good.
Yeah.
Melts in your mouth, sausage.
I think I tried this in France before.
Yeah? Just break that. Just crack that thing in half. So this is truffle. This is a truffle cheese. This is a really, really nice truffle cheese. See how much of the truffle you got. I don't know. We're going with a lot of truffle on your plate.
I can't taste the truffle for now.
Weird. But
it tastes really good, like as a cheese.
Yeah.
You don't taste a lot of the truffle, but it's like, it reminds me like of a Gouda, something like
Of
that.
a Gouda? Okay, cool. I'm probably guessing you know like a lot more about cheese than I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of course. All right, I have to go for the peach.
Yeah, the peach. Everybody's loved the peaches so far. He's thinking.
Yeah, it's like very soft, breaking in little piece in the mouth.
Okay.
I'm gonna try the hamon,
I'll
and then
try.
I'll try the
Perfect.
sweet.
That's your
chocolate.
like last little bit. That's
Yeah.
the sweet. Get some of the fat in there too, right? Because the fat should melt in your tongue.
That's very good. Good flavor, unique flavor.
Yeah.
Very intense. You feel like it's very like it's been aged for some times.
Take a little bite of the chocolate with the Marcona almond.
Ooh.
There's like really
The almond's very good.
right toasted Marcona almond, just really, really kind of nutty.
Ooh. The
Ooh.
texture of the chocolate is it's like
Sandy.
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
I've never
grainy.
tasted that before. The almond is so good.
Yeah. Good combo.
Yeah.
You were
awesome.
skeptical, but then you happy?
I love it.
Good. Crazy, crazy board. Before you guys all leave, I know you guys all got to taste different things. I do want to ask kind of each one of you, before you grab as much as you can and run, I want to ask you all, what are your final thoughts on this $10,000 charcuterie board? We wanted to kind of set a record here. What are your final thoughts just on this board?
This is the extravagance that I dream of.
So this is going to remain in your dreams for years, hopefully.
I will not forget this.
How about you? What do you think, Sage?
I'm so happy I was able to try the black truffle honey because that's something I never tried before and now I know I love it. So something new that I got to experience, so I'm happy about that.
Good. It's going to be your new go-to,
Yeah.
right?
I loved it. Very unexpected.
Which part is unexpected? Just the whole
everything. I wasn't expecting to see a big chocolate ball like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't tell you what you were all coming
It's
to.
great,
So
yeah.
thank you all again for coming. I appreciate it. Again, grab a bunch to go, and thanks for being on the video. Thanks for joining me.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Awesome.
All the crazy goodie bags.
Actually, before we end the video, there's one more thing I want to say. And I actually thought about this a little bit more after I finished filming. Up to this point, I've really been taking a lot of the money I'm making and putting it right back into the videos for your enjoyment. But I also don't want to be just aimlessly throwing money around, especially when there's so many things out there that could really use it. So yeah, there's many times where I'm just going to want to make you guys all really happy and put out videos that you love and even make you happy in person. But in doing so, I also want to make changes. I genuinely mean that. So given the times that we're in, I have a really great idea. I was scrolling through Instagram recently and found this. There are crazy things going on right now in India, and that's why I've decided to donate every last penny that I make from this video to this cause. And now I'll close out the video. Well, I'm super thankful that I was able to get 3 random subscribers to come on in here and try what we made today. Now, obviously I didn't really cook any of this stuff, other than I guess this baked brie in the middle that none of them seem to want to try. But I get it. When you're facing up against that compared to jamon iberico or truffle honey or really nice caviars, I understand. And you know what the funniest part is? I'd say we fit about $9,000 worth of stuff on here. I mean, just from the few honeys we have here, the jamon iberico, all of these cheeses, and then some of the more specialty things like foie gras, that already gets us to about $7,500. $500. Then of course we have our salmon, all of those amazing cured meats, that kind of thing, all the different breads and crackers shipped from Italy that get us up to that 10,000 mark. But I want to do more of these videos in the future, and of course it'll be so much easier as the virus continues to ease up. But for now, I want to thank those 3 subscribers for taking their time to come today. It's honestly an extremely rewarding feeling for me to be able to give back to people like that. After all, you're the ones that allow me to do what I do. If you liked the video, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notifications icon, because you could be next in one of these videos. And I mean that. Quite soon I'll be roaming the streets and giving out tons and tons of caviar for free. And after that, there's going to be a heck of a lot more. So again, don't forget to subscribe, turn on those notifications, and let's get 100,000 likes on this video. Wouldn't that be awesome? In the meantime, thanks so much for watching. I got a lot of charcuterie to eat, or charcuterie, however you say it. I'll see you next time. Milk chocolate. Do you actually know how it's made? Because I've found that most people actually have no idea. I mean, do you know where a cashew comes from? Did you know it's this weird little thing that hangs on top of a fruit? There's so many foods out there where people just don't even think about where they come from. But that's why I'm here today. And I'm gonna show you exactly how all of our favorite candy is made. But to start, this stuff right here is no good. Nah, we're gonna make it ourselves. But first, let's go grab some cacao pods, the fruit where chocolate comes from. Oh, one thing okay, let's drink some coconut water.
It's difficult, look.
Oh, is that okay?
Take a picture. You see? Now you can taste it. For you, Nick,
Manny.
Here you have the pulp, you have the bean, and you have the husk. From the husk today, we prepare the flour. The pulp, it can be the pulp, freeze pulp, or aseptic pulp.
Yeah.
And from the pulp, we can take the liquid and make the juice, okay? And inside we have the bean. So good.
Yeah.
You see the bean? If it's not fermented, it's purple. So when we talk about the ruby, now you can understand the color, it's natural.
As you continue to grow, you get those massive, big, thick boys back there. That's cool. We're here right now in Ecuador, like we said. We started out in Boston, gonna make some milk chocolate. But this year is my good buddy Odette, who, is it fair to say you're Willy Wonka? You're basically Willy Wonka, right?
Yeah.
The reincarnated Willy Wonka?
Exactly.
I actually have a picture here.
I lost my hair, I got older.
Do you see any resemblance?
Well,
anything here?
I lost my hair during I mean, they told me that cacao actually grows your hair, but I don't know, I ate too much probably.
He is the modern day Willy Wonka.
You didn't believe me that chocolate doesn't grow on trees. The chocolate is a fruit. I wanted to take you here to the farm in Ecuador where we can really see there's no chocolate bar on a tree. It's a fruit, actually an unbelievable fruit, delicious. We're going to describe it. So many colors. You know, always what's weird to me is that this looks ripe, but it's not yet.
No,
you're going to see when
it does look ripe. I would think it's ripe.
But in the middle of the process of ripening, then it's becoming red and yellow. There are different varieties of cacao. You know that Criollo, or here in Ecuador they call it Arriba Nacional. It's a very, very expensive cacao. Look different than this one. For that also many different types of chocolate, flavors, nuances of the taste.
Anything you need to know about chocolate, he's your guy.
Don't open it with your hand.
Oh, I was so ready to karate chop it.
You can try, but we will take you to the hospital. Now you see the difference?
Oh wow, look at all the
size. You see the
sap? Manny, go ahead. You can take a little bit. It's okay.
Sure?
Yeah, you won't be fired. You're fired. No.
The moment you cut it from the tree, it's like the umbilical of the mother. Starts fermentation. Now, when you eat it, let's say,
here you can see the evolution. Why human beings are so close to the monkey. You see, that's the closest you can see. That's the closest evidence of a monkey.
He's eating the whole seed, the whole thing.
It's in your hand.
I love cacao. I love it.
$400 bar. They make it from this, from Nacional.
They make a $400 chocolate bar from these pots.
Look, this is a disease.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. Tom Brady is throwing this one to Odette in the Super Bowl. That what should be that.
That should be a commercial. It's actually like a football.
A little spiral. The flavor of this is, I can't even begin to describe it. Right off the trees, it's like a little bit gooey, but it's almost like a carbonated taste and texture with like citrusy, sweet, almost a little lemony. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's incredible. Look at that. Amazing. Crazy to think that this turns into chocolate, right?
He's too fast. He's too fast. He's too fast. Yeah. So they have 3 massive farms here. There's fields literally just go on forever, and it's just tree after tree after tree, all super packed together. You have this perfect little cute building in the middle of nowhere, right? And then all these massive, massive companies that all of us know and eat all the time, they're all using this to make chocolate. Yo, cut the cans first. Yeah. Yeah. What are you doing?
This is La Chola Farm. It belongs to Mars.
This is where M&M's come from. Yeah. Look at that entrance sign right there. Biggest cacao pod ever. So if you look back right behind me, this is a whole water reservoir. Oftentimes if the guy that runs the whole city, town's water isn't paid, he'll just go and turn off the switch. He'll just turn off the knob, and then you're stuck with that water. So they have all these backup supplies. Now we're gonna see that second stage of the process where they're fermenting and they're drying, because that's when you're getting closer to the actual final product that we all know, chocolate. So the way they keep the trees going, because they're harvesting 25,000 pods or more a day on each farm, right? Here you can see this is an old tree. This is 20 years old right here, okay? And you have all these pods and they're still small, but they're growing. And then you already have the second one that they're having grow off the side of it. And what they'll eventually do, this is brand new, what they'll eventually do is they'll chop this tree off after they harvest all the pods off the tree, right? And then they'll pull this one up, and this will be the new tree. And then a new one will come out of this tree and keep going. So that's the way they keep the cycle going, which is really, really cool. So we finally made it to the drying process here. And now it smells like chocolate. And here's where we're gonna get closer and closer to chocolate. Look at this, all chocolate. Oh wow, they smell really fermented. Wow. Look right down here. Now it's all laid out. They've taken the seeds out of the cacao pods and they're all really slimy and gooey, and this is how we've been eating them the whole day. So they lay it out at the start of the process, and this is when they begin to ferment. So now look at the gradient over here. So we have the later colors, it starts to ferment, and then if you slowly look up, it starts to get darker and darker and darker as that fermentation process happens. It's amazing. So eventually it's fermented, right? And then you have this. You have these dried beans, and they're hot and they're hard, right? And that's when they pack it up in these big bags right here. And this is what would get shipped to a factory like Mars that's gonna go ahead and take these and make chocolate out of it. So that's that process. And you can see that if I pick up a couple of these here and I crack this one open just like this, inside here I'm gonna have cacao nibs, which you may have seen on top of a smoothie or something like that. But this ground into a fine paste is what would eventually make a chocolate bar. Crazy, right? He pretty much goes back and forth and moves the cacao around. That's amazing. So this is a storage facility with all the dried, sorry, Manny just fell down, but this is where they would store all those seeds. People eat it raw.
Like this guy.
Monkey man over here, I guess. Oh, look at that. You know, and if you want, you can eat this just like an ice cream cone. You know, you're not gonna taste a whole lot if you're just licking it, but all right, everyone, I just wanted to go to a quiet place here to debrief a little bit. I know that was a crazy, crazy day. We have quite literally been here since 8 a.m. and it's been the entire day, right? Now we're headed to dinner right now. There was so much more to this farm than I actually thought there would be. And actually think about the final product, right? Think about a chocolate bar sitting on the shelf in a store. And suddenly we found ourselves in this massive, massive oasis of cacao everywhere. I just want to take a moment to kind of almost debrief and think about just the experience that we had. Just to see the kind of behind the scenes, behind those mysterious walls of all this stuff that ultimately makes it into one of the most common products you could possibly think of in the entire world. No one's really ever shown anything like this behind the scenes. So I'm really happy and I'm really fortunate that we got to do this. So we can't take any of these home in our bag because it's illegal, but I am gonna ship some of these back home and we're gonna make chocolate. But we literally just came to Ecuador. So I wanna say thank you to all you that are watching, because you're the ones that make this kind of thing possible. I mean, you are the reason that we were literally just able to fly, come to Ecuador from Boston. Now we're going back home and we're making chocolate. Doesn't get more homemade than this. So we'll see you back in Boston. Yes, I did just get back from Ecuador. We really did just go all the way there and come right back to this kitchen. And look, I brought some beans and more importantly, some pods with me. Unfortunately, I couldn't take the pods on the plane because they just weren't letting us on with them. But we shipped 18 pods right behind us, so they got here perfectly in time. Man, these boxes are big. To start, let's take off this lid here. I know that every time we get cacao pods, they're really well packaged because they're actually quite delicate. Now, when we open these things up, inside each wrap will be one of the pods from the exact farms that you just saw. Because of shipping, some of them are gonna be cracked like this already. But if I go inside, you all now know what cacao should look like. And the fact that it's really juicy and slippery like that means it's nice and fresh. I absolutely love the fact that they're all different colors, shapes, and sizes. They really are beautiful. And looking at all of these already makes me really miss that incredible, incredible farm we visited.
visited. Now that we've opened that first box, let's remove the second lid. I find it just so incredibly amazing, somewhat magical, one might say, at how incredible these things are. Who could have ever thought that this is what makes chocolate? Fortunately, it looks like most of the pods were okay in transit. So at this point, we're ready to crack a bunch open and begin that fermentation process. Now, after we finally removed all these cacao pods from their protective casing from that shipping, I want to take a really quick moment to show you all those colors again. We have some of those beautiful orange yellowish ones. Then perhaps my favorite are those rainbow ones with green, yellow, orange, and red on them. And of course, we have some of those deep red ones that have some darker black spots on them. But now it's time to have some fun and open all of these up so that we can begin the fermentation process that's gonna take us about a week. First things first, it's time for some karate chop action. Here we go. Oh, cleanest cut yet! Look at that! Right down the middle, perfect shock all the way through the whole pod. That right there is a karate chop, and I'm not even gonna do any more because that's the best I can do. Now, I'm gonna crack this bad boy open. It does look like I messed it up a tad bit by hitting it too hard, but it looks absolutely gorgeous. Let me get a paper towel real quick. Bro, what are you doing? You're fired! You just ate half the pod! Spit it out! At this point, I'm gonna use my knife like a normal person to open up the rest, wedging them all open, such that we can easily take off these seeds and start fermenting. So give me a few minutes while I crack all these open. Once we've gotten all of our alien-like pods open and separated, I'm gonna go ahead and put these all on a big tray, and then it's time for perhaps what is my favorite part, squeezing them all out. Just take a listen. We just want to take all of the seeds out and put them on our tray here so that they can then sit and ferment for a week. And this is what ultimately will give them those flavors that we all expect in chocolate. Now, it's true that if we just roasted these seeds right away in our kitchen, the entire room will actually smell like a chocolate bar. But fermenting actually develops things. It brings out the flavor that you're otherwise not gonna have. As we separate off all these seeds, we're gonna leave behind the stem in each of our pods, which we really have no need for right now. However, all of this stuff behind me, I'm gonna toss in my garden as compost to try to get some flavor in there as well. Once we finally squeeze these all into our tray, it's now time to spread all of these out and set these aside for a week to ferment. I'm gonna be keeping a really close eye on these for the next week to make sure that there's no mold that develops, and I'll try to update you to make sure you're looped in as well. After about a week of fermentation, the seeds have changed quite a lot. Unfortunately, during the process, some of them started getting a little bit of mold at one point, so I rinsed them off with a little bit of alcohol, put them back, and they seem to be fine. Now, the first thing you're hit with these is this overwhelming smell of alcohol, that really fermented aroma that we smelled on the farm in Ecuador. The other part of this is the fact that they are really gooey. You can see that when I open up these gloves, there's just all this goo there. And again, that's the same thing we saw at the farm in Ecuador. At this point in time, it's time for the roasting process. So after mixing these around just a little bit, I'm simply gonna lay them out flat and toss them in the oven. And at this point, I'll roast these bad boys at 300 degrees Fahrenheit until they're a deep brown color and have been fully roasted. Not on my flip-flops. What are you doing? And finally, at this point, they are all fully roasted. Now, these seeds right here, at this point smell like a perfect mixture between vinegar and chocolate. And I know that sounds really strange, but like we talked about before, that's how you get that flavor. And now that these seeds have all been roasted, it's time for what's gonna be the most hands-on part of what we're doing today, which is breaking all these seeds open and getting those nibs out. Now we're gonna put all these cacao seeds into a bag because crushing them up in a bag is gonna be a lot better than trying to individually crush them all on our cutting board. What's gonna happen here is this. When we crush all these open together, we're gonna be separating the shell and then what's inside. All these beautiful cacao nibs, which will be used to make chocolate. Now it's time you get a rolling pin and pretend that what's in this bag is someone you really don't like. I'm pretty good with a rolling pin. What are you doing? At this point, we smash. And now, after we've been smashing for quite some time, we'll pour the contents back onto our tray. And as you can see here, we've got a nice mixture of shells and nibs. At this point in time, we'll take a quick pause and I'm gonna separate out all the nibs from the shells. All right, cut the cams for a sec. Yeah. All right, you're gonna separate all these out real quick. I'm gonna take a bubble bath really fast, all right?
Yeah, all right.
Are you still filming? No. Dude, you're fired. Are you done?
Yeah.
All right. Don't film me, don't film me. At this point, after about an hour of separating all these cacao nibs out, we have our roasted nibs. In general, I'm sure some of you have seen these before. They often put them on top of things like smoothie bowls, acai bowls, that kind of thing. But we all actually know them from being liquefied into chocolate liqueur, which is ultimately transformed into all the chocolate bars you know and love. Now, we're ready to start grinding, and I'm super excited because we have a real stone grinding machine here with us right now. Just before we roast, I want to show you a perfectly peeled cacao bean here. It's beautiful and looks just like a dinosaur egg. So this right here is the whole bean without the shell. And then when I crush it, we have all those nibs. I am very excited about this machine right here because this is a stone grinder. These beautifully polished stones on the inside are gonna go for hours and hours to grind those cacao nibs into the perfect smooth chocolate that we're looking for. Before I put anything in there, watch these spin for a minute. Now it's finally time. I'm gonna start dumping these cacao nibs slowly into here and let them start to grind up. But this machine is really loud, so I may not be able to talk while I'm doing it. To start, we're gonna let these grind for a little while to let the first small batch start to get broken up. Then we'll add more. We've been letting it go for about 5 minutes now, and this is what it looks like. Again, I've turned off the machine because it's really loud. But if you look in for a second, it's almost like we have a slightly rough peanut butter consistency right now. But for now, I'll fire it back up and continue adding nibs. I've turned this off again because of how loud it is, but at this point we're gonna add those last cacao nibs into our machine here. As we can now get from the bottom, that chocolate has become even softer and smoother. And we're slowly getting to the point that we could add our final flavorings and then turn it into a bar. For now, I'll turn it back on. At this point, once it's almost a liquid, we're gonna start adding our sugar. The sugar's gonna have to go in bit by bit so that it slowly sort of melts and combines itself into that chocolate. Now finally, we have this beautiful liqueur here. It's a really soft, smooth, beautiful consistency at this point, as you can see here from my rubber spatula. Let's take out a nice big scoop of this chocolate and just look at that chocolate. We have just made this from cacao pods. Once our chocolate's finally done mixing, I'm gonna tilt the machine all the way over so that it can slowly drizzle into our chocolate mold. I'm slightly skipping a step here by not going through the full process of tempering the chocolate, but you'll see that we'll get a smooth chocolate bar with a nice crack regardless. Once we let all that chocolate flow into this beautiful mold here, we'll let it spread through our chocolate mold. This looks incredibly good. At this point, we'll run a bench scraper across all the chocolate, making sure that our whole bar will be perfectly level. And once we've cleaned off all these edges, we'll set it aside to cool. Now for our milk chocolate bar, we're gonna go ahead and sprinkle in a little bit of milk powder across our cacao and let this blend again. And now we'll pour in our milk chocolate and repeat the same process that we did with the dark chocolate bar. Once we've given that chocolate some time to rest, here it is. This is my favorite part of the entire process. The classic moment of truth as you pull back the mold. As you can see, we have a beautifully smooth bar of chocolate here. It's got a fantastic shine on it, and the thought of having this come all the way from cacao pods from Ecuador is really, really cool. We certainly did take one or two shortcuts throughout this process, primarily in the name of just moving this along, but I'm really, really happy with how this turned out. And now it's time to make sure that we get that nice classic snap. Here we go. Our milk chocolate also looks absolutely gorgeous. And I have to say, I'm really proud of how this came out. But there's only one way to know how truly good this is. So here we go. First, you must let that chocolate melt slowly on your tongue and let it slowly melt with the heat of your mouth. Once that beautifully soft cacao and cocoa butter begin to melt across your tongue, you'll begin to pick up all those flavors. This chocolate is, not surprisingly, absolutely delicious. It was such an incredibly fun trip, and I hope you learned something about how all this stuff works. I mean, it really is crazy that most of us have no idea where any of this kind of thing comes from. I'll try to think of more examples that we can go and show you firsthand to really give you an insight into where some of your food comes from. But I'll first pause to say one quick thing that I'm really excited about. Before we close things out, I want to take a moment to give you a great offer. And before you go, this is not a sponsorship. This is purely me having talked to Blue Stripes, the company that so kindly brought me on this trip. And I asked them to pick out all my favorites and make a box that you could get. So they are quite literally offering this to you at the cheapest price possible. I'll have a link in the description below, but if you click that link and enter promo code FLYCACAO, FLYCACAO, you'll get 20% off. This will be $35 plus shipping. And what's inside are one of each of the types of the cacao water that they have, one cacao pod, which I imagine will be quite exciting for a lot of people, and some of these chocolate hazelnut bars that are absolutely delicious. It's basically just a healthy candy bar. Again, I really wanted to put something together to give you what I experienced on this trip, and this will give you virtually all of those flavors, fresh from the farm in Ecuador. Now, I know it's been a long video, but to finally close things out, I want to first say a big thanks to everyone who did help make this trip possible, because it was quite a production. And now, I want to encourage you to go down and smash that like button, because that's what keeps us going, and don't forget to subscribe. If you're watching right now and you're already subscribed, make sure you hit the notifications icon. Just take a quick second to do that, because you do not want to miss what's coming soon. See you later. I asked
asked the biggest YouTubers in the world their favorite foods, and in this video, I'm gonna cook all of these foods and then ask them for their ratings. And we're gonna start with Mr. Beast. What is your favorite food?
Chocolate. What else was I gonna say?
What if we turn the Mr. Beast Panther into a beautiful chocolate sculpture? To make the actual chocolate, I'd normally start with a few nice fresh cacao pods, but instead I'm gonna speed things up and use a pre-made chocolate bar. I've melted these down with a world-renowned chocolatier who's gonna help me make the sculpture. This head took about 14 hours to carve, but we thought we'd fast forward through that part. First, we'll cover the whole head with white cocoa butter, as well as the lightning bolts and teeth. Next, we'll coat the head with blue cocoa butter, making sure to cover every possible area. While that hardens, we'll spray the base black and then add a pink layer to the tongue and lightning bolts. Now to assemble, a little bit of chocolate, and the eye goes in, and we freeze it in place. I got the cool job. Now we go with the tongue, and for the finishing touches, we'll bring the panther to the dentist and give it a nice set of teeth. Look at that! It came out great! It's quite a handsome looking panther, isn't it? The side profile, that's Mr. Beast's logo.
Yeah.
And I can't believe the whole thing's made of chocolate.
We have at least 30 pounds of chocolate in here.
Before we eat it, let's send Mr. Beast a picture. What's your favorite food?
I'd say Chinese. I like special fried rice.
Special fried rice?
Orange chicken.
KSI is a pretty funny guy, and so is Uncle Roger, who just so happens to have a perfect special fried rice recipe. But first, we're gonna be making our orange chicken a little bit different today. This here is a full case of orange prime. I'm gonna reduce this all the way down into a powerful orange flavored syrup that we're gonna use to make our orange chicken. The way this is gonna go down is actually pretty simple. I'm gonna empty all of this prime into this pot where it'll boil down into a very powerful orange prime flavored syrup. While that's happening in the background, let's make our fried rice. We'll start with just a bit of Chinese sausage as well as some bacon. I'll stir this all up until it gets nice and crispy and then place this off to the side. Next, I'll go in with 3 cloves of garlic, a few red chilies, and once that gets nice and crispy, I'll crack in 3 eggs. Once it starts to make a crackling sound that sounds like this, we'll crumble in some leftover rice. Once I've mixed that around and it's well combined, it's time to add in the soy sauce down the side of our wok. If your pan's hot enough and you do it right, it should foam up just like this. To finish it off, we'll add back in the sausage and bacon. This is what makes it a special fried rice. Then season it up with just a bit of white pepper and a nice sprinkle of MSG. That right there, KSI, is a special fried rice filled with knowledge, strength, and integrity. Wow. Was really good. But we're not done yet. All of that orange prime has been reduced down to this. I'm gonna add in just a bit of extra orange zest. That'll give it some really good flavor. Then a nice squeeze of orange juice and a light dusting of cornstarch. I think it's safe to say this is the first ever orange chicken that'll be made with prime. It's strong. We'll fill up the custom takeout container with our special fried rice. It smells so good. And then once we're almost to the top, I'll do a nice layer of green onions. And then I've got some crispy orange chicken without the orange sauce on top. And to finish, we'll drizzle it with our prime orange chicken sauce and just a few sesame seeds. And now let's open a fortune cookie. If you haven't already, subscribe to help us catch Gordon.
Yo, Nick, what is up?
JJ, what do you think?
Brother, that thing looks so good. Prime orange sauce. I don't know how you done that, but you're making me hungry. That is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Brother, how can I get this? Where you at, brother?
What's your favorite food? Ice cream of all shapes and sizes. Love ice cream. Any flavor. Cake batter and brownie batter. Like the batters.
Like a cookie dough, but like for cake.
Yeah, oh, delicious. Awesome.
Matt Pat is all about theories. For me, this begs a very simple question. Can we bake a cake using the cake batter that we get out of cake batter ice cream? Let's try it. What I've done here is gotten a few giant containers of cake batter ice cream. And if you look here, you'll see it's been completely melted. First, I'll pour all of our melted ice cream into this giant bin, and then it's time to dig for a little bit of that cake batter. If this works, this strainer should leave us with nice big chunks of cake batter. As I keep searching, I'll place them into this bowl until I have enough cake batter to make a cake. Oh, that's my best scoop so far. Once I've got enough cake batter to make a cake, I'll crack in 1 egg, a splash of oil, and just a bit of extra flour to help the cake batter wake up. And now it's time to whisk. It's clumpy, but otherwise it actually feels and looks like a perfect cake batter. To bake our cake, I'll give this a nice spray, and then in we go with our cake batter. And now that it's all ready, time to bake. 25 minutes later, we've got it. What I'll say is that it looks exactly what I would think a cake made out of cake batter from cake batter ice cream would look like. It looks kind of bad, but in a good way. All that's left is to get a nice slice. Can we call this a cake? Matt Pat will be the judge.
Nick, I have nothing but respect for your skills as a chef and nothing but disgust for that thing you call a cake. I have done some really awful things in the kitchen with my time on Food Theory, but this one probably takes the cake. Terrible pun for a terrible cake. Thanks, but no thanks. Better luck next time.
Logan, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What's your favorite food?
It's so simple, dude.
Really?
Buttered noodles.
Buttered noodles. But that's so boring, and Logan Paul's not boring, so that's why I brought in one of the biggest food artists in the entire world. Nathan here can make art out of any food. He's made portraits out of pizzas and sauce, and he can do the same thing with Marmite on toast.
Today we're going to turn boring buttered noodles into a masterpiece.
But first, I'll need to make some fresh pasta. I'll start by salting my water, and then in go our noodles. When my pasta's cooked, I'll add some butter to a pan, and once that's melted down, I'll add in my pasta. And there it is, the easiest recipe in the entire world and Logan Paul's favorite food, buttered noodles. My part is done. Nathan.
Little strand of spaghetti.
This is insane. You somehow have a way to make portraits with food that look even more realistic than a portrait that you take with a camera.
That's a pretty big compliment, thank you. It was very hard not to eat the noodles whilst making it, though.
Should we send a picture to Logan?
Sure, please do.
Nathan, Nick, I can't believe what you've done. I love buttered noodles. And now I am buttered noodles. You guys are incredible. Thank you. Thank you.
Marquez, I got a question. What's your favorite food? Sushi. Any specific type?
I like dragon rolls.
Which is why I'm standing behind this sushi omakase counter. But since he's MKBHD, I'm gonna be using all the tech I possibly can to make these sushi rolls, which is why I'm starting with this brand new pair of Apple Vision Pros. These are completely new, and after filming today, I'm gonna take them off and send them to one of you random subscribers. Now in front of me, I have some sushi robots. This one here makes nice perfect sheets of rice, and this one here is a sushi cutter. To roll out the rice, I'll take off this top cover and dump in my sushi rice. It will then make a perfect sheet of sushi rice, just like this. I could sit here and watch this sushi robot work all day long. At this point, I'll lay down my nori seaweed right over the top of that sushi rice, and then it's easy to just lift and pull it right away. I feel so powerful with my headset on. To build my sushi roll, I'll lay down my perfect sheet, then place down my shrimp tempura, some nice thinly sliced mango, some thinly sliced cucumber, and once it's all rolled up, I'll carefully place over my avocado. It's time for the moment we've all been waiting for. The sushi cutting robot. 3, 2, 1. That was crazy. Now let's get this sushi plated. Before I place down my roll, I'll add some spicy mayo and eel sauce. And once it's in a nice pattern like this, it's time to place down my cut sushi roll. I'll add a bit of flying fish roe to the top of each piece and finish it with a nice sprinkle of black sesame seeds. Wow, that is awesome. I'll send MKBHD a quick photo, and now we wait. What's your favorite food?
Steak, ribeye.
How would you cook it?
Medium. How do you feel about that?
I order medium as well.
Yes. Let's go.
Medium is always a good choice, and so is a ribeye, but I want to take things a step further. The other day, I was playing with my FaZe Jenga set. Why a bunch of gamers decided to sell a Jenga set, I have no idea. But I was playing an intense game of Jenga, all by myself, anyways. In the end, I ended up losing, but then I had an idea. That's right. Wagyu Jenga. I know you wanted ribeye, but why not some of the most beautiful meat in the entire world? Some perfectly marbled Wagyu. So I got to stacking. One layer down, then another, then on and on until I'd made a beautiful Wagyu Jenga tower. It's cool, but I still don't feel like this is enough. After all, FaZe Rug, you may be short in stature, but what you lack in height, you make up for in everything you do. You do it big, and that's what I want to do with your meat. That sounded wrong. We'll start with 3 of our Wagyu Jenga squares, pressing them down to make sure they're fully touching the surface of the pan and we get that beautiful golden brown sear. And then we'll cook just a bit longer on the other side. When it looks like this in the middle, I know it's a perfect medium. To plate, I'll go down with my Wagyu, using odd numbers as usual. Then I'll sprinkle each piece with just a touch of Osmo such that it melts into the fat on the top of the Wagyu. And next, for a bit more salt, each piece will get a nice bit of caviar, and to finish, some nice edible 24 karat gold, with an extra gold sprinkle for good measure. Now all that's left is a quick photo for FaZe Rug.
Nick, how are you gonna do that to me, man? I'm sitting here all the way in San Diego and you send me that perfectly cooked steak, medium, the only way you're supposed to cook a steak? Please ship that over to me ASAP.
What's your favorite food? Hamburgers. What do you put on them? Cheese and ketchup only. It's the purest form.
Whenever I see Ryan, the first thing I think about is his 1-star video series, where he goes to 1-star hotels, 1-star activities, 1-star restaurants. We're gonna make him the most 1-star burger possible by collecting our burger ingredients from a few 1-star fast food restaurant locations. For the first of our 3 locations, Tommy said, "This is, without question, the soggiest, wettest bun I have ever seen." Let's go get a soggy bun. Check. For our second location, Stinger said, melt the cheese? Too much work. Let's just leave it hard and rubbery. Melts? Apparently this place doesn't. Thanks so much. And now for our third and final location, Leah says, how about not shrinking everything until it's wafer thin? And also, a burger patty should not be crunchy, so dry. Thank you. Let's go home and make this burger. First up, we need our buns. Ryan, I don't know if I could have done any better for you here, buddy. Five Guys is one of my favorite places to get a burger, but this is soggy. And that is exactly what you want in a 1-star burger. Step 1 is complete. We have our buns. Next up, let's get our cheese. Once again, it says melty juicy. So if this cheese isn't melted, I'm gonna be even more shocked. But that's what the rating said. And bingo! That cheese is not melted at all. In fact, I actually think I can literally peel that right off our burger. And if the cheese is melted properly, that should not happen. And last but not least, the patty. Hoping for the driest patty imaginable here. The cheese is actually melted on this one, so I can't pull it off. So it's just gonna have to be a double cheeseburger for you, Ryan. I think that's a 1-star patty. I don't see much juice, much moisture coming off this thing. And now to assemble, patty, unmelted cheese, a nice little squirt of ketchup because that's all Ryan wanted, and of course, our top soggy bun. But Ryan, your burger would not be complete without this cute cowboy hat on top. Howdy, I hope you like it. Looks terrible.
Is this some sort of prank? Is this some sort of joke? Plastic cowboy hat on a burger? If that's what we're calling it, that burger's rough, Nick. It's scary. 5 stars.
Guy, I have a question.
Yeah.
What's your favorite food?
Good baked mac and cheese. You make good mac and cheese?
I make pretty good mac and cheese.
Really, bro? I can tell like it's gonna be good based on how I look at it.
So I've transformed my kitchen into a live cooking studio, and I'm gonna be doing my first ever Twitch live stream, just like Kai does, to make him his mac and cheese. There are wires and cameras everywhere. I have no idea what I'm doing with this. And with the click of a button, we are now live on Twitch. I'm kind of nervous. My heart's beating faster than it normally does here. Let's get cooking. All right, I see the chat. There's a lot of comments. First of all, can anybody guess what I'm making? Mac and cheese, mac and cheese, mac and cheese. Not a bad guess given we have the breadcrumbs, flour, we have some seasonings, obviously we have the cheese, and we got the mac. So, great guesses. Oh, somebody just told me, Nick, it's in the title. As you can tell, I don't do these normally, so I can't see the title. I don't even know where it is. We have our water right here. Salt the water, right? With a generous pinch of salt. All right, our macaroni is cooking. Someone said add the cheese. No, we gotta make a base for it first. I'm making what's called a roux right now. R-O-U-X. This is what's gonna help us get a nice, thick and creamy mac and cheese. Now I'm gonna go in with a little bit of evaporated milk. And what that is gonna do is that what gives us a silky, smooth mac and cheese. A little bit of half and half, heavy cream, whatever you wanna use here. Someone asked me, can I be a mod? I don't even know what that means, so I can't do that. Got a little clumpy. I gotta stir faster and pay less attention to the chat. Can I save this? I'm gonna turn my heat off and I'm gonna add some onion powder and garlic powder and then a little bit of mustard, not too much. I know some people don't like mustard, but just trust me. Now it's time to come in with the cheese. It's hard to look at a chat and make mac and cheese at the same time. Is that enough cheese, everyone? Is that enough cheese? Can you guys tell me if this is enough cheese from the chat? I got cheese on my phone. This is why you shouldn't cook in live stream. Someone said, Nick, you can't mess up pasta. You have Italian in your blood. That's true. Oh, it looks perfect. It looks perfect. That's off to the side. Somebody keeps saying Nick oil up, and I don't know what that means. I hope that's not a bad thing. That's what we're looking for with the mac and cheese. Look at that. See this? Look what we did, guys. Can you hear this? This looks so good. Should we put the breadcrumbs first and then the cheese? Yeah, I'm gonna go breadcrumbs first and then the cheese. Just a little bit. We don't want too many breadcrumbs. We just want a little bit. Oh, this looks so good. Now we'll torch it. It's getting nice and sizzly. Almost done, Kai. Bam, look at that. Everyone in the chat, can you give this a rating based on what you've seen, based on what I put in it? All right, one guy just gave it a 1 to 10. That looks amazing. It smells so good in this kitchen right now. Oh, I mean, come on. Oh my gosh, this smells good. Manny, will you come take a little nibble of this? Just come over here and take a little nibble. It's gonna be hot though. Want me to blow on it?
Yeah, you can blow.
Give it a rating. Is it good? Don't just say that. Don't just say it.
No, it's really good. I got a 9.8 out of 10.
You're fired. What's your favorite food?
A really, really dank pizza.
Any toppings?
Dude, I feel like I want a buffalo chicken on there, some onions.
Maybe dip it in some ranch?
Oh, 100%. Every time we need a side of ranch.
I'll make a pizza, but we're not just gonna make any ordinary pizza. We're gonna make your pizza, Jester, in this coal-fired oven. Oh God, and listen to that crackle. That's what we're looking for. Close it up.
And now it's time to press out our dough. Now I'm not just making any ordinary pizza here. I'm obviously gonna have all the different toppings that he's asked for, but I'm gonna give this pizza a little twist. Because Jester's known for all his sports videos and especially basketball, using the toppings in a creative way, my goal is to make it look like a basketball. We'll start with a bit of sauce. Make sure we spread it around as even as possible. Next, I'm gonna evenly spread around that chicken that you wanted, and I'm purposefully hiding this under the cheese so that we can make it look like a basketball. And next, some onions that I've lightly sauteed, but same thing, I'm gonna keep them hidden under that cheese. And then, perhaps the most important part of the pizza, some mozzarella cheese, layered evenly across our whole pizza. And now it's time for the pepperoni. The pepperoni is what will start to give the pizza that color of a basketball. And I think this is probably the most pepperoni I've ever seen on a pizza. We'll finish it off with just a touch of olive oil, and into the oven it goes. It looks so lonely all the way back there. And just like that, it looks like our pizza is done. Obviously, I had to make a nice custom pizza box, and I hope this fits. Oh! I think we can fit it if I rotate it. So to build this special basketball pizza, I need to line it with some olives. I know he didn't request olives on his pizza, but the thing is, this is what's gonna allow me to make this thing look like a basketball. And don't think I forgot about the buffalo and the ranch. We'll go buffalo across the pizza this way, and ranch across the pizza this way. And that right there, Jester, is your basketball pizza, AKA a really dank pizza. I'm gonna pack this thing up and send it to California.
Nick, I have full confidence that that is a basketball bucket.
This looks like mayonnaise. This feels like fat.
Mark's getting good. You're already doing way better than Ryan Trahan with the seasoning section. He didn't know really what any of this stuff was. He thought pesto grew on trees.
Everyone knows it grows in a bush. Coming up next, this is ginger?
Yeah.
Okay, hot sauce. Could have been ketchup, but it's hot sauce. That's pepper. I don't need to taste that. This is a high concentration of capsaicin, also known as spicy stuff.
Spice. Good job, Mark. Now this is where it might start to get a little bit tricky.
You can tell I've gone from like what's easy.
Remember, some tastes, some textures.
Okay, this, I'm hoping it is what I think it is. I thought that was coconut.
That was not coconut.
It was not coconut.
What is it?
It's Parmesan cheese.
There you go.
This is a mushroom. I don't need to taste that. Well, I'm gonna do it anyways. This.
Any guesses?
Soy sauce? What is that?
Worcestershire.
Oh, Worcestershire. So this is umami.
Wow, I didn't think you'd get that.
I made that up. I don't know what umami is. I've heard people say it. That was a Hail Mary. What does umami mean?
Sort of like a taste that makes you want to keep eating.
I thought that was sugar. This, I know what it is because I grow it in my yard. As suspected, it smells like toothpaste. This is mint. This, I have no idea what's about to happen. Sour cream.
Nope.
What? Okay. Yogurt.
Yeah. Last one.
Cucumber.
What are all those doing to you?
It's like refreshing.
Close.
Cooling.
There you go.
Okay, 2 more. This looks kind of delicious. That's like coffee.
Yep.
Really hoping this is cocoa powder. I'm just going full send. It is cocoa powder.
Why would you eat that much?
I thought like Quick, Nestle Quick tastes
You're gonna
delicious.
choke on it.
Water!
Taste in small amounts.
The heck is this?
Last one.
It tastes like gross Sprite. Tonic water?
Yeah. What do they do to your palate?
They make it bitter. Bitter! I pulled that out.
This last one should be pretty easy.
This looks like it's kind of like feta or blue cheese, which I love. That's feta. Salt, I'm guessing.
Hard to mess this one up, yeah.
This, the clean spoon, is soy sauce. I want to say salty.
Salty it is. Ready for the challenge though? I have prepared a beautiful chicken stir fry. It's got chicken, it's got all sorts of veggies, it's got sesame seeds, but it's missing something. It's got absolutely zero seasoning. To get the seasoning badge, you need to use a combination of these ingredients to make a sauce for this stir fry.
It needs a one-way ticket to Flavortown.
Bring it there.
Okay. Generally for a stir fry, I think about like a teriyaki. To me, that says like umami. I like it kind of sweet. Maybe a little bit of a kick to it. We're starting with honey. Like that much I know I want. Okay, that's probably enough honey. We're moving.
You want to put the heat on, or are you just gonna let it cook without the heat?
Oh, that's what happens when you flood the room with gas and then light a spark, kids. Now, this was the Worcestershire sauce. I just want a little bit of that. Soy sauce is like a given. I did a lot of soy sauce. Okay, I'm gonna mix this in. Next up, go with me on this. A little potato chip. You never saw that coming, did ya? I think a little peanut butter, to be honest. That's gonna give you a little bit of that fat. Get those lipids in there. Mix that up. A little bit of the hey, how are ya? That's actually not bad. A little bit sweet. I want to bring that down a little bit. A little bit of ginger. Similar to like a bay leaf. It kind of goes in there for the flavor profile. You're not necessarily supposed to eat it. And that, by the way, is serving the same function as my potato chip. I'm not loving the viscosity. What you want is somewhere in between honey and soy sauce, and I feel like we're a little too close on the honey end of the spectrum. I might thin it out with a little bit of feta cheese juice. That juice is gonna have a little bit of salt. You have something like a coconut milk? That's gonna give it a little bit of that lipid, sort of in the flavor profile of East Asian cuisine. Do we have any like seeds? Sesame seeds?
Seeds.
Thank you.
I'm really impressed that Mark is asking for stuff that is not actually already here on the counter. That shows that he's thinking outside the box.
You know what it needs? I think it needs a little bit more sweetness. Making sure that's sugar, not salt. True story, I made a batch of cookies and I poured a cup of salt in. They were not good. Okay, let's see if that changed anything. Nick, I am very proud to say, we've arrived to Flavortown.
Once you pour it onto the stir fry, there's no going back. You ready?
Yeah, this is like pencils down moment.
Nice.
Okay, chef, what I have prepared for you today is a chicken stir fry with a teriyaki sauce that's umami. It's got some of that sweetness in there with a hint of oaky undertones.
Not just saying this for the camera. That sauce is better than what you get at most restaurants.
What? That actually is pretty good.
It's really good.
Wow, I genuinely feel pride right now. I feel really happy.
How ready do you feel on a scale of 1 to 10 to cook a gourmet meal fully by yourself?
I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm excited.
With this final badge, it means that Mark gets to move on to that final championship round where we get to find out if he is a true master chef. All 3 badges, how do you feel?
I didn't honestly think I'd make it to this point, so I'm just stoked to be here.
Close your eyes. To move into the final round, you need to put on your very own chef's coat.
Chef Mark, what?
Mark, do you have any idea what we're making?
I have no idea.
I picked a recipe that, whether most of you know it or not, is filled with lots and lots of science. The perfect burger and fries.
I love burgers and fries.
Have you ever made one?
Not fries, a very simple burger.
Today, you're gonna attempt to make a gourmet burger and fries entirely from scratch, except for the buns. There's no way you'd make the buns from scratch in time.
You have great buns, Nick.
This won't be easy. You'll have 1 hour, and if you don't finish, then we'll just judge you on whatever you make.
I'm not just saying this, but the work I had to do to earn those 3 badges means I'm entering this with like some level of confidence. Probably overconfidence.
Your 1 hour starts now. Go.
Let's go! Chat, I'm not gonna let you down. Okay, this is the French fry maker. Place this here. I'm just gonna try this. Ooh, smooth. Never cut potatoes like this for French fries. I love this little machine.
Get those in cold water right away.
Okay, ice, ice, ice. The cold water is gonna pull the surface starch off these fries, and that will make them more crispy. Scientifically, we're making crunchier fries, baby. What's next? I make my sauce. This is for the burger. You know what I like is a good fry sauce. In Utah, they have this stuff called fry sauce, which is basically just mayo and ketchup. I'm just gonna mix this. That's good. My knife.
Be careful.
This is a big moment.
Not bad knife skills for someone who's never cooked before today.
So this is adding a little bit of texture, a little bit of saltiness to my bench scraper. Get them in there. Time for a little taste. Maybe a little more ketchup. I do feel like the sauce needs a little bit more sweetness.
51 minutes left. Mark is spending way too much time on his sauce.
Just a hint of lemon. I came prepared today with a little bit of science. This is measuring the pH level of the sauce. Now the perfect pH level for kind of a sauce like this is kind of like the high 3s. And it looks like we are at 3.6. That's a little low. I want to get it a little less acidic. If I could just get it to the high 3s, I'd be happy.
You brought a pH tester?
I'm nothing if not prepared, Nick. 3.8, I'm calling that a W. Sauce is done.
Okay.
All right, next up, I'm gonna work on my toppings. Got some butter lettuce, red onion, and a juicy ripe tomato. Here we go. I'm gonna slice this.
This is where our practice with that tomato from earlier comes in handy. Mark needs to make a perfect, even slice down the center of the onion.
Oh man, I'm losing time on the onion peel.
This is just a waste of time, Mark. You've spent over a minute trying to peel this onion.
Ah! Stay with me, chat. Okay, here we go. I got the claw. Claw that bad boy. Claw.
You're taking way too long doing this part.
You want to salt the tomato right after you cut it. Now, something I learned from watching your videos, it's like an osmosis thing. So the salt draws the water out, it kind of pulls the flavors to the top.
He's exactly right.
Topping's done. I'm gonna put these in the fridge.
42 minutes remaining.
Next up, we got the burger. Okay.
What are you doing right now?
Honestly, this just feels cool.
Believe it or not, Mark's actually doing the right thing. You want to throw your burger meat back and forth between your hands to remove all the air bubbles.
Okay, Nick, it should come as no surprise. I like a precise burger. Right here, 166 grams. Looking for about 151. 153. 148. There it is, 151.
No backups, or?
I'm only making one, but you say that like I should have a backup. I'm gonna make a backup.
Mark, quick, come on. I feel like I shouldn't have to say this, but never pull out a ruler when you're making a hamburger. Just wasted a full 25 seconds doing that.
When you see how perfectly these burgers fit on the buns, you're gonna regret that statement, Nick. Now, I'm seasoning high up because that gives you more of an even distribution. I really like to go high, Nick. Burgers are ready.
34 and a half minutes to go. You need to just...
Gotta clean my workstation.
I was about to say that.
You don't need to say it, I'm a chef. I'm wearing the friggin' white thing. Next up, fries. They've been chilling in that cold water to really draw out the starch. Now I'm just gonna like pick the best ones. Get out of here. Don't need that.
Pull out those fries. Quick, 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 quick.
Okay, I need oil.
All right, I can help you with that.
Oh, this is cooler than I was anticipating.
You're gonna double fry these French fries. It makes them much crispier.
Sounds delicious.
And it's a little bit of a challenge I'm throwing in there for you because it's gonna take you longer. And you only have 29 minutes left.
Woo! Okay, here I go.
Watch your face.
Ooh, that's starting to bubble up real nice. That is a nice, gentle boil. There we go, right on time. I realize there's an art to cooking. There's a science to it too. I mean, these are all physical properties that are happening that are affecting changes in the food. Admittedly, I don't have the art side as much, so that's why I brought all my instruments.
Normally when you double fry French fries, you want to go ahead and put them in the freezer for a while until you fry them for the second time. But since Mark's here, I wanted to bring him a treat. I got you some food grade liquid nitrogen.
Liquid nitrogen!
This part is kind of dangerous.
Goggles on for safety.
I'm not stopping the time for you, by the way.
I don't need you to stop the time for me. We're just pouring the liquid nitrogen into this bowl here.
So to be clear, we're doing this so you can freeze the fries faster and not run out of time for this challenge and then fry them again.
All right, here we go. Liquid nitrogen. This one's for you, chat. Only the best. Here we go. The most scientifically proven way. You can see with the Leidenfrost effect.
Nobody knows what the Leidenfrost effect.
Leidenfrost does. It's named after him. Look at these little balls. They're kind of evaporating and rolling along the surface. Let's go. This is how you freeze French fries. See if they pass the sound test. Oh, that sounds frozen.
Mark, that was really cool, but guess what?
What?
You only have 21 minutes left.
Oh, no. Oil. Time to put him back in.
Clean your workstation. I won't let him proceed until he keeps his workstation clean.
It's not part of the deal. Oil. Our oil is up to 375. This is a little hotter the second time through. Fries in. Let's go. Very frozen fries in. I'm just kind of let them cook for the second time. All right, Nick, I brought another tool. This is a decibel meter. The thought here is I can measure the crunchiness of the fry. If we look up, what's the ideal crunch for a fry?
About 60 to 70 decibels.
There it is. I'm gonna take one out right now, and then we'll measure the crunchiness using the pressure waves of the sound. Okay, here we go. Moment of truth. 6 decibels short of the desired crunchiness.
How is the fry?
The fry's pretty good. It needs a little bit more crunch. Here we go. Got it. We're like low 60s. These look amazing. Now we need to salt these from a high elevation. This is quite possibly the best French fry I've ever had. The crunchiness of the outside, it's just like pillowy on the inside.
Mark, you gotta go. You gotta move.
Okay, I hear you.
We still have to toast your buns and make the patty and then melt the cheese.
I know. All right, time to cook the burger.
Go.
Pull out my frying pan, turn it on, oil. I'm looking for a Maillard reaction here, meaning you get that nice crust on the burger. That means you want your pan to be around 450 degrees Fahrenheit. Got my trusty laser thermometer here. We're rocking like 480, so it needs to come down just a bit. I'm just gonna gently put this in here.
Laid it away from him, that's good.
Making sure we have full surface contact so that Maillard reaction can take place. Come on, baby, chef hands. We got one more tool here. This is an infrared camera, but it's not just a thermometer, like it visually gives you that indication. Oh yeah, that's an even cook. Just the right temperature.
11 and a half minutes to go. You're kinda gotta get closer to that.
I feel like I gotta make up some time here. Go ahead and flip away from me. Woo! That's a Maillard reaction right there. All right, here we go.
Go.
I got some cheese. I'm gonna give my lid. Creates a nice little steam bath. Just gently melt the cheese.
Better not take too long because you've got 8 minutes, 45 seconds.
Woo, baby. While my cheese is melting, I'll go ahead and carefully cut my buns. That's a clean cut. Cheese check. Oh, that's looking melty. Let's pull this off.
Just under 6 minutes to go.
Here we go. Throw the buns on. I'm gonna start plating.
You're using the thermal camera
Oh
again.
yeah, I'm liking that. Condiments. Coming through. A little bit of sauce on the bottom bun. 2 layers of lettuce. My burger. Where's my burger?
Find the burger. Find the burger.
Where's the
Find the burger.
I'm looking.
It's right there.
Oh, I missed that.
30 seconds remaining.
Next up is the onion. Lightly salted tomato. Sauce on top.
Quick. You're forgetting one.
Fries.
You're forgetting one big thing. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Round of applause for Mark. Come on.
Let's go.
Thank you. This truly, I'm not lying, is like the best thing I've ever made. Nothing I've made has ever looked this good.
Unfortunately, I'm not the judge, so for everybody watching, Mark, why don't you describe your dish one last time before they comment down below their judgments.
We got a beautiful burger with an artisanal bun, all the classic toppings, special sauce, and then some double fried French fries with my proprietary seasoning blend.
Go comment down below if you think Mark Rober is now a master chef.
The moment of truth. That's really, really good. I think I'm gonna cry.
Today I've brought together the biggest chefs on YouTube with over 250 million followers and tens of billions of views to put them through the hardest cooking challenge they've ever faced. Welcome, chefs. We're playing my version of Follow the Leader.
Follow the leader.
Oh boy.
I'll cook an extremely difficult egg yolk pasta dish, and each of you must copy it exactly. And when I finish, you'll have one of the world's most famous food judges decide how you did.
I feel great. I feel wonderful. I feel like a winner.
I hope there's steak, but may the best man win.
Uncle Roger really tired. Let's just cook and go home.
Little nervous. Chef Rush is a big guy. Nick over there looking serious. It's intense.
I'm a little nervous, but I can do this.
Sous chefs, please bring in the ingredients.
What? This just got real.
In front of you is everything you'll need to make this egg yolk raviolo with king crab and beurre blanc. And your time to cook starts now. First, king crab, grab your scissors, cut off those legs.
Why you move so fast?
Yeah, whoa. I haven't used scissors since high school.
What is this art and craft?
These are small scissors.
Bayashi, all right?
I'm very scared.
Come on, Bayashi.
All right, legs off.
Grab your burner and your pot.
Whoa!
Then fill the pot with hot water. We're gonna steam the king crab. Crab legs in, cover it up.
How many? How many? You move too fast?
And set the whole thing off to the side.
Nick, you're moving fast right now.
Keep your workstations clean as you cook.
Okay, nephew Nick.
Next, we need to make our herb oil. Grab those herbs and grab your blender.
Did you say blender?
Add all your chives and your parsley. And then most of your dill, but save a little bit for plating at the end.
I already did everything.
Now, grab the olive oil. Fill some of the bottom of this with olive oil. We're making our beautiful green herb oil for plating at the end. By the way, remember that mystery judge that I mentioned?
Yes.
They won't be picking the winner. They'll help to guide the decision, but the final call is yours because you're the only ones watching the full cook. At the end of the video, make sure you comment down below to say who you think did it best. Lid on, screw it nice and tight.
I got oil all over my hands.
And then we are going to blend for 2 minutes. Go.
Let's go, baby!
Take it off.
I can't hear you, Nick. This reminds me of my childhood, talking over my mom and dad yelling.
Grab a small bowl. Grab your piece of cheesecloth and then grab a mini strainer. Place it over your bowl. Unscrew that blender and strain the herb oil. Beautiful.
This is the smallest cheesecloth I've ever seen.
It is small, isn't it?
Where the cheesecloth?
Use that mini whisk if you want and help guide it through. Press that herb oil quickly through the cheesecloth. Hurry up. Do not let your crab overcook.
Where the whisk? Where the whisk?
It's a fancy one. Look at this.
Max, that's not a strainer.
Disqualify.
Grab your squeeze bottle. Pour in that herb oil. Let's go. Hurry up. Hurry up. Let's go.
Okay.
Put that herb oil off to the side. Grab your ice bath and bring that in.
Ice bath, ice bath.
Why does it have to be so heavy?
The king crab is done. Grab your tongs.
Ha! Let's go.
Move that king crab straight into the ice bath. We need to shock it with that ice cold water right now so it doesn't overcook.
Whoa.
Even crab do cold plunge now.
Move that off to the side. We need to clean the crab. Grab those scissors again.
Oh boy.
Crab legs. You're going to open them up like this, pull out that tendon, then with your scissors cut very carefully down the edge of the king crab legs, both sides. Do not damage your king crab. The judge and everybody watching will notice.
Oh, that looks so good.
Look at how beautiful this is. This is what your king crab leg should look like.
Can I eat this?
Oh, it's so spiny. This thing is so sharp.
You need to clean 3 of these, quickly.
3?
3?
Oh man.
Look at this. Nice and floppy.
Uga, hurry up, come on.
No problem.
Legs out. Oh, beautiful. Keep moving.
Nephew Nick, you have to relax a bit. Time is just illusion. Okay, I thought you can go now. Don't need to wait for them.
Clean your workstation and get ready to make fresh pasta.
I don't do fresh pasta.
Well, today you do. Flour into the center of your cutting board.
Come on, Nick.
I need something to clean this with.
Use the bowl to make a nice well in the flour. That's where the eggs are gonna go.
Boom. Use the bowl.
Listen very carefully. I have given each of you 12 eggs. You need to use 11 of the egg yolks in the pasta dough. 1 of the egg yolks is for your pasta at the very end. There is 0 room for error here. Now, separate out 11 egg yolks into the center of your cutting board.
I'm covered in eggs.
Why are you so messy, Max?
Dude, I don't know, man.
Chef Rush, how are you separating small egg yolks so fast with such big hands?
You know what? I'm delicate.
Don't tell anybody.
11 egg yolks. Remember, there is 0 room for error because you need that 12th egg yolk to finish your pasta at the very end.
Down.
Wow!
Bayashi, so fast.
Well, of course, it makes sense. So all Bayashi does is use egg yolks on his videos, so it makes sense.
Hurry up, guys. Come on.
Bayashi, can you help me?
Yeah, sure.
Arigato, Bayashi.
Grab your fork and mix up those egg yolks. Here we go. We all know how to make fresh pasta, right?
No.
No.
Once those egg yolks are mixed up fully, start to pull that flour in from the edges of your well. Do not break the outside of the well or everything will become a crazy mess.
Too late.
Grab your bench scraper to help you keep things organized too.
What is bench scraper?
Once you've mixed enough, use the bench scraper and then fold everything together here. Bayashi, what are you doing?
Is this?
No, it's not. That's your final plate.
Oh no. Oh.
That's not good.
This is not fair to Bayashi. He need translator. No translator here?
Get in there with your hands and start to knead. Quick, quick, quick.
One thing about Nick is he moves fast.
Can I get some regular man gloves? What's this, like extra small?
Oh.
Max, did you just lose a bunch of your pasta?
Yeah, it just flew off. Maybe I can steal some of Chef's. Can I get like a
Yeah,
little?
of course you can.
Just a little
Go
bit.
ahead. Yeah, of course. Go ahead. No, take more.
Is
Take
this
more.
fine? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna hurt me.
That's later.
You'll need to knead your pasta dough for about 5 to 7 minutes at least. Make sure it's nice and beautiful and smooth, okay? Because of these beautiful egg yolks, it should look nice and bright orange.
Pasta is so exhausting.
Chef Rush has a really unfair advantage at this part.
You know what I was just thinking that.
I just can't get mine to come together. I'm gonna try adding a little water.
Little water.
Oh, it's boiling water. Okay.
Hurry up, guys, let's go.
Uncle is so tired.
When your dough is nice and smooth like this, cover it up with plastic wrap and set this off to the side to rest.
Dude, I'm just going right through, man.
Here we go.
Now, we're gonna move on to make our filling.
Dude.
What? Cheese.
Add in some ricotta cheese.
How much?
Grab a little bit of your dill and chop that up nice and fine. This is where we gotta do those knife skills, everybody.
There goes in. Bada bing, bada boom.
Then grab your lemon and a microplane, add in some lemon zest. That'll give some nice acidity to the filling.
It smells amazing.
Oh, smells so good.
Tiny sprinkle of seafood seasoning, not much. And then salt to taste.
Uncle Roger bring my own special seasoning. MSG. Nobody else have this. We're gonna beat all competition with this.
What is that, Uncle Roger?
None of your business.
Last thing, grab one of the crab legs and chop it up super, super fine. This is how we're gonna get that crab meat into that filling.
If Chef Rush lose, he gonna beat you up, so Uncle Roger's scared.
That's a true statement. Everybody gonna get it.
Add that crab filling in, then mix it all up and season to taste. Make sure this tastes delicious. It should taste a little on the salty side on purpose. That's one big mistake you can make if it's not salty enough.
This is where my MSG gonna shine.
Wait, what?
What? Nothing. Nothing.
Now, under your station, grab your piping bag. Then trim off the tip and add in that ricotta king crab filling. Should look something like this. Tie it up, get it off to the side.
Wait.
Bring back in that burner with your pan.
Hold on.
Nick, relax.
You said taste it to seasoning. We gotta taste it.
Then while that lightly starts heating up, grab a shallot and chop that shallot nice and fine.
Shallot.
Oh, come on, Nick.
Chef Rush is so quick.
Chef Rush, not talking.
It's very scary when he stopped talking.
If I don't win this, somebody's in trouble.
Chop that shallot up nice and fine. Be very, very careful. Nobody cut their fingers here.
You want people to not cut themselves, but you also want them to be quick.
Add a little bit of olive oil. Crank up the heat. Grab your wooden spoon.
Oh, that's hot.
Once that oil is nice and hot, shallots in. You should hear that nice sizzle.
Oh, yeah.
Hit those shallots with a little more Osmo. And then, watch carefully. Pour this in. Then pull your pan back and flambe.
Yo!
Oh, there we go.
Yo!
Oh, my God.
Whoa! Look at this wok. Hey, yo!
This is the dragon, baby!
Mine's small.
Now, we are cooking.
That was fun.
Do I still have eyebrows?
Yeah, little bit.
Barely.
Grab your white wine and your white wine vinegar and toss each of these in. Then grab your cream and add about 1/2 or 3/4.
Half.
Right now we are making a beautiful sauce called a beurre blanc.
That is the hardest sauce ever. I've never gotten it right.
It's all so easy. It's just cream and random stuff.
Stir this up for just a minute or two. We want to thicken it up just slightly and get all that beautiful sweet shallot flavor in there. And once it's thick enough to coat the back of your wooden spoon like this, turn off the heat, add in your butter, and whisk until fully combined. When that sauce is done, taste it, make sure it's perfect.
My sauce is perfect.
Then use whatever container you have left and strain that sauce. It should be nice and thick and creamy.
All right, Let's see here.
Container. Uncle Roger, I have no more container.
Hi. Oh, right in front of you. It's right in front.
Hiya.
Now for the hard part, rolling out the pasta.
Wait.
Open up your pasta now. Cut your pasta dough in half.
Cut in half.
Then use that olive oil bottle to roll it out ever so slightly.
Oh no, it's getting stuck to my olive oil bottle.
Bring in your pasta roller.
Oh God.
Go ahead and start rolling it out. We want to roll it out to the thinnest setting possible into a beautiful sheet.
Mine can't even reach that far.
Bayashi, what are you doing? That's too low.
What? I can fix.
Mine's just not coming out. Chef, what is going on? How? Dude, I'm putting it through the thing. What's wrong here?
Whoa! I can fix. Here you go.
All right, up to setting number 3. Let's go.
Wait, 1 jump straight to 3?
Mine is not going in.
Everybody else seems to know how to make pasta.
I'm Max the meat guy, not Max the pasta guy.
We're the meat people. We don't make pasta.
The pasta sheet is going to do most of the work for you if you do this correctly.
No.
Uncle Roger, what are you doing?
The wheels are coming off right now, Nick.
Finish with setting number 8.
That looks like a silk scarf, Chef.
I appreciate it, brother.
How is Chef Rush beating all of you guys like this?
He's a White House chef, Nick. What are you talking about?
Yeah, Chef Rush cooked for all the Bushes and all the Obama.
I am done. Let's go.
Uncle Roger.
It all getting stuck. Uncle Guga, I need your help.
I got you, Uncle Roger. I got you.
It's okay.
It's coming.
This is like making ramen, but different.
That's right, but don't push it.
Done for you.
Oh, look at that. There you go.
Once you've got your beautiful pasta sheet, flour it up a little bit just to make sure nothing sticks. Take your pasta machine away. I'm not stopping for anybody. Let's go. Cut the pasta sheet in half. Here we go.
Wow, yours looks so good, Chef.
Thanks, brother.
That is beautiful.
Listen, you're only making 1 beautiful egg yolk raviolo. It's gonna cut open and spill out with that egg yolk like a chocolate lava cake.
Wait, what? All this for 1 raviolo?
Grab that bowl of water underneath your station. You're gonna take that piping bag with the crab ricotta filling. You're going to make a beautiful nest in a circle, just big enough for that egg yolk.
Little nest?
Oh boy.
Take that egg, separate out a yolk. Make sure that yolk does not break, and place that egg yolk into the center of your nest.
I broke the yolk.
Guga.
And I don't have any more eggs. Come on! Do you have more eggs? Anybody?
It's barely on there.
Now, take your water and all around the edge, paint some water. We don't want the pasta to dry out here. Make another top sheet, and very carefully, you're going to lay this sheet of pasta right over the top of the other one.
This is way too intense.
And shape it ever so carefully. Do not break your yolk and do not leave any air bubbles.
My dough isn't big enough.
Grab a ring mold and use that ring mold to shape the pasta perfectly. It must be a perfect circle for our judge and for everybody watching.
I don't think I've ever been this focused before. Locked in.
Look at that, perfectly flat.
You.
Take your pasta cutter, cut it into a perfect square. You need to be really focused and careful when you cut this here.
Stick for me.
So many equipment Uncle Roger never see before.
This is what yours should look like. See it? 3, 2, 1, good.
What?
Put that off to the side.
Voila.
It's time to cook that pasta. Grab your burner, heat back on.
Nick.
Grab your pan.
Relax.
Little bit of boiling water into the pan. We're going to cook it in some shallow boiling water. As I think we all know, you cannot forget to salt your pasta water.
Oh, I messed up.
You're behind, Bayashi. Let's go.
Nephew Nick very bossy today.
Pasta is going in. We're not going to cook it for long. Just enough that the outsides get nice and warm, the pasta cooks, but the egg yolk cannot overcook.
Yes, sir.
Each of you must decide how long to cook your pasta. It must be perfectly cooked for when the judge cuts into that egg yolk. If it doesn't spill out like a chocolate lava cake, you failed.
Uh-oh.
Clean off your cutting board, grab your plate. Now watch carefully. I'm only gonna do this once. And when I finish, you'll have just 60 more seconds before one of the world's most famous food judges decides how you did. While your pasta's cooking, take a king crab leg, cut it in a beautiful diagonal angle. We need 3 nice pieces like this to go on top of our king crab dish, and then cut some really nice, super thin pieces of that king crab. To plate, ring mold in the center of your plate, then take the small, thin pieces of king crab and place them all down like a little king crab carpaccio. Once that's in, trout roe into your sauce, beurre blanc all around the plate, herb oil around the plate like that, and then pasta. A little bit more lemon zest over the top. 3 pieces of king crab, place them around as you wish. Finishing touch, just a little bit of dill on top. Done. Your 60 seconds starts now. Let's go.
60 seconds.
10 slices in. Dude, I'm not even close right now.
45 seconds. Let's go.
Trout in.
All my trout's in.
Come on, guys. Quick.
I cannot open this trout container.
30 seconds. Get it on the plate.
Why does mine look so floppy?
Green thing. Where's the green thing?
Yes.
10 seconds.
What?
Can I get a little deal, man? Just look inside. Thanks, brother.
Yes, sir.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
this the best I can do.
Look good. Give me 5.
Nice job. How does everyone feel?
Nervous.
Scared.
Chef, are you nervous?
I don't get nervous.
Chef Rush don't have feelings.
So who's the judge?
Your judge today is one of the most famous people in food television history. She's judged one of my favorite shows, Chopped, for over a decade.
Wow.
And maybe best of all, she's one of the few Iron Chefs anywhere in the world. And remember, she's not actually picking a winner. She'll help you make your decision on who did best in the comments down below. Please welcome our judge, Alex Guarnaschelli.
Whoa!
No way.
Go!
Start over with me. Let's see how I did.
I'm gonna grade the teacher in front of the students. In case the egg doesn't break, may I say how stunning this dish looks?
The egg will break.
Okay, I'm going for it. Come on.
Yep.
We have a winner.
There you go.
I would give this a 9.999 out of 10. Perfect. I've started with the gold standard, and now let's see where everybody else ends up. Hi.
Nice to meet you.
First reaction, I know that you got all the flavors here. I can tell by the way it looks. Visually, I'd say I wish you had turned these pieces of crab on their side. I think the roe could have been spread out a little more. But the real test, is it gonna break?
Yes.
I'm nervous for you.
Come on.
It probably just got ever so slightly overcooked. This is your first time making it.
Yes.
Flavors are really good. I'm just missing that dramatic egg break. Might hurt you in the comments a little bit there.
Arigato.
Next is Guga.
Are you ready?
Yes.
I need you to just exude positivity towards this.
Medium rare. Medium rare.
Oh, wow. Literally perfect. Let's see your filling. Exceptionally seasoned filling. I wouldn't have minded 42 more seconds on the pasta cook. The filling is really the star of your plate for me.
Thank you so much. Coming from you, big deal.
Hello, Miss Alex.
How are you? It's nice to meet you.
This very stressful dish. My life expectancy shorter now after this cooking. Okay, I know what you're gonna say. Crab
Hey,
eater
hey,
turn.
hey, hey, hey. Don't judge yourself.
Okay. I feel nervous.
Sauce is fantastic. Oof. What do I taste in there?
It's just salt, regular salt.
I'm pretty sure it's MSG.
What? No, don't sabotage me like that. If the yolk not running, MSG cannot say.
Are you ready?
Yes, let's do it.
Up.
Yo!
Beautiful.
Nice. It's so sensual.
The cook on your dough is perfect.
What, really?
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Oh.
You don't need the MSG.
How's it going?
Good. Oh, I like you lead with a smile. Good job. But you know it comes down to the food.
Quaking in my boots.
You shouldn't be. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
I wish these pieces of crab were thicker.
I had a whole king crab too to start with, and that's what I put in front of you. I'm ashamed.
Let's see the cook. Little shell.
Oh, ooh.
It's all right. It's okay.
How could that possibly be a shell in there?
Are you ready?
No.
Look at this.
Yo.
Look at this. Come on. That's stunning.
I'm not a pasta guy. I'm a
What
meat
does that
guy.
mean? You're
I'm
a meat guy?
Yeah, by name.
What is your name?
Oh, Max.
The meat man or something? What?
Pretty much.
You have the best tasting dough of any dish here, but I did eat a shell, so I'm gonna let everybody do the math on that. Hi.
Hello.
I'm a little intimidated.
No, I am as well.
You didn't exactly follow the rules that Nick set.
What's he gonna do about it?
I mean, I'm feeling a little like I don't even know if I want to judge you. Your dish looks great, thank you. I'm not gonna eat it, I'm too scared.
You must.
Okay. Oh my God, it's perfect. It's so good. I feel like if the egg is so afraid that it's gonna break even if it's overcooked, because even the egg is afraid of you. Oh, telltale sign. Look at that.
Perfect.
This is beautiful. Look at this. Look at that. It's like a perfect little triangle in there. This is the best seasoned dish out of all of them. I think you could have been a little neater with your dill and your crab, but the flavors, the seasoning in particular, really tip-top. Delicious.
Thank you.
Can I go now?
You can go.
Okay, it's so good to meet you. Yeah.
You as well.
Bye.
Go to the comments down below and vote who you think did best. Spoon. Why don't you go first? Be really careful putting that in.
I'm gonna have Nick pour because I don't trust myself.
Here we go.
Oh!
Wait for it.
Oh, look at it! Oh, what? That looks crazy.
I think mine's gonna look cooler. Oh. Let's see.
Here we go.
Oh, here it comes, here it comes, here it comes.
Here we go.
Oh,
Look at the marshmallows!
Oh, that opened up so cool.
How great is this?
This is awesome.
I'm gonna use a hot knife to cut this one open, just so you can see what it looks like when it's not melted, because I'm very curious, and I'm sure you are too.
Oh, what is this though? What is the white?
Wait a second, is that graham crackers, marshmallows, chocolate? Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I think so.
S'mores, the best thing ever to make over a campfire. I'll bet you guys anything I make my s'mores way different than he does his.
Well, mine will be better.
Let's see. S'mores are easy. All you need is chocolate.
Yeah.
I always think s'mores are better with a giant marshmallow.
Dude, these are huge. What is this? This is not normal.
My trick is I take my marshmallow and I bite off just a little bit to expose the sticky part here. Then I press on my chocolate and it sticks to that sticky part, and the chocolate will melt right over that marshmallow. The best part, I can spin it all the way around and it stays on there.
Okay, that's a little genius. My method is simple. You just put your marshmallow on a stick and then you just place it on the fire and let it sit. Meanwhile, you get the rest of the stuff ready. I'm gonna get my graham cracker, I'm gonna split it in half. We're gonna put 2 pieces of chocolate here.
Patrick.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, this is part of it, dude. Leave it. And this is the fastest way to toast it by far. Place that right on top of your chocolate to kind of melt your chocolate. And right here is the greatest s'mores you've ever seen.
That is disgusting. The entire thing's just lit on fire. It's not even a s'more anymore. This is the perfect s'more. Look at how perfectly that chocolate is melted on top.
Yours does look pretty good. You can even see the Mr. Beast logo.
Yeah, and remember, at the end of the video, Mr. Beast and I are gonna choose one of you watching to get a free lifetime supply of chocolate. Imagine never having to buy chocolate again in your entire life.
One of you watching is very lucky right now.
S'mores are awesome, but there's another thing that you can make with chocolate that has all the exact same ingredients and tastes even better. And it's called chocolate pizza.
That sounds amazing.
We'll start by painting the entire crust with a little bit of syrup.
Next, we're gonna use Nutella for the pizza sauce.
Oh wait, this is crazy. Pat used to work at Domino's.
Yeah.
And because of that, he knows how to assemble a pizza better than anyone I know. Now, on with our marshmallows. Like I said, it's already got all the ingredients of a s'more.
Where's the graham cracker?
In the crust.
Oh, that's why it smells so good.
And now, before we add on the rest of our ingredients, into the oven it goes to bake. Here's our baked pizza.
That looks amazing.
But all it's missing is some chocolate salami.
Chocolate salami?
This will take us just seconds to make. We've got this beautiful chocolate ganache with a bit of butter.
And to that, we'll add some crushed pistachios.
As well as some crumbled shortbread. And then we'll mix it all up, with the goal being to get it nice and fully combined.
For the final step, we're gonna lay down some plastic wrap.
And then on goes our chocolate salami mix. Once you've rolled it up into a nice log,
let it harden in the fridge overnight.
And then just one final step. Coat it all in powdered sugar so it looks exactly like salami.
That's cool, man.
The only final test, seeing if it actually looks like perfect salami.
That looks exactly like salami.
I mean, just look at this slice. That's a piece of salami.
To finish off this pizza, we're gonna add on our salami.
As well as a couple slices of strawberry. That is as good of a chocolate pizza as you are ever gonna see.
At Domino's, what we did was slam, boom.
That looks amazing.
Yeah, look at that.
Cheers.
Cheers. Whoa, that's better than any pizza I ever made at Domino's.
We're making a lot of Italian things out of chocolate. We just made pizza, then we made salami. How about some pasta? Specifically, chocolate ravioli. Let's show them how to make it.
How do you make it?
All you do is whip together a quick chocolate pasta dough, and then just like normal pasta, we'll roll it through our machine.
What? I can't believe this works. Look at that.
Smell it.
Chocolate. Now we'll lay our pasta dough carefully over our ravioli cutter.
Then we'll press this in to make little dimples for our filling. And in goes some chocolate cheese.
And finally, we'll add chocolate ganache to each hole.
This is chocolate that'll melt when we cook the ravioli. And once we've covered it up, we'll cut it so it looks like this.
What is it? What?
I'll use some Osmo to salt our pasta water like the ocean.
And then in goes our chocolate ravioli.
These look amazing. Look at those. Once our pasta's cooked, I'll add some raspberry sauce to a plate.
Then of course, your ravioli.
And then my favorite part, some white chocolate instead of Parmesan cheese.
It looks just like Parmesan cheese though.
The most important part here is to see if it actually spills out.
Oh, you got it. That's so perfect.
Take a bite, take a bite.
Okay. Mamma mia, that's amazing. Can we please cook some more Italian food?
One more Italian thing. We'll make chocolate spaghetti.
Spaghetti?
spaghetti. Right here we have this chocolate liquid. All we do is put this straw into the liquid.
Oh, and then pull the syringe to suck in the chocolate.
Now I'll bring in a bowl of ice water, and that's going to immediately harden the chocolate spaghetti. And then all we do is just push the chocolate spaghetti out of the tube.
Oh, what's going on? Look at this. This is definitely the weirdest way to make spaghetti.
We'll add it to a nice bowl along with a bit more white chocolate Parmesan cheese and a mint leaf to finish it off.
That's so nice.
And there you have it, perfect chocolate spaghetti. What are you doing?
I'm spelling out my name.
No, there's way better ways to spell with chocolate.
There is?
There are two different methods of writing with chocolate that we're gonna try here. The first one is called the chocolate writing hack, and the second one is the chocolate pen.
For this one, I'm gonna drop a chocolate bar into some warm water. And once it's fully melted, we're gonna bring it over to this bowl, and I'm gonna carefully cut off a small corner.
And if you haven't seen this online, the chocolate is supposed to harden into whatever shapes or words you made. I'm really curious to see what you're gonna write. What are you doing?
Just wait, trust me. Boom.
Liam?
Yeah, because I know there's a Liam watching right now.
Oh, yeah, that's probably true. What's up, Liam? While we let this harden, why don't we try out the chocolate pen? Oh, good thing it comes with instructions.
We're never gonna learn anything.
I'm just gonna skip the setup process and boom, chocolate pen.
Oh, that is sick. Wow, that's efficient.
I made my signature, which is an N with a knife going through it that's also a D for my last name.
That's cool.
Only problem is we just had to do this 4 times in a row, and this thing doesn't work at all. If Patrick can get his letters off the ice without breaking them, I think there's a really good chance he wins this. One more letter.
Let's go!
I think it's fair to say the chocolate writing hack with the melted bar works a lot better.
Yeah, I agree.
And there is one other really cool thing you can do by melting chocolate bars.
What's that?
This beautiful chocolate bark.
Oh, no, that's crazy! Look at all these swirls. These are so perfect.
Wait. We're gonna show them how to make it. All you do is lay out a bunch of squares of chocolate on a baking sheet.
And then toss this into the oven for about 5 minutes at the lowest setting until it melts. Oh, these look so shiny.
And now for the fun part, you take a wooden stick. Check this out.
Oh,
yeah.
That's so satisfying.
I know. Isn't that insane? Check that out.
Oh,
come on, Pat.
So cool.
Is that not beautiful?
Oh, that is.
That's art. Actually, it's not really art compared to the art we're gonna see later in this video, including a Ratatouille painting made completely from chocolate that I'm gonna give to one of you, as well as a giant mystery chocolate sculpture I'm gonna make with the best chocolate sculptor anywhere on the planet, but still looks pretty good.
After you let this cool,
it'll look something like this.
Sick! That's really sick! Dude, I can't believe how good this looks!
I wanna see what the back looks like.
Oh.
Because if the front looks like this, the back probably looks unbelievably cool.
Oh.
Is it awesome?
No, not at all. But the front!
I think this is going to make for the perfect plate for our chocolate sushi.
Genius.
It's very simple. All you need, 1 container of Oreos and a little bit of milk.
That's it?
All we do is start separating the cookie and the filling of the Oreos.
Oh, look how perfect mine came out.
I kind of wish they sold Oreos that were already separated for us.
That'd be nice.
Now, into the blender with the cookies only, go ahead and pulse it up.
All right.
Now we basically want to turn this into a dough, so we'll add a tiny splash of milk or cream, and then continue pulsing and pouring until we get a dough.
Okay.
There it is.
Yep, there we go.
Oh, it smells so good.
Amazing.
We'll place our dough down on some plastic wrap, and then roll it between 2 sheets of plastic wrap to make a nice flat dough. You can think of this right here as your sushi rice.
For the filling, we got all the insides of the Oreo, plus a little cream.
And now just whisk until smooth. Lay your filling down, spread it out, and to finish, roll it up just like you would any sushi roll. And we are left with the perfect chocolate sushi roll. Time for the moment of truth.
Oh, that is so cool.
As promised, we're gonna use this chocolate bark from earlier as our plate.
It looks amazing, but I feel like something is missing.
What about chocolate caviar?
But how would we do that?
It's not that hard. All you do is add some hot water to a little bit of chocolate syrup, and then sprinkle in some gelatin and stir it all up. Then here's where the magic comes in. Simply drop that solution into some cold oil and watch it turn into pearls of chocolate caviar.
Oh, that is so cool.
Would you ever think you could do this with chocolate?
Never. I could do this all day.
Yeah, it's fun. When you're done, all you do is strain it out, and you're left with all of this amazing chocolate caviar. Look at how beautiful these are.
I can't believe this worked.
If you really want to get fancy, you can put it in a caviar tin like this. And now we can finish off our chocolate sushi. Voila.
That looks so amazing.
Let's put some nice Japanese music on here, and
cheers.
I didn't think chocolate sushi could ever look this good.
The caviar really puts it over the top. It's something Willy Wonka would have made.
Wait till you see what I have next. Close your eyes. I just gotta open this up real quick. This is an actual chocolate bar that was used in the movie Willy Wonka.
No way, are you kidding me? Can we open this?
Before we open it up to see if there's a golden ticket inside, I wanna make something real quick with all this bubble wrap. It's called bubble wrap chocolate. It was a really big trend that went around where people pour chocolate onto bubble wrap. It leaves this really cool looking texture. That said, I wouldn't try this one at home because it probably leaks a lot of plastic into your food, which is not good, but we're gonna try it right now so that you don't have to. All we do is pour some chocolate onto this bubble wrap.
And now I'm gonna move this around to spread the chocolate all over the bubble wrap.
And just so you don't have to wait, we've already let one of these harden. Everybody quiet, just listen to this.
Oh, dude, look at that. Look at all that texture. It looks crazy.
I'm not sure why I want to do this, but
no. Oh.
I just wanted to get the snap. Okay, now back to our rare chocolates. In front of us are 3 of the rarest chocolate bars anywhere in the world. Willy Wonka touched this chocolate bar right here.
How much did you pay for this?
I shouldn't say. But here's what I've been waiting to do all video. We have to see if there's a golden ticket inside, Patrick. What will you do if there's a golden ticket in this bar?
I would call my mom and let her know that I got the golden ticket.
I cannot believe I'm doing this. Oh. I don't want to touch this without putting gloves on.
Yeah, you gotta put gloves on.
I think I can get it off without really damaging it.
Careful, 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 careful.
Could have been worse. Could have been worse.
Look at that. Actual chocolate bar from the movie Willy Wonka. And it says right here, win a trip to Wonka's chocolate factory.
My hands are literally shaking holding this.
They should be. I mean, that thing is worth a lot of money.
Let's look at the other 2 rare chocolates before we open this one.
Okay.
This one is a Feastables bar that was actually signed by Mr. Beast himself.
That's pretty cool.
I'm gonna send this to someone who comments down below.
You better leave a comment.
Now for this. Patrick, have you ever seen chocolate that looks anything like this?
No, you sure that's chocolate?
Not only is it chocolate, it is the world's most expensive chocolate bar.
And we're gonna eat this?
Oh yeah. This is a Toak chocolate bar. Even the packaging it comes in is insane.
Yeah, this is the most nicely packed chocolate bar I've ever seen. And it comes with a booklet. Wait, what is this?
This is a cacao pod. This is the fruit that grows chocolate. I bet so many of you don't know this, but chocolate actually grows on trees in these really weird looking shaped pods. When we're done with this, maybe we'll open one up and try it out, but let's finish with this first.
Sounds good.
Beautiful box. Here we go.
Whoa.
There's a pair of tongs inside.
That is so cool. I feel like we discovered gold.
Don't forget though, they give us this ceramic plate for the chocolate bar to go on top of. There's more packaging. We're still not there. We have been unwrapping this thing for 5 full minutes.
It's never ending.
There it is, the world's most expensive chocolate bar. I'll get you a piece with the tongs. Maybe once you try it, I'll tell you how much each bite costs.
Whoa.
That was a $50 bite.
What? That's like a whole meal and a half.
Let's just find out if I have the golden ticket before I get mad.
It wasn't that good. He got ripped off. Is it time?
Yeah, I think so. I want to open this bar like a surgeon.
Okay, I'm very nervous. Be careful. Slowly. Come on, man. This thing's 30 years old. Slow down.
If there's a golden ticket, it's going to be on the other side. My heart's beating so fast right now.
I can't believe we're doing this.
Ready?
3, 2, 1.
Wait a second. Patrick, the bar is... It's plastic.
What? This isn't real chocolate.
It's plastic.
We were lied to.
The whole entire movie, all the props must have been plastic. I thought for sure this was gonna be real chocolate.
A little disappointed, not gonna lie.
There is still some good news. We still get to open up a cacao fruit.
Yes.
Here's the fruit you just saw on that box of chocolate. These are called cacao pods, and you can do some really amazing things with them. Just so you understand exactly what this is, you turn it into chocolate by breaking it open and removing the seeds. And those seeds, if you cut one open, have this purple part on the inside that eventually turns into your chocolate bar. But on the outside, there's this white fruit, and you can use it to make a juice that's kind of a combination between lychee, pear, and lemonade. So first, we're gonna use these to make some chocolate water.
Chocolate water?
Go ahead and crack one open.
Oh!
Check this out.
Oh,
Some people say it looks a little bit like an ice cream cone.
It smells so good. It's crazy that this is where chocolate comes from.
To make the chocolate water, we're gonna empty all these seeds into a bowl, and then we're actually just gonna take this coffee press here and add in a bunch of the seeds, and then we'll cover this with some water. And after we let this sit for a while, we can press it all down to get our chocolate water.
That looks so good.
I'm gonna let you taste a tiny bit. How is it?
Woo! It doesn't taste anything like chocolate, but very fruity, but delicious.
Even just eating the straight up seeds is insane. But the best part is we can make a lot cooler things with this than just water. The first, chocolate shaved ice. Right here, I have this ice core of frozen chocolate water. The way this machine works is really simple. I'm gonna slide this chocolate water core right into the center of our machine. Then Patrick's gonna close it down, and watch carefully because this is gonna happen really fast.
Oh! No! All right, stop it!
Is that crazy?
That is crazy. Look at this. That right there is perfect chocolate snow.
But if you want, you can even cover it all over after with actual chocolate syrup.
That's amazing.
Here we go. I just know how good that is. But wait, there's more.
More?
You can also make edible chocolate glass. All you need is a little bit of that chocolate. Oh, the pan broke. What happened? Black glass was not meant to break. Let's try that again. Into a pot, we'll add some of our chocolate water,
then lots of sugar,
and finally, some corn syrup. And once it reaches 300 Fahrenheit, pour it onto a tray and let it harden until it becomes firm and brittle. You'll be left with beautiful chocolate glass.
Dude, that's crazy. I can't believe it's that see-through.
You wanna break it this time?
Yeah. Check this out.
There's one more thing we can do with our chocolate water that's even cooler than this.
What could that be?
Clear chocolate bar. All you do is add your chocolate water into a pot,
add in a bunch of gelatin, and then add in a few drops of chocolate extract.
This is literally just super concentrated liquid chocolate. Smell that.
Oh man, it smells like I'm in a room with 1,000 bars of chocolate.
And once it's been fully mixed, all we do is add it carefully to our chocolate mold, and with a little movie magic, our clear chocolate bar is ready.
That is one of the coolest things I've ever seen in my entire life. I didn't even know this was possible.
The craziest part of all is that this should still taste exactly like a chocolate bar.
No way. It tastes like chocolate.
This was pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
I've got an even cooler chocolate bar to show you. This is called holographic chocolate.
That is crazy. How does this even work?
I'm actually gonna have my friend Mark Rober explain this one.
The way it works is actually pretty simple. The chocolate mold has a special shiny film, kind of like a holographic sticker, that presses tiny patterns into the chocolate. Then those tiny patterns bend light in different directions, which is what makes the chocolate look like a rainbow.
Thanks, Mark.
He's a genius.
All we're gonna do to make this is just fill up the chocolate molds with melted chocolate. We'll do our best to make sure the chocolate touches as much of the mold as possible on the bottom. And then we get our holographic chocolate.
That is so cool. Look at that.
Look at mine. Mine has hearts all over it.
Mine has this cool triangle pattern going on. This is so cool. I want to do more chocolate experiments.
This next one is called hydrophobic chocolate. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but I will tell you this is one of the coolest things I have ever seen.
I can't wait to see this.
All you do is fill a bowl up with some milk. I love milk. Grab a spoon and get a nice big scoop of cocoa powder. And then if you dip it, it forms a thin layer of milk over the entire thing, but the second you poke it, the milk slowly falls away.
No way, we gotta do that again.
I could literally do this all day long. This is the most fun thing ever. I'm gonna just keep doing this.
Should we just do this for the rest of the video?
We're gonna keep moving along with these chocolate science experiments and test what everyone on the internet calls indestructible chocolate.
How can chocolate be indestructible?
Well, according to all these videos, you can do a ton of different things to this chocolate bar right here and it just won't melt.
I gotta see this for myself.
The first thing I will say, not a normal looking chocolate bar, but I kind of like the look of it. First test, I'm gonna put one in a pan, and then we're gonna take a normal chocolate bar and we'll stick that right alongside it.
So you're telling me this one's gonna melt and this one won't?
That's what they say.
What?
I wanna let this pan get dangerously hot right now. Wow, it is melting fully now.
See some smoke.
Wow. This one's doing nothing.
Nothing, it's just sitting there. How is it possible?
Let's see.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's like fully melted.
And then this one, listen.
What?
It's normal chocolate. The pan is so hot right now that this water should turn right away into steam.
Oh, wow.
This thing is still untouched.
What is going on?
It survived test number 1, so let's go to test number 2, the microwave. Let's toss it in for a minute. No way this doesn't melt.
Yeah, this has to melt. It's ready. It didn't even melt. How is this possible? What is this thing made out of?
But it looks exactly the same. Now for the final test, fire. If this doesn't melt it, nothing will.
Oh, it is burning, but I don't think it's melting.
How is this thing not melting? It's on fire, but it's still not melting.
What kind of magic is going on here?
This does not seem possible.
Look at that. What is this thing made out of? Can we please do one more chocolate experiment?
Fine. Our next experiment is more magic than science, but it's called the infinite chocolate hack. You might have seen these videos online where people take a regular chocolate bar, then make a few cuts in it and slide the pieces around, and all of a sudden, you end up with a free extra piece of chocolate. Honestly, it doesn't make any sense, but we're gonna try it out and see if it works.
That's impossible.
First, Patrick, let's pick that up, show everybody that it's a normal chocolate bar.
Totally normal chocolate bar.
All we do is take a warm knife and cut right through the center of the chocolate bar.
That's a clean cut.
Then we cut out this corner piece right here.
Nice.
And the third and final cut is cutting off this piece right here. There's no movie magic here, there's no trickery. We are showing you exactly what is happening. This leaves us with 4 different parts. But when you push them all together, it still turns back into that original sized chocolate bar.
So when does the infinite part come in?
If you move these pieces out, then shift this piece up here and drop this piece back into here, you end up with a free piece of chocolate. 1 full bar, 1 extra piece.
What? How is this even possible? These experiments are amazing. Can we do another one?
One more. How about some chocolate elephant toothpaste? Safety glasses on, a little bit of dish soap into this beaker, a little bit of chocolate extract,
and separately into some warm water with some yeast.
And then, very carefully, we'll pour this in.
Oh! Look at that! Why is this happening? Whoa!
What?
Why is this happening?
Because of science. That right there is why they call it elephant toothpaste.
That was cool.
Does it smell like chocolate?
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, speaking of toothpaste, follow me to the bathroom for the next thing.
What? Nick, why are we in the bathroom together?
Well, it turns out there's a Wonka chocolate toothpaste out there, so obviously we had to try it. To be fair, it does look pretty cool, right?
Yeah, I mean, but why does it exist? Also, isn't chocolate bad for your teeth?
I mean, it says trusted by dentists, so it must be somewhat healthy. Let's see what the toothpaste actually looks like.
Oh, it looks exactly like chocolate syrup.
Yeah, it does. Let's brush.
Oh, no. Oh. Oh,
It's making my teeth dirtier.
this feels wrong. This is awful. Look at my teeth.
And I had to ship this all the way from Australia.
You must have paid a ton for that, and it's not even good.
Actually, I spent even more on this machine right here.
What is this?
This is the Cocoa Press. It is a 3D chocolate printer, and we can use it to print anything we want out of chocolate.
That's impossible. No way this is real.
Well, actually, I already made a few things with this today. First, I made the Eiffel Tower, which looked absolutely perfect. And then I decided to print a dinosaur because who doesn't want a chocolate dinosaur? And finally, I 3D printed a chess piece because we're gonna need it for what we're gonna do right after this.
These are next level. Look at this. I've never seen a chocolate dinosaur in my entire life.
Wait until you see the rest. We've got a chocolate rose, a chocolate bunny, a chocolate moose, this really cool looking skull,
That's sick.
a Christmas tree, a crazy chocolate bowl, Albert Einstein, and even this shark that actually moves.
How is that even possible? I can't help myself. I gotta eat the dinosaur right away.
Why would you do that?
Because it's absolutely delicious.
As long as you don't eat this chocolate chess piece, because we need it for our chocolate games.
Oh, this is crazy.
What do you want to play first?
Okay, Legos look fun.
I want to see who can roll the higher number on a die.
I'm gonna win.
Okay.
Easy.
It's ready? 3, 2, 1.
Oh, 10! 10,
You gotta be kidding me.
Let's go!
I rolled double ones.
I knew I was gonna beat you.
In front of us, we have literally everything you could ever want to play, all made out of chocolate.
I don't even know how this is possible.
Did you know when I was a kid, I took chess lessons every night?
Really?
But we weren't using chocolate.
Yeah, I would assume so.
We even have a chocolate racket. Throw me something.
All right, here we go.
I did not mean for that to happen.
What? Oh.
Good thing we're almost at the end of the video.
These are all so beautiful. It's like art.
No. This chocolate painting is art.
Where's the painting?
Well, the painting's in here. It's all rolled up and ready to ship to someone watching this video. But what it is a beautiful painting of Remy from the movie Ratatouille made entirely out of chocolate.
That's crazy.
I got a really cool time lapse of the artist making this painting. Remember, everything you're seeing here is chocolate, nothing else. Isn't that incredible?
That is so cool.
Since it does have actual chocolate bars on it, as you can see here, he can't actually roll this thing up and ship it. So instead, in the tube in front of me, there's a really high quality print that one of you is gonna get in the mail. And remember, this piece of art right here is one of one. No one else in the entire world will have a copy of it.
So it's priceless.
I'm gonna have you go ship this to a random subscriber. I'm gonna go make the coolest chocolate sculpture you've ever seen. For our chocolate sculpture, I'm with Amaury Guichon, a world-renowned pastry chef and chocolatier known by many as the Chocolate Guy.
Hi everyone.
You told me you could turn anything into chocolate.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, I've decided we're gonna make a minion. You know the Minions?
Yeah. Fun.
You don't seem that excited.
You can bring the excitement up. I'll bring the excitement.
I want to challenge you a little, and I want to take this photo right here, and at the end of the section, I'll put these side by side, and everyone watching the video is going to give us a rating down below in the comments to see how close they think you got it to the real thing.
Let's do it.
All right, here's the photo. Let's go.
Step 1, we're gonna create a body using a pot. We're gonna fill it with chocolate to create a shell.
Whoa!
And you see, we have that perfect chocolate shell all the way around.
This is gonna turn into a minion?
Yeah. All right, it's been 2 minutes.
Check that out.
We're gonna trim off the top.
This is crazy that this is how you do this.
Next step, we're gonna use a wood shaving machine, and you're just gonna shave it until everything is perfectly smooth. You don't see the minion yet?
Not yet.
Step number 2, we're gonna assemble both of them, doing a perfect gluing point. We're gonna melt down a little bit of what you want to glue and a little bit of the other element and add some tempered chocolate so we really fuse together.
Here's the mold for the head. We put it right on top. Oh, it doesn't, I see.
All we need to do is to use a tray that we warmed up in the oven, and we're going to melt it to make sure it's flat. Now you're starting to see a minion.
We've got the head, we're getting closer. Maybe we just need everything else.
And now we're gonna just cut the mouth open using a metal spike. You have to go quite hard on it. Get the hammer.
What? I better not miss. Ready? I'm being very gentle because I didn't want to break the whole thing.
Yeah, you were gentle, that's cool. Our next step will be to craft the arm. So we inflated balloon with water. This will give us the opportunity to bend it in position.
Wow, it sets so fast.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Perfect. All right, it's been about 5 minutes. When you touch the shell, it's fully hard. Cut the tip.
What? No way. That's it?
And now we have our chocolate arm. Before we attach the arm, why don't we give him legs?
Right here?
Perfect.
Right leg, left leg.
We're going to warm up milk chocolate to about 30 degrees Celsius so it becomes like edible Play-Doh. Apply it onto the legs. Let's put the arms on.
Arms on.
So the minion has 3 fingers. We're gonna use our own fingers with gloves on to craft his finger. Frozen water is going to shock the chocolate. I'm going to put there. Et voila!
It worked.
We have fingers.
No way it worked. Look at the hands. They look really similar.
3, 2, 1. Now let's use white chocolate for the eyes.
Fill it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just take the mold and dump it back here.
These are for the goggles now.
Maybe you craft one side, I craft the other side, and then we merge it together.
Great. My side's gonna look worse.
We're working on the goggles. The widest part will be the part stuck to his face, and then we're adding various diameter cylinders on top of it to create the same effect as the real guy. We're gonna melt the center to fuse them together.
That's it?
Perfect. And melt this for it to fit perfectly inside.
The top-down shot of this looks exactly like a minion's eyes. This next step here is to make the glass that's inside the eyeglasses of the minion.
All right, so we're gonna pour. And once you have the perfect inflation, we're gonna use a fan and blow cold air on top.
So this is gonna rapid cool the glass.
Exactly.
Hold the handles.
Hold on. 3, 2, 1.
What? I'm nervous it's gonna shatter. The ring. Wow! Look at that.
Next step is going to be to glue the lens.
They're in, and it looks so good. Goggles on.
Tempered cocoa butter, we're gonna spray.
Whoa. Whoa! Wow. That is fun.
The first step is to spray the entire body with yellow to cover every surface.
This is classic minion yellow color right here. Last couple steps here. You gotta add the silver around his goggles.
We're gonna paint the feet and the hand black. Let's go.
I thought it'd be best if we fast forward to Bob all finished. But we still need the banana. Like that?
It has to feel natural.
Bob, a minion. Before we show the picture, I think everyone should get a really close look at our minion. We'll show this side by side. Here's the picture that we started with, and here is the final chocolate minion. Please go write a comment down below. Give a rating out of 10 on how well you think we did. I have just one thing left to do in this video. It's the only thing cooler than this chocolate sculpture right here. Free chocolate.
That's right, I'm grabbing a random subscriber out of this hat, and you are winning free Feastables for life. One of you guys watching right now.
This is a big moment.
Big moment. And the winner is Katarina 813. You just won a lifetime supply of Feastables.
Single thing. Lindt is known for their fancy Swiss chef. These both have a chef on the back. Look at the difference between these chefs.
I'm not buying this. This guy's not a chef. He's never cooked in his life, this guy.
That's a model. Oh, it's been oxidized. Ooh. We know what we're doing.
The snap is not as good.
Oh.
Is it bad?
Terrible. That doesn't even taste like chocolate to me. It tastes like a marshmallow.
It tastes exactly like a marshmallow with the texture of a chocolate bar.
Kinder Bueno.
It's the same company that does Nutella, and it's basically just a crunchy, crispy Nutella wafer bar. It's amazing.
I love hazelnut. I love chocolate.
Look at how beautiful it is. They're not paying me to say this. I just love it. I mean, it's unreal.
God, that's good.
Algeria decided to make Happy Choco Kids. They used white chocolate. They tried to copy the drizzle, but it didn't work.
That's a sorry imitation. It's fine. I don't like white chocolate. If you like white chocolate, you'd love that, I think.
You can't beat a Kinder Bueno.
No, Thin Mints, Girl Scout cookies.
You like Girl Scout cookies?
Love Girl Scout cookies.
These are crispy chocolate wafers that are dipped in a mint chocolatey coating. Perfect amount of chocolate.
The mint is refreshing, it's cooling.
It's almost like you walk into a steam room with all that eucalyptus, but it's for your mouth instead.
Steam room for your mouth.
These are Thin Mints. These are Thick Mints. I think this company got a little confused as well what they were knocking off, because they copied the name from Girl Scout cookies, but they made peppermint patties.
Yeah, oh
my gosh.
Chocolate looks high quality. I like it.
The texture on the inside of this is like perfect. It's like doing a cheese pull.
Yeah, dude, oh my God.
Look at that.
Here's the ultimate test.
I'd put it in the championship, if you will.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Thick Mints for moving on to the finals.
Congratulations, Thick Mints.
Okay.
Twizzlers, get twizzled.
I love Twizzlers.
They're not my favorite, but once you pop, you just can't stop.
I don't know about you, but I almost like to dry age my Twizzlers a little bit. When you buy Twizzlers, you should open the bag, leave it in the cupboard for like 2-3 days, then you can eat it.
I could go a week.
Are we like the same person?
We look exactly the same.
The thing is about Twizzlers, they're not too sweet.
Very old man candy.
The Korean knockoff to Twizzlers, Twizzle. We were only able to get our hands on the watermelon flavor. They're filled with a sweet and sour jelly. In terms of the copycat, it's not overly crazy.
I mean, we have white text with blue outline in the same font. If they wanted to, they would have grounds. Ooh, that smells like watermelon candy.
Wait a second.
And look at the sheer amount of jelly. There's a good amount of jelly in there. I'm not a big watermelon candy guy. I don't like the way fake watermelon tastes, and that's what it tastes like.
I kind of like them.
They have a great texture.
Really great texture.
Really great. The more I'm eating it, the more I like it too. If you want to put it in the crate, I'm right behind
Andrew.
you. I can't believe it. Twizzlers have been unseated by 2 Twizzler lovers.
Nerds.
Maybe my favorite candy. I love Nerds.
I haven't had Nerds for a long time. I do like the texture. There's a bit of a sweet and sour aspect to them.
If you suck on them, they start sweet, get sour, and go back to sweet. It's a journey.
So should we go both together?
Big time. Oop.
Why?
Ah, there we go.
Total sugar rush.
Yeah.
Perfect amount of sweet and sour. We got one that comes from the Willy Wonka company. Dweebs. These come from the UK. I don't like how this opens.
That's one of the worst looking packages I've ever seen.
Look at the color. It's like green and white. These are both watermelon and cherry, by the way.
Look how saturated these are.
Wow.
Compared to those. That's nuts. Those look terrible. Oh, they're soft. It tastes good. Good flavor. Not good texture.
I actually think I like the flavor of the Dweebs better than the Nerds.
100%. That tastes more natural.
They're like jelly beans.
I almost think that they're gum for a second. The flavor is definitely better, but everything else is worse.
Another absolute classic, Skittles. Rainbow colored, chewy candy with a nice hard candy shell.
I can't think of anything like it.
Oh, I love this sound.
So chewy.
Amazing. Giggles.
Giggles. Is this a US brand?
It is, actually.
Oh.
It looks like they don't use any artificial dyes, so the colors might not be as
no.
beautiful.
Looks like you left them out in the sun.
Look at how a lot of them get totally screwed up. The difference in the production quality is night and day.
Whoa, they're softer.
They do have that organic candy taste to them.
They're almost like a gummy in the center. I bet I can squish one of these with my finger. I can, see?
I think the grape one is better than the grape Skittles.
Orange tastes better too.
The orange is like an incredible orange flavor.
It's almost like orange vanilla, like orange creamsicle.
We've agreed that red and yellow are worse. I think we've also agreed that purple and orange are better. If green is better, I think we have to put these in the championship crate.
Oh, here goes.
Let's be honest here. I'm gonna try green one. Those Skittles. I mean, suddenly that tastes like chemicals.
That tastes like cleaning products, yeah. I think we gotta do it.
I think we might have to do it. Championship crate.
Okay.
If I was stranded on an island and I could only take 3 things, I might bring Nutella.
What are the other 2 things?
Water, probably rotisserie chicken. So the original is a cocoa hazelnut spread. Let's just get a quick baseline test here. Amazing. This is only a couple of the knockoffs. Everybody likes to knock off Nutella. This isn't really a knockoff, this is just Nutella with my name instead.
I hope that they do that for me.
I can make that happen. By the time this video is out, you will have a jar that says your name.
Thank you, Nick.
I'm feeling so generous that I'm gonna pick 3 other random subscribers and I'm gonna send them the same thing with their name on it.
This guy.
The first knockoff is from Bangladesh. It's called Nutella. The main difference here is Nutella is made with chocolate and almonds instead of chocolate and hazelnut.
Oh, I don't know about that. Look how wrinkly that is. Come on. I paid good money for this. Nick paid good money for this. Oh, it's stiff.
Better or not?
Not.
We're moving on to Nocilla. It's a breakfast staple in Spain and Portugal. Doesn't it look like it's been half eaten?
It was sealed. Whoa, it tastes weird.
I feel like it has the flavor of a dried leaf.
I'll agree with that, because it's not good.
No.
Nope. No. Nougat.
Nougat. The Turkish version of Nutella comes in this premium feeling glass jar, and it has a higher hazelnut concentration than Nutella at about 16% hazelnuts as opposed to Nutella's 13%. Wow. The smell of hazelnut
hit me in the face like a hazelnut being thrown at my face. The hazelnuts are rancid. Absolutely.
Really?
Yep. No good.
What a bummer. Nusetti. This one is from a discount grocery store in Germany. It also comes in a nice glass jar. I don't know.
That's tasty. Wait, you getting a weird aftertaste?
Better or worse?
Worse.
Worse.
Next up we have Mestela, which is from Egypt.
They copied the color scheme of the name. That does not look appetizing.
Does not. Looks very similar.
I would say it's a little looser.
I don't know what's going on there.
This is the furthest off from Nutella that we've tasted. Worse.
Yeah. Next up we have Nutoka. It looks very similar in terms of the label. It's supposed to have a stronger hazelnut flavor.
Oh, it's like looser. Oh. I get more cocoa and a different chocolate flavor. Do I love Nutoka? I don't know.
I think we got a dead ringer here.
I think we might
don't
have
think
a
I like one better than the other.
Dead tie.
Do we put it in the crate if it's a tie?
I think we said tie goes to the challenger.
If we didn't, then we can say it now.
Nutoka, you're going to the championship round.
Congratulations.
The last thing I want to compare real quick for Nutella are these Nutella and Go breadsticks. And then you've got Nutmaster.
That's my digital signature on all my emails.
Let's just do a quick rapid fire. Oh my gosh. Oh, the stick is just too hard. So only one out of all those contenders.
And it was just a tie. It couldn't raise above. In the end, there was only one Nutmaster.
What?
Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops are the unhealthy cereal that we always want as kids and our parents never let us eat it.
I wasn't allowed to eat it, and I didn't try it until I was an adult, and I hate it. The smell of these, they smell insane.
Oh, I love the smell. Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, God. Those natural fruit flavors? I doubt that. What is this?
The knockoff is called Fruit Rings. It's from Egypt, and there's a weird alien with 3 eyes on the front instead of Toucan Sam.
Oh.
They have really no color. Original, knockoff.
There's a hair on it. There's a hair. There's a hair.
There's a hair?
There's a hair.
No, there's not. Oh my God, that's disgusting. That is a hair. Oh man. I seriously, I don't know if I can eat these.
It smells a little more natural. No, wait. That doesn't smell natural at all. It smells like...
No, what does that smell like?
It smells like lip balm. It tastes like if you took that lip balm and you used it like butter on corn.
Our final sweet before we move on to the last category, which is drinks. You're gonna love those. Frosted Flakes. It's a corn breakfast flake that's coated lightly with sort of a frosting. And in the front, you've got their amazing logo, Tony the Tiger.
They're great.
I love the lightness of these flakes. I love the sound. Such a light, hard crisp.
I just got like sent back in time to like a morning right before school, and I feel like I'm a little kid again, and I didn't do my homework. But yeah, no, they're very tasty.
The knockoff is called Frosted Flakes. They've kept the same exact name. Even the font is strikingly similar.
Similar. They went with a baby giraffe as the mascot instead of Tony the T.
Also, do you notice that it's just taped on top with like a piece of Scotch tape?
Uh-oh. I guess they couldn't get glue.
At least it's still sealed on the inside.
How yellowy what those are.
Oh, the smell is so bad.
Oh, that smells like the DMV.
Those are so bad.
Oh my God.
Those are terrible. What is that?
There's no sugar.
It's horrible.
And they taste like virtually nothing, like old corn.
So after round 2, we have 7 items in the championship crate.
About 7 more than I honestly thought would end up in there.
For this section, we've collected the most popular drinks from around the world, and of course, all their knockoffs. The first one, I don't think I have to explain. It's classic Coca-Cola. And I always get mine in the glass bottle because I think it tastes the best.
I feel refreshed just from hearing and looking at it. Thank you.
The color, kind of a reddish brown amber.
Like a coffee with some red food coloring in it.
We can't do that after every drink. The knockoff, Mole Cola. It comes straight from Italy, and it's a copy of Coca-Cola, but it doesn't have any sugar. I like the bottle. It's so easy to hold.
Yeah.
Love the Italian flag on top.
Oh! It looks to be browner, I think.
I think it's almost the exact same.
Yeah.
What the heck? Doesn't have as much flavor. It feels like there's less spices in there.
With the artificial sweeteners, not only does it taste a little off, the sweetness hits later.
The original, better.
100%.
Our next original is Gatorade.
What I think the color blue tastes like.
As usual, on this side, I'm gonna put the original. Oh man.
Oh, there's electrolytes.
Sweet, salty, blue. The knockoff is called Energade. It's a South African Gatorade copycat. They didn't have a blue flavor that I could find, but I still feel like this is just such a blatant knockoff. They put it in one of those Powerade type bottles though.
Yeah, they're ripping off everybody at once.
It looks very syrupy. It looks like it's gonna be super sweet.
Violently red. It looks like cough syrup.
That's a lot of red dye 40.
Oh, tart finish there.
It's definitely not better than Gatorade. It's almost got a vinegar acidic finish.
It finishes so tart. Yeah, that's gnarly. This is nice and sweet and gentle, like me. Orange soda, Fanta specifically.
Fanta or Fanta? You've probably tried Fanta, but if you haven't, it's a very sweet, sparkling orange soda. It is so carbonated that when I opened it, I could feel all the bubbles crawling up the side of my hand.
Oh, God. I wonder if there's any semblance of actual orange. Cheers.
I feel like I'm drinking neon.
Whoa! Yeah, it's well balanced. There's a little acid in there, but it's very sweet.
The knockoff is called Twing.
Twing!
It's from Bangladesh, and it's supposed to be a sweet and sour orange soda.
It's so much smaller.
Yeah, I don't know why they made it so small.
That is like 4 gulps. It looks the same.
There's not even enough to split between us. Like, there's not that much of it.
It's pathetic.
It tastes like sunscreen.
Nope, no wonder they make it so small. It's gross.
We've already had enough sugar today to kill a horse. So at this point, let's just cap it off with some Red Bull.
Get some caffeine in the mix, yeah.
When I was in college, I'd wake up at 3:34 in the morning, get in the car with my friend with our surfboards. We drove to the nearest beach and we'd chug 1 or 2 Red Bulls and then go surfing until class.
How were you alive?
It was awesome. Just to sort of compare the color of the 2 drinks.
I had no idea what color it was.
I'm a purist, so I drink it right out of the can. I love the flavor personally.
It's great.
The knockoff, which comes from Bangladesh, is called Speed. Speed. It just looks dangerous.
It's got a heart rate, EKG on it. Boop, boop, boop.
Oh, I don't know how I feel about this one. What color is it gonna be?
Red. Ooh, halfway, orange.
Whoa.
That's disgusting. Definitely worse.
Mountain Dew.
Do the dew.
Mountain Dew is a citrusy lemon lime flavored soda, which I think has caffeine. In terms of the color,
not occurring in nature.
Let's give it a try. Very sweet and syrupy.
Yeah.
The knockoff, Mountain Lightning.
Mountain Lightning sounds more exciting.
They could have tried a little harder. Clearly they copied a bunch of the details.
Oh, that looks pretty much the same. Ooh.
This one I thought was gonna be better based on the smell, but it's just kind of boring.
It doesn't have the acid. It doesn't have the tartness to it.
Sorry, Mountain Lightning.
I'm not sorry.
Our next soda is Sprite. It's got a classic lemon lime flavor. I love the color. I actually like that it's clear. It's very pure.
It really just tastes like sweet water.
It's refreshing. The knockoff is from Bangladesh. It's called Kleeman.
Not as appetizing sounding as Sprite.
It is the most popular lemon soda in Bangladesh, which means it's more popular than Sprite, and it's supposed to be an exact ripoff of Sprite.
Only one way to find out. Let's see if it's clear. It's clear.
Ooh, smell it.
Whoa. Okay, yeah, that's different. More flavorful. I think it's better.
I'm really torn. The taste is just slightly different enough that I can't tell which one I like better, so I'm gonna leave it to you which one moves on.
Crate of Champs.
Our final soda before we move on to crown the champion from the championship crate is Dr. Pepper.
I have an embarrassing admission to make. I don't know if I've ever tried Dr. Pepper.
What? Shh, don't tell anybody. Dr. Pepper is one of the most popular sodas in the world. It's got kind of a sweet and spicy flavor. I don't know that anything can beat this.
I'm very excited to try it.
I don't know if anyone noticed this, by the way, and huge props to you if you did, but this entire video I've been wearing a knockoff Happy Potato shirt.
And I'm not the real Babish. I'm a knockoff.
Just smell that.
Whoa!
Since you haven't had it, you need to get a good, strong baseline.
Yeah, there's like cherry essence.
Maybe licorice.
That's bananas. My first Dr. Pepper. Glad it's with you. That's really good, yeah.
It's really, really delicious.
I thought it was gonna taste nuts from the smell, but it's actually pretty subdued. Good luck beating that.
Dr. Perky.
Dr. Perky.
Dr. Perky you can buy at some grocery stores in the United States. So somehow they've snuck by. There's also Dr. Bob. It's just like, it shouldn't be allowed.
That should be allowed because it's so far away from it.
Why don't you try Dr. Perky and I'll try Dr. Bob. Ooh, I love the look of the foam on Dr. Bob.
Wow.
Dr. Perky, give us the rating.
Not as good.
Now Dr. Bob. Try it. I don't know. I might like Dr. Bob better.
It tastes just like it, but there's more flavor.
There's more spice.
Yeah.
I think Dr. Bob is moving forward.
Holy heck.
You know what this means?
What?
In front of us, you'll see what we've determined to be 9 of the best knockoff snacks on the planet. But the question is, what is the #1 knockoff snack?
Very difficult question to answer. Some of these are just perfect imitations. Some of them are improvements upon.
Let's make a quick tier list. First up, Giggles. Where are you putting them?
Weird looking, delicious tasting, interesting texture. I'm giving them a C.
I would agree with you on that. Let's put it C tier. Next up.
Nutoka. Same exact thing as Nutella, so really good. A tier.
A tier for Nutoka.
Thick Mints.
Thick Mints is tough. I feel like it kind of barely made the list. I'm gonna give it a D tier.
I give these a B. They're just giant Junior Mints, and I love Junior Mints.
Yeah. So it rounds to a C tier.
Corn Toes. I think you like these more than me.
Corn Toes, I think I'm putting S tier.
Dispute.
I
B.
did it. It still rounds to A. That's a great score for Corn Toes.
Ohio. S tier.
Really?
I loved these, yeah.
I didn't love the frosting. I'm actually gonna give these D tier, which brings the average to a B.
Wow, you figured that out fast.
Dr. Bob.
Dr. Bob. I love the name so much. I'm gonna give it an A tier. I loved it.
I'm also, I think, gonna give Dr. Bob an A tier. It was really good.
Just more flavorful Dr. Pepper.
Jay's potato chips.
I loved these. I'm gonna give these an A tier.
I'm actually gonna put them at a C tier. Very, very, very good, but they weren't my favorite knockoff item. So that averages to another B tier. Clement, where are we putting this?
This is like a slightly better Sprite, and I don't even like Sprite that much to begin with, so I'm gonna give it a D tier.
I'm going lower. I'm going F tier. This one's averaging out to an E. Twizzle. You were on the fence about these.
I was initially, but like they really grew on me. I really enjoy those.
I'm gonna put these at A tier. I think they were just so tasty and the texture was perfect.
I'm gonna agree with you on that. A tier.
A tier?
Yeah. 100%.
Dang.
Yeah, those are good.
These are our final rankings of the best knockoff snacks in the world, but we had a few A tiers, so let's both reveal our favorite snacks. Corn Toast.
Twizzle.
I love them.
I wasn't even sure about these at first, but I love them so much. The texture, the flavor. Holy.
Thanks for eating snacks with me.
Thanks so much for having me, dude. That was a lot of fun.
Today will be my most difficult cooking challenge yet. I'll be competing against my girlfriend, Isabel. We'll have 3 rounds consisting of an appetizer, entree, and dessert. But there's just one thing. Isabel, how often do you cook?
Never.
Never. So I'm giving Isabel a huge advantage in each round to level the playing field. If I lose, I'll take her on a 1-week luxury vacation to any destination of her choosing. But if I win, I don't think I'll have a girlfriend for much longer.
Let's cook.
Round 1 will be an appetizer round, and I will be blindfolded. I'll be making what I call a blindfolded bloomin' onion, and it's certainly not gonna be easy, but I'm gonna give it my best shot.
Today, I'm gonna be making a poke bowl. So I've made poke bowls before, but never with a full salmon here. I don't really know how to approach this. Look at him, he's so cute.
For the bloomin' onion, I'm gonna chop off the head of the onion, and the idea is we want the onion to look like this. So I'm gonna chop down all of the sides of this onion, being very, very careful with my fingers as I do it. And when I feel like I've gone all the way through, I'll open the onion up and hope that it holds together. The key now for me is gonna be to make the batter for my bloomin' onion. We need this to be extremely flavorful, especially because the judge I'm trying to impress today is none other than my cameraman, Manny. Manny has been locked in a soundproof room and has no idea who has cooked each dish.
I feel like I'm doing this, semi-correctly. And our first piece. Got some scales in there, we'll fix that later. Now, I'm gonna try to get the skin off here. Okay, this is a bit harder than I anticipated. I feel like they make it look so easy when they do it.
I'm so incredibly grateful that I can't see what the salmon looks like, because I think I'd have a heart attack. To season up my bloomin' onion batter here, I don't know exactly what I've got in my hands, but I'll do my best to just sprinkle in an even amount of all of them. I'm thinking we're probably well seasoned enough, so I'm gonna go ahead and whisk it all up and set this aside. The last step of my bloomin' onion is making the wet batter. I gotta do this by just pure feel. Come on. Come on. Nice. Then I'll follow this with 2 eggs. After a nice quick whisk, our wet batter is complete.
So I'm gonna start here with the cucumbers. Oh, that was a good throw.
What the is going on?
Now we're going to slice up our mango, and then we're gonna cut into little cubes. Looking good. Now I'm going to cut the avocado. Honestly, not bad. Not bad.
Our very last step is to dredge this bloomin' onion. So first, I'll coat the whole thing in flour and really try to work into every nook and cranny on my onion. Once I've done my first dredge, I'll toss it into the wet batter and move it around as much as possible to fully coat the whole onion. So far, I'm feeling really good about this round. To finish, back once more in my dry batter, where I really need to open up every single petal here. I'll shake off all that excess flour, and my bloomin' onion is ready to cook. For safety, since I'll be using hot oil, I'm gonna keep my blindfold off the rest of this round, so let's get back to cooking. To finish this up, my bloomin' onion is gonna go straight into the frying oil, and now I have to give it the love and care that it deserves.
Okay, now we have all of our ingredients, so it's time to plate. So first we're gonna put the rice into our bowl.
$100 she doesn't season the rice, guaranteed, not even salt.
Now I'm gonna flatten it out, and then, of course, gotta use some Osmo. Throw some of this on here.
Not even salt.
Then I'll add on the rest of my ingredients and top it off with some special sauce and sesame seeds. And we're done.
My bloomin' onion is complete. I'll place it down on the center of my plate, then I'll press in on that section in the middle, and in goes our sauce. Done.
Do you think it looks good?
I actually think it looks really good.
Are you feeling a little nervous now?
No, because you didn't season your rice.
Okay, so I don't know who made which dish, but I'm gonna taste both and rate them out of 10. I'm gonna start with this poke bowl. This looks good. I love salmon. All right. This is what I'll say. I thought all the sauce was definitely gonna be like a spicy mayo, but it tastes like a Thousand Island dressing. But the salmon tastes fantastic and fresh, and the bowl looks beautiful. I'm gonna give this a 7.8 out of 10. Okay, now moving on to this blooming onion. It looks like it's pretty well fried. The coating seems like it's pretty good. I'm trying to pull a piece off, but the batter just completely separates from the onion, so this is not looking great for whoever made this. I think I'm just gonna have to try it with just the batter. The batter tastes great, but I'm getting all bloomin' and no onion. I'm sorry, but this is a 4 out of 10.
Round 2, I'm feeling a little bit sad after that loss, but this one shouldn't be as bad for me. This is the entree round, and for this round, I get to pick just 3 pieces of cooking equipment. For this recipe, I'll need my potato ricer, only 1 pan, and it's hard to cook without a chef's knife. I'll be cooking a recipe right out of my cookbook, what I call the gnocchi gnocchi. Because I don't have access to an oven, I need to boil my potatoes, which for gnocchi is not great, but I've got no choice. Once my potatoes are in, I'll cover them with water, and we'll let these cook until they're nice and tender.
We're gonna do a spaghetti here with some shrimp, and we're gonna make a nice red sauce. So we're gonna start to season, because Nick was making fun of my rice last round. Garlic powder, smoked paprika, and this will reduce as we work on everything else.
I just almost grabbed a fork to test if they're fork tender, and also this pair of tongs, but then realized I can't use either of those. This is a real life game of hot potato. I'll wrap these potatoes in the towel to let them steam. Oh shoot. Does the towel count as kitchen equipment?
Now we're starting the shrimp. We're gonna put a little oil in the pan, get it hot, and then we're gonna stick these bad boys in straight in the pan.
Every time she turns the heat on with the oil, that's what it ends up as.
Whoops.
I don't know how
Okay.
it hasn't become something
All
we've
right.
learned after doing this.
A little bit of garlic powder on top, a little bit of paprika. Whoa, may have been a little too much. They're getting a little bit smoky in here.
Oh my God, no.
What's wrong with them?
What do you mean, what's wrong with
seasoned them a little. They're honestly doing great.
I'm telling you right now, you're going to set the fire alarm off.
Should we restart?
No! At this point, I'm gonna peel my potatoes, and the idea is that we wanna keep these as light and fluffy as possible. The most difficult part with this is that you wanna peel the potatoes when they're still nice and hot, as I explained in my cookbook, but it becomes difficult to do it without burning your hands. Now it's time for me to use my second piece of kitchen equipment, the potato ricer, which in my opinion, you cannot make gnocchi without. Using my hands now, since I have no other option, I'm gonna go ahead and make a little well in the middle of my potato here, then sprinkle over all of it with a touch of salt, a very light pinch of ground nutmeg, then into the center, I'll crack 1 egg, and begin to sprinkle in some of my all-purpose flour. Now, I'll gently begin to mix. Gnocchi is one of my favorite things to make in the entire world, but I've never done it with such a minimal amount of kitchen equipment, so we'll see how it works out. Isabel, what'd I make you on Valentine's Day for the entree?
Gnocchi.
And how was it?
It was quite good.
So are you gonna lose this round?
No.
When it comes to rolling out my gnocchi, this is when I need equipment number 3, the knife. To roll out my dough, I'll hit the cutting board with some flour and cut this dough into about half and begin gently rolling back and forth. With this, I'm looking to make nice logs of gnocchi. I feel like I got this round in the bag. I'll slice them into these beautiful pillows. Then once they're cut, give them a little pinch, and that's ready to go.
All right, we're just stirring up the sauce here a little bit. Okay, don't show this. Let's remove this. We're gonna start on the pasta. I'm trying for the perfect al dente.
Did you salt the water? Let me guess. No.
You know, I should have known that. Nick always goes, Salt your water like the ocean.
Okay, it's time to cook our gnocchi because I need this pan for some other things. Normally I would not cook the gnocchi this far ahead, but I don't have a choice today. If you don't already know, Knife Drop is out right now. So if you want to make this gnocchi like I'm doing right now, make sure to go get yourself a copy.
Now we're gonna check the pasta, see if we've reached that al dente. I think only a couple more minutes and then we're good.
Oh my God, I don't know how to strain these. I didn't think about that. With the potato ricer. So here's my idea. I'm gonna clean this thing out and I'm gonna use this as a strainer. I don't think anyone has ever done this before. My gnocchi is complete, so I'll come on over here and try to drop it right into my strainer. Oh, it's working so well. I'll dump these out onto the counter, but they're not done yet.
Time to strain. I don't know where Nick keeps his strainers. I think we're gonna use the frying bin. I think this'll work.
Ready?
Yeah.
Go.
Oh, sabotaging me.
To finish up, it's time to get our gnocchi nice and crispy. This, to me, is my favorite touch that I put on this dish. The one extremely difficult part for me here is that I don't have anything to really move these around with, but I'm gonna have to figure out a way to make it work. These are looking beautifully golden brown. I want you to hear how crispy and golden these are. It's time now to plate. My hands are getting burnt by just touching this. I'll continue layering these up until I've achieved a beautiful tower of gnocchi. To finish this off, I'll separate out an egg yolk. And I do have to be extremely careful here as I do this last part. If this doesn't rest perfectly on top, all of our hard work goes to waste.
The key here is to make it look pretty and make those spaghetti swirls that you see in all the photos. Looking good. I'm gonna put a nice even layer of sauce. Now I've got to add on all of my amazing shrimp and I'll finish it off with some Parmesan cheese. Finished product.
I hope Isabel won't be upset about this, but I am gonna have to borrow her microplane just to go ahead and finish my dish with a little bit of Parmesan cheese. And I'll finish with just a little bit of this beautifully browned butter. This is my favorite flavor that you'll have in this dish.
Round 2 entrees, let's get into it. All right, right off the bat, I don't really know about this presentation. It kind of looks like a shrimp bloodbath. It could taste really good though, so I can't judge it yet. It's better than I thought it would taste. All right, I'm going for one shrimp. I feel like I have to. It's part of the dish. Oh my God. Tastes so, I don't know what's wrong. 6.3 out of 10. Okay, so moving on to the second dish, I gotta say the presentation is pretty impressive. All right, let's cut this egg yolk. Oh my God, look at that go. Before I even try it, it looks homemade. And if I know Isabel, I don't think she could pull anything like this off. So it might be Nick's dish.
Hey.
Sorry, Isabel. All right, I have to try this. This looks so good. This is really good. 9.3 out of 10. Excellent dish.
Round 3 is the dessert round, the final round of today. I have one win and Isabel has the other. Why are you standing like? What are you standing?
What do you want me to do?
The twist for the dessert round is that I have to cook my whole dessert in an easy bake oven. Hopefully we get a dessert good enough that I don't have to take her anywhere in the world for a whole week.
This one's gonna be an easy one for me. We're gonna do a Cookie Monster ice cream sandwich. So right now we're mixing together our dry ingredients here, our sugar and our brown sugar, and then also our butter. Here we go. Next, beat in the eggs and vanilla. We have Charles here, good old Charles. Now we're slowly gonna start to combine the dry ingredients into the wet. It's getting thicker.
Before we begin, I'm gonna preheat my oven. And what I love about this, there's no 350, no 375. It's just off or on. Probably the toughest part is that this is all we've got to bake things. This is the smallest container ever. For dessert, I'll be making a blueberry crisp. I'll start with some brown sugar, then a nice drizzle of melted butter, and I'll mix this all up. Now in with some all-purpose flour, and also a little bit of regular sugar, and of course a nice little splash of our homemade vanilla extract. And once I've mixed this up once more, I'll go ahead and add in some of these blueberry oats. Now I just want to mush this together so that we begin to get that nice crumbly form. I'll spray my baking dish, now down with some of these frozen blueberries, and I'll top this all off with my crumble. This is ready to go into our oven. You gotta be kidding me. It looks like to fit this, I'm gonna have to press it down as best I can. Then we can go in. That's good.
All right, we're gonna try to shape this into more of a dough with our hands and then add the chocolate chips, and we made them pretty big so that they can fit the ice cream inside. Okay, now that we have our 3 cookies, we're gonna stick them in the oven. In we go. We got here some blue ice cream. We're gonna fill up this mold here and try to get a perfect circle with the ice cream to fit in between the cookies. I gotta work fast because it's already melting out here on the bottom, so we're gonna stick this in the freezer while we wait for the cookies to finish. Got a lot of meat in here. Bulking season.
I'm at the point where I want to check on this. So we're supposed to push it all the way through, and then you stick this in. Theoretically, I can just pick it up and pull it out. Oh, that is not cooked at all. I'm convinced this thing is pretty much doing absolutely nothing. This is about all I can do. To plate my dessert, I'll first go down with a few scoops of my beautiful blueberry crumble, which I must say turned out better than I thought, but is not quite as crispy as I wanted it to be. I guess that's what happens when you cook in an easy bake oven. Then I'm gonna go ahead and take a nice scoop of my vanilla ice cream, which is gonna go right on top of my tart, and we'll finish it with some nice fresh lemon zest. Maybe a little blueberry juice on top to finish.
It's time to plate the dessert. I'm gonna cut around the edge here, make sure it comes out nicely. Stick the other cookie right on top here. Kind of like an open mouth. And then for the finishing touch, we're gonna stick 2 eyes made from white chocolate right on the top. And here we have our Cookie Monster ice cream sandwich. Woo!
All right, dessert round. These are the final dishes. All right, looks like I have a ice cream sandwich here. Looks pretty good. I'm gonna take a bite. Woo, it's really cold. It's so thick. I honestly couldn't get a bite out of the whole thing. Absolutely delicious. Before I give a rating, I wanna try the other one. All right, we got our second dessert here. Honestly, looks like a little bit of a mess. All right, let's go in for a bite. Compared to our last dish, the presentation is really lacking. However, it's much easier to eat. I think I've made my final decision. Nick, Isabel, I've tasted all 3 of each of your dishes. I've tallied up the results, and I have a winner. One of you finished with just under 21 points, and the other, 23.5. Congratulations goes to Isabel.
Woo! We're going to Japan!
Can I come?
No.
This is the rarest food in the entire world.
Whoa!
But before I show you what it is, my friends and I are also gonna try this Japanese square watermelon, the world's most expensive chocolate, and so much more. But we're starting here with these Oreo Ritz crackers, one of the rarest snacks in the United States with only 1,000 boxes ever made. This box right here only cost me $10, but as the video moves on, the items are gonna get rarer and rarer and eventually priceless. First look, what do you guys think?
I like the idea of sweet and salty, honestly.
So supposedly this cracker is literally just half Oreo with the Oreo cream and half Ritz cracker with peanut butter.
Yeah.
I just forgot this was released in like 2019.
Spit it out. I like Oreos, so I like that half. The Ritz, forgettable.
Our next 2 items are this glass of donkey milk from Serbia and this reindeer cheese from Sweden.
Are you joking?
I don't know about this one, Nick.
So hear me out. This glass and this tube of reindeer cheese each cost me $25.
I don't even like cheese to begin with, so this is
Oh, it looks kind of nasty.
What do you think?
It's not good.
Yeah, I'll take your word for it.
What makes this so rare is the fact that reindeer make such little milk, only about 1/10 of what a cow produces each day. Donkey milk, on the other hand, is much rarer. So believe it or not, we wanted to get donkey cheese, but Novak Djokovic, the tennis player, buys the entire world supply because he loves it so much. Who wants to taste the donkey milk first?
I'll give it a whirl.
Go for it.
Try, give it a try.
It's very smooth.
And while Parse is trying it, I'm gonna let you know that the composition of donkey milk is the closest milk in composition to human breast milk. This is called a long neck avocado. These are so hard to find, each one costs $50. And they can grow up to 13 inches long.
Is the pit a normal size?
Whoa. Wow, damn, look at that.
Yeah, that's perfect.
It's like a guitar.
I love it.
Inside, it does look just like a normal avocado. In fact, I think the color is even nicer. Lucky for you guys, I made some fresh guacamole. All of this guacamole came from 1/2 of a small long neck avocado.
Dive in.
Cheers.
Wow. Delicious. Moving on to a true delicacy, these are ant eggs, also known as ant egg caviar. This single can here cost me $100.
I don't have to eat this, right? Please.
Are you being, I don't know if you're being serious.
Being serious.
It's a delicacy. These are a huge luxury all across Southeast Asia, and people say they taste creamy and citrusy.
Perfect, delicious.
Parse is gonna start.
I'm gonna have to reject this one. Can't do it.
Because this is one of the more adventurous items in this video, I'm gonna let you guys off easy and fast forward to another $100 item.
Thank God.
Later in the video, we're gonna try the rarest and most expensive caviar in the world. So that's why I'm not making you try the ant egg caviar, but it is rare. Not quite as rare as this item here. This is a Japanese square watermelon. There are only 300 made every year, and technically it also costs $100, but to get one you need a reservation, and it's basically impossible to get the reservation, which means this item is essentially kind of priceless.
How do they make these?
So they're grown in this like special square box mold, and that's how they get the shape.
This is my single favorite fruit.
So unfortunately, these are harvested before they're ripe, so they're technically inedible. They're used for decoration and high-end gifts in Japan.
Perfect.
Oh. Wow, that is so cool. But you see how it's weirdly colored?
Yeah.
Like it's yellow, it's not edible.
I had the highest hopes to eat this, DiGiovanni.
Smell it, it should smell.
Wow, it smells amazing. Too bad, next time.
This is Kopi Luwak, a special type of coffee. This container here cost me $150 to ship from Indonesia.
So what's special about this?
Why don't we make the coffee first and I'll tell you while we're drinking it.
It has to be just more than coffee.
Okay.
It smells really good, actually. You got something up your sleeve, though. I already know.
It does seem a little too good to be true.
None of us have ever used a French press.
Nope.
We think this is the right way. So we stir it up.
Nice. And once we've waited for a bit, you can press that down.
I'm suspicious. I'm telling you, Mark. I'm suspicious. Cheers.
Good coffee.
Yeah.
So this ultra rare coffee is actually made by civets, which look sort of like a cat or a weasel.
What do you mean by that?
The way it's made is that these animals basically eat these coffee cherries and then they partially digest them, and this reaction happens in their stomach. And when it comes out the other end, it's supposed to taste extra good.
Did I not tell you guys something was suspicious about this? I told you he's always up to something.
Well, here's the thing. 1 cup of this coffee can cost anywhere from $50 to $150. So there's something about it that people love.
Probably wouldn't know the difference between this and, yeah, totally. This is a great morning cup of coffee.
It's like a regular cup of coffee. I wouldn't pay more to get this kind of coffee over a regular cup. It tastes the same.
Certainly not, yeah.
It's time to turn up the heat. Here we have gold Tabasco sauce and jalapeno M&Ms, each equally difficult to find and $200 a pop. Open them up.
Look at these.
Only 10,000 bottles of this were ever made, and it's been aged for 15 years and comes in this luxurious champagne bottle. As for the jalapeno M&Ms, my thought is they're either gonna taste amazing or be absolutely horrible. I do love the bag. Like, the guy's got the big hat on, he's holding a bunch of jalapenos.
And they're peanut M&Ms, and that's a good start. So jalapeno and peanut, this is
interesting. Well, I do feel like peanuts go really well with a lot of, like, Thai cuisine, for instance, has peanuts and a lot of spice.
Peanut M&Ms are a 10 out of 10 food on their own, so I'm worried that anything could tarnish it.
Oh, wait, I didn't think of them being these colors either. Oh, that's fun.
They're big. Not horrible at all. I can barely taste any jalapeno. It's not too spicy.
So initially I wasn't getting any spice. Now I feel a little bit, tiny bit.
Yeah, the 4th quarter they get you. I tasted way more peanut than I did jalapeno, but I love their effort.
Let's talk about the gold Tabasco. It might sound crazy that it's been aged for 15 years, but later in the video, we're gonna try a balsamic vinegar that's been aged for 100 years.
Perfect, thank you.
Okay, here we go.
That is really good. Really good, and that has a kick.
It's an interesting color. It's much darker than regular Tabasco.
I feel like it would take over a lot of dominating flavor, yeah. But this bottle could probably last you a while. I want to take that home with me.
This next item might look like a dinosaur egg, but it's actually an emu egg.
Whoa.
As things get rarer, the cost goes up, so this one is now $250 for this single egg.
Beautiful. It's beautiful, yeah. That is heavy, that is dense. Very high stakes to hold this egg.
So this egg weighs about 1.5 pounds, which is the same as 1 dozen chicken eggs. We're gonna save this egg. We're actually going to boil it and try it later with our caviar. Moving on, this is called Amazon air water. This water comes from the humidity and condensation from the Amazon rainforest. The case of 4 of these cost a little over $350.
Oh my gosh.
We're not gonna drink this like a regular glass of water. All right, so this is like a bottle of wine, right? And so first we have to decant it, and all of this is genuine crystal. Oh, okay. Oh,
good
I'm
aim.
spilling it. Oh, I just spilled like 50 bucks. This is just gonna sit here like any wine would to kind of open up, and ideally this water is the best water we've ever tasted. I gotta be careful when I pour this.
Every drop counts. Bar is high for this. Cheers. Cheers. It's not blowing me out of the water expectation-wise. I don't know if I can taste the Amazonian air.
It's almost more of a power move to buy your water like this and just be like, this right here. The rarest, most expensive chocolate bar in the entire world. Woo! You guys like chocolate?
Love chocolate.
This company only makes a few hundred of these per batch, and they regularly sell for up to $500 per bar. What makes this so rare is the cacao that this comes from. These are cacao pods. This is the fruit where chocolate comes from. And there's this one variety of this fruit from Ecuador that dates back 5,300 years old. A lot of people thought it went extinct until not that long ago. Someone found a few trees in this remote area of the Ecuadorian rainforest.
That looks pure.
I have a sort of a fun idea. 1 second.
What is he up to?
I have this other box of dark chocolate, also from Ecuador. It's from a company called Blue Stripes.
It's a beautiful bar itself.
Each of these chocolate bars goes for $5. So 5 versus 500. I want to do a blind taste test. Can this chocolate be worth that much money?
Let's find out.
Put on your blindfolds. I'm going to mix these up so that only we know which one is which. First one, I'm gonna give you guys each a square.
It's really, really good chocolate. It's not too brittle. It's chewy enough. I like that one a lot.
Now for the second one.
Cheers. This one feels a little less rich, a little lighter, right, Mark? Yeah, the bar's not quite as thick. Not quite as flavorful, I'll say that.
So which bar are you picking? Number 1 or number 2?
I have to say probably bar number 1. Me as well.
Take the blindfolds off. Bar number 1 the $5 bar.
I think just biting into this first one, it was so smooth all the way down.
You can't go wrong with chocolate either way.
Yeah.
What?
It's moving.
What are these?
These look like fingers.
Can someone please tell me what's going on, Nick? Why aren't you talking?
This pile of seafood in front of me might not look like much, but because of how rare these are, this cost me $750.
There's so much mobility coming from that.
This is not going in my system. I'm telling you right now, guys.
This is abalone. It came from California, and these are live gooseneck barnacles. They came from Portugal. Abalone is similar to oysters and clams, and it's so incredibly rare that it's a symbol of wealth and prosperity in many Asian cultures.
What about those?
So those are gooseneck barnacles. These are even more rare. These live on certain areas of rocks where the waves crash so violently that people risk their lives to go and get them, and some people have died collecting these. So here's the thing, I'm not letting you guys off easy anymore. We're going to try one of these. I'm happy to try either. You guys pick.
I might have to get going. I'll see you later.
Neither of these are calling my name, to be honest, but there's something about these that seem just a bit more familiar, like close to mussels or clams.
Let's try the abalone. The first step here is to clean off the abalone. Sprinkle a little salt on there for me. Look at that movement.
What?
Isn't that amazing? Once we put enough salt on there, I'm gonna scrub this off a little bit. Some of those darker spots are starting to come off. We're going to scrub, 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 and eventually it'll get all nice and clean like this. And look at how beautiful the shell is. Once it's nice and clean, I'm gonna take it out of the shell. Look at the shell.
Whoa. That's epic.
That is art.
Looking at it now, are you feeling better about it?
A tad. Yeah, it looks like a scallop.
So the way to prep this now is to slice it super, super thin. And now once I've sliced a bunch of it up, I'm going to sit it back into its own shell. Finishing touches, lemon and soy sauce, and it's ready.
Let's dive in. Not too bad.
Tastes a little like scallop, a little like clam. I think it's really good.
No, it's good. Big fan.
To go from where it was to where it is now, it looks way more appetizing now.
At $1,000 per bottle, this item right here is technically balsamic vinegar, but that description doesn't really do it justice. This is Juicy 100 Reserve Balsamic. It's aged for 100 years and only a few bottles are released each year. The label is made from real 24 karat gold and the bottle is blown by a master glassmaker.
They really go above and beyond with this one.
Beautiful. I would love to take this home. I mean, this is elegance.
This box is like what you'd get a fancy watch in. I feel nervous holding the bottle. Number 358 out of 400. If you break it, you buy it.
Ooh. Okay. I'm really excited for this.
Get the bread, get the bread.
Before we move on, we're going to pair this with this golden olive oil from Greece. This is from the foothills of Mount Olympus, home of the Olympic gods. It is a 24 karat gold infused extra virgin olive oil. I got this beautiful balsamic olive oil platter. At the bottom there is some of our 100-year-old balsamic, and the top, of course, you can see we have gold flaked olive oil.
You really are the king of plating.
This is nice, right? Just dip in there, just kind of get in the crevices.
Wow, 10 out of 10. Seriously, 10 out of 10.
And the olive oil is a proper way to start a meal.
Next up is a $1,500 item called Elvish honey. And it's rare because the honey has to be harvested in the middle of the night by professional climbers.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, I love the honeycomb glass.
And speaking of honeycomb, I wanted to bring in a full frame of honeycomb just because I don't know if you guys have ever seen that before.
No.
This is like nice, good quality, regular honey from a honeycomb.
Oh, wow. That's a dessert.
So there's our baseline.
It's a pretty high bar.
Nice.
Great sound.
Yeah. It smells so different.
It smells more like molasses, to be honest, doesn't it?
It doesn't even smell sweet to me.
It smells more savory.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost lemony.
Really fragrant from all those wildflowers, I think, right? That's cool.
Yeah.
The more you smell it, the more it kind of opens up to something totally different. Just a teaspoon.
Wow.
Kind of bitter though.
Pure. It's very bitter. If you hadn't told me that this is honey, it's so different.
I'd have to put my vote for the first one.
You know what's interesting is because it's supposed to have these medicinal kind of magical qualities, I wonder if like that's...
It does taste like medicine.
In like a kind of a cool way. We've all tried prosciutto, maybe even some jamon, but at the tippity top of the holy grail of ham, there's Cinco Jotas Jamon Iberico.
I love jamón ibérico.
In front of us is a leg of the finest ham on the planet, but that does result in a hefty $2,000 price tag. That said, I have been lucky enough to try this before, and I will say, as a special treat once in a while, having a few slices is worth it.
All right, let's do it.
I'm ready if you are.
So first, I'll make a small cut right here, and then we begin to start trimming away some of that fat. We need to save all of these fat scraps that we cut off. We need them later when we go to cover up the jamon, since we're obviously not gonna eat all of it right now. Do either of you guys have have any guesses on what makes this so rare?
I would have to guess it's either the number of animals or the way that it's preserved. Maybe it's the process through which the pig itself lives. Or is it only in a specific area of the world?
So it's rare because it comes from a rare purebred pig that eats basically just acorns. And then it's cured by a master ham maker for up to 4 years in the mountains and meadows of Spain. You just want to go back and forth, very, very thin. And as you can see, when I slice, I can see the knife through my slices the whole time. That's how you want it to be sliced. And it's recommended that you actually pick it up with your fingers. Nice little thin slice.
Sure. This is such a staple in Europe, especially in Spain.
Oh my God, it is the best. It is the best.
Cheers, gentlemen.
See what you guys think.
So delicious. I like how thin it is, and then you can really taste the different sections of the cut.
Having one of these is always crazy for me. Next item, even crazier. Inside this is the rarest bottle of ketchup anywhere in the world. It's from a partnership between Ed Sheeran and Heinz, who is famous for his love of Heinz ketchup.
Ah!
Interesting, right? As you can see from this note inside, there were only 150 made. And if you look at the bottle, you'll actually see there's Ed's signature, and this is a print of the tattoo he has on his arm.
He's brilliant. You know, I'm really excited to try. He's just a genius.
Part of me wishes it would play his music when you open up this box here, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm thinking about her. What do you guys think of the actual bottle?
It's awesome. Yeah, I would definitely keep this after I had finished the ketchup.
Well, of
That's
course.
for sure. I'm curious to understand what this all means.
Oh, all of his tattoos.
Yeah. And what was the bite with ketchup that made him decide to commemorate it?
The other thing is, to make it a little more accessible, Heinz made a tomato Ed chup. So if we don't want to open that one, we can use this, and it's the same ketchup in both of them.
Can we try a little bit?
Yeah, so the other thing, I just figured I'd get us some normal fries.
Oh yeah.
Each of us gets our own container. I mean, the thing is, I know it's just regular Heinz ketchup. One of the all-time greatest things. Nice work, guys. Next, for some Wagyu, but not just any Wagyu. It's an A5 bone-in Wagyu ribeye, worth $5,000. Already, that's the most expensive cut of Wagyu you can get. And on top of that, we've then dry aged it for a year. Nobody does this because it's too expensive.
That side kind of looks like typical Wagyu, and then this side, I wouldn't really be able to know what that is or classify it, honestly.
That part we trim off. We cannot eat that part. But it's important because it's protected the rest of the meat on the inside.
It doesn't even smell like Wagyu to me. It's weird.
It's what dry aged meat smells like.
And is that from the outside covering?
That's the outside, but it's gonna be in the flavor on the inside too. So to cut it, I have to locate those bones on the bottom. Normally, the bones come out of Wagyu too, because when it ships from Japan, that's more weight. It's just easier to take it out. So it's not easy to get bone-in Wagyu as it is. Let's slice in here. Wow. I'm gonna follow the path of the bone.
It's like butter. Yeah, it's cutting really smoothly.
And then you can see, when I open it up, that cross section is beautiful.
That's the classic Wagyu view.
That is Wagyu.
Yeah.
So as you watch me trim this, you can see and understand more why dry aging is so expensive. Already, you lose a lot of the volume from water, and then you have to trim a bunch of it off.
So Nick, let me ask you, how will you season something like this?
So you basically won't. You only want a tiny bit of salt. The rest should speak for itself.
Got it.
And we'll need only the tiniest of bites. But before I do anything, look at the patterns.
Yeah, it's speckled in there. It's beautiful.
And in there is the intramuscular fat. That's the fat between the muscle, and that's what makes Wagyu as expensive as it is. So to cook, first we're gonna use some of that dry aged fat. You guys smell that?
I love that smell, wow.
So that way that extra fat doesn't go to waste. I'm just gonna put a tiny bit of salt on each piece.
That's the sizzle. Has me salivating.
It's crazy, no?
Yeah.
I'm willing to bet it'll be one of the better bites of meat that you ever have in your life. There's like a certain transition in the smell where you know it's gonna be more burning versus like actually browning. So now I know we're good to flip over. Look at that.
Wow.
Like I said, you're cooking this in a matter of seconds. And then we are ready. So give it a second to cool.
It's really perfectly cooked.
Is it a $5,000 bite?
You said before this is gonna be one of the best bites of meat. It really was. It was so good.
I don't want it to end. For this next one, you're either gonna know what I'm talking about or you're gonna think I've gone completely insane. Let me ask you guys first. Have you ever seen those crazy listings on eBay of these weird, rare-shaped snacks? Or do you
I
have
don't
no
think I
idea?
spend as much time on eBay as you do.
So you have no idea what I'm talking about?
No. Curious what you mean by weird shape.
In 2017, a hot Cheeto that was in the shape of that famous gorilla Harambe sold for $100K. And then in 2021, somebody in Australia found a puffy Dorito, and the company, Doritos, actually bought it from them for $20,000. Can you guys guess where I'm going with this?
No, I really can't. What did you find?
The right question is, what did I buy? I may or may not have spent about $10,000 on some of these rare snacks off eBay.
Oh boy, what do we got?
It doesn't look like much.
Are you serious?
I'm serious, yeah.
This?
hold on. I bought this little school of goldfish. I bought a puffy Dorito. I bought this seahorse-shaped Cheeto, and I bought a chicken nugget in the shape of the Among Us character.
For $10,000?
Maybe a little more. Before you guys judge me, let's just look at them. These are such rare misprints of the most popular snacks in the world, and people actually buy them.
People just Nick.
Yeah. Look at this. It's a school of goldfish swimming together.
Wow.
Come on.
I don't know about 10,000. I just don't know. People find meaning in a lot of different things, and I'm really happy that you found that.
The puffy Dorito is supposed to be in here.
Where is it?
They sent me an empty box.
I'm stunned.
Among Us chicken nugget. That's pretty cool.
I'm excited. No, rip it open.
What do you mean? It's not, it's about like the look of it. This is a rare item.
Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder.
This one is beautiful.
Hang it in the Louvre.
Come on, look at that thing.
That is worthy. The texture of the tail is quite prominent. Number one of the three, probably, right? Oh, yeah.
This was what I was most excited for. I'm glad you guys are finally understanding a little bit more what we're talking about here.
That's a winner. That's pretty cool. I like that one.
Before we move on to a few items that money simply cannot buy, this here is Almas caviar, the rarest and most expensive caviar anywhere in the world. The name Almas means diamond in Russian because it's said to be the diamond of all caviar. And at over $15,000 per kilogram, it also costs more than most diamonds.
Oof.
Dun, 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 dun.
That is beautiful. Look at this.
Acetra Almas private stock. This is the kind of caviar that the caviar company keeps for themselves.
Oh my God. Here we go.
There is another compartment.
Oh.
White gloves. And then the key to open it is like the fanciest little key. And then I think this is a little mother of pearl plate. And then of course a bunch of mother of pearl spoons.
Oh.
I've never seen a caviar that light and golden. Gloves off, a blini, a little scoop. We forgot to mention, this is our ostrich egg.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah. It's not even all of it because it was so big. Little bit of ostrich egg on top, tiny little touch of creme fraiche on top, and a couple of chives.
I'll take this. Wow. I've never tasted flavor like that in caviar. And the caviar really stands out.
It has more flavor.
It kind of pops, yeah.
Super buttery.
Yeah, it's really smooth.
Trying it plain.
You can sense the butter even more now. Yeah, I think I even prefer it plain, to be honest.
Let's go to the priceless items. So lots of people say caviar goes well with fried chicken, which is why it's a perfect segue to our next item. This fried chicken prime bottle. This is prime that's flavored fried chicken. They didn't sell They did not sell this. I got this straight from Logan. So from a distance, it looks like a normal KFC bin. Then you look at the face and it's Logan Paul's face.
I didn't even notice that.
And they specifically said that this is not for consumption.
I think we have to try it though.
Oh gosh, that's cool.
What?
This is pretty epic.
Wait, this is amazing. It says fry-dration instead of hydration. But before we try it, I decided to get us a regular bucket of KFC because we might as well compare the flavor.
Yeah, it's the only way to do it. Here we go. Cheers.
Oh, I can't.
I tasted chicken. Yeah, it's as advertised. I taste the chicken.
It tastes exactly like fried chicken. It's like the same thing.
Same thing.
There's no difference. I might wash it down.
No way.
They nailed it, I guess.
Yeah, they really did.
It's perfectly disgusting.
Yeah, I'm not sure how well this would do on the market. As a product, it hit the spot.
This is our second to last item. The final one is for you guys, and you'll see what I mean in a moment. But first,
oh my gosh, is that a lobster? Why is it so blue?
It's not a blue lobster. This is a 1 in 100 million cotton candy lobster. Just so you understand, the odds of catching a regular blue lobster are 1 in 2 million. This is truly the best representation of a food that money simply cannot buy. Lucky for me, I know a pretty cool lobsterman who caught this lobster a little while back and let me borrow it for this video.
So how does this happen?
Due to a rare genetic mutation. And this one here has a few brown spots because it's actually about to molt its shell. And when it eventually molts its shell, it's gonna look something like this.
Never seen anything close to this. This is incredible.
It would be a crime to cook this lobster. So we're gonna send him off to an aquarium where he can live happily ever after. And believe it or not, he'll be much safer than he would be in the wild there. So instead, I've got a lobster that's much bigger. This is an 11-pound lobster, the biggest money can buy. Look how small this crab is versus the actual lobster. Lobsters this old can be up to 140 years of age. Just look at the size of my hand compared to its crusher claw. And trust me when I say you don't want to get your fingers anywhere near this thing. It's so big that to prepare it, we need to break it down into smaller parts and then steam it in 3 different pots. Then the shell is so thick that I'll need to use some pretty incredible force to open it up. And guys, we're left with this. Insane.
That's bigger than his hand.
Crazy.
Wow. Yeah.
Cutting into this thing is like cutting a steak. That's how big this claw is. Tasty.
Mm-hmm.
Ready for the last item?
Let's do it.
So here it is, our final item of the video, a couple oysters. But before I say anything else, you're gonna wanna watch and listen very carefully. These are 10-year-old oysters. These are nearly impossible to find anywhere in the world. But here's the thing, oysters this old have a much higher chance of having a pearl inside. And the most expensive pearl ever is valued at $100 million. We are going to open one of these oysters. If it has a pearl inside, it's gonna be worth a lot, and I'm gonna send it to one of you.
We'll see.
No pearl, but I bought this $10,000 pearl. Go subscribe, and this is coming in the mail to one of you.